Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Geek First Podcast. I'm the Clown Prince of Podcast Dress now.
Adam Harcaster, Dylan Moss.
Friendly neighborhood caster, Kirklin Patzer.
Taylor Fields.
Ladies and gentlemen, go back and check out a lot of stuff we've done the past few months. Rise of Skywalker, Mandalorian, tons of other reviews. I'm not sure when it drops, but we're doing a 2020 movie preview and video game preview. We did the aughts best stuff for video games, decide our best 10 video games, talk about gauntlet matches, talked about our most anticipated games. Really fun cast, so that could be out. If not, it's coming out. We're doing the first ever Golden Geeks for a decade because we can't do this again for another 10 years. So now's the time to do it. We're still going to do the 2019 one. Don't worry. That's not left unresolved. That'll be happening in the more middle of January. We'll reveal the winners. I think we'll probably reveal the winners of this probably the same time we do the winners of the 2019 one. It is a little further, but it just makes sense to put them in the same cast and whatnot. Plus, for the fans one, if we let the fans vote on this one, we got to make a bunch more pictures because there's not 10 emojis. So we got to make 2 for each, and then the winners square off. So...
Right.
Yeah, so the voting process for the fans will be a little longer. So that's
Unless
why
we were to like change the emojis and just do it like comments, like use certain GIFs to vote. Like,
do you think people will do that? Because you may have debated that people comment less than just throw their quick reaction, right?
Yeah.
So we're
We'll
deciding, but that's why you'll get the winners of this probably sometime in February at the winners of the 2019 ones. So, and plus, you don't want to reveal the winners of this one before the 2019 ones. That might make some people think, oh, should I give this one in this award if it won for the whole decade? I don't know. So that's why what we're doing is the best of decade. We've shortened the categories a little bit, but we're doing a few new ones. We got best movie still. We got best actor and actress, best supporting actor and actress. We got best comic book film. We're going to decide who's had the best decade. I think it's 5 nominees that we're doing.
Yeah, 5.
Okay, 5 nominees. And then we got a worst movie and then most anticipated. So you got some of your favorites, some new ones, some that go with the decade. And we're going to be starting off with comic book movies. So are we doing 5 or 10? Because every other category we're doing 10, I believe, right?
I think we do 10 here.
Okay, we do 10 here. I got 10. Don't worry.
10.
I have 17.
Taylor, start us off. So how this goes is if you've not been here for Golden Geeks, we're going to throw out something. To get it backed on the board, we need 3. So 3 people need to agree. So Taylor and then 2 others would have to agree that it's even just, what do we call them? Contender. First we get the contenders, and then we do the nominees. So it's going to go down to 10. Obviously might be a bit easier this year for some of these categories because we're doing 10, but it's a wider year. So Taylor, start us off. If you think you're going to get backing, what's your best comic movie, whatever you want to put out there?
Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance,
That came out this decade?
2012.
It
baby.
did. I will not back that.
I can't back it.
I will
Sorry,
not
man.
back.
Look at these guys.
I would not back.
Fine. I got another one. I got to
I'm
back
sorry,
up.
man.
Dark Knight Rises.
I will back you for
I
now.
will
for
not
contender.
back that.
Wow, Kirkland.
I've never rewatched that movie. I've seen it
Wow.
once. I feel like I wasn't in the best mood when I
not a
watched
great
it,
movie.
so it doesn't sit with me.
Me and Taylor will remember that one. You're going to need us at some point. We're not going to back you.
Okay.
That's a bad movie. I don't know. What do you
Okay,
want me
I'm
to
just going to start it off because Taylor hit 2 strikeouts. I'm just going to throw out The Avengers 2012, one of the
Yeah,
biggest comic
I'll
movies
back.
of all time.
say? Back it, baby.
Back it like
Okay.
it. I was gonna say hot, but that's a different song.
Boom, we got one on the board.
Back it
Let's
up.
just follow in that vein of thought. Infinity War and Endgame, are those worthy?
Yep.
I think
For
Avengers
consideration
2
right now.
Avengers 2? No.
Age
No.
of Ultron is.
Nah.
But Infinity War and Endgame, everyone's good on those?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think you should also splice down Civil War on there too.
Yeah, I agree. Get the wars in there.
We'll throw
And the Thor Dark World.
That one's popping up in some category. I'm not going to tell you what.
Wow.
Spider-Man into the
Are we doing
Spider-Verse.
Civil War's on
That's
there?
what I'm doing.
Civil War's on there?
Civil War's on there. I agree.
Spider-Verse is a good
Spider-Verse
one.
on there.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Would you want to do Thor Ragnarok? Because I feel like that was such a good change of pace from.
I
Dark
wouldn't back it
World.
because I know we still have so many,
Yeah.
and I didn't even put it in the
I'd back it.
that year.
I'd back that one.
The 2017 ones. I didn't even do it that year, so I would not.
Okay.
It
how
didn't. Yeah, it
about,
didn't make my top 10.
What about Guardians of the Galaxy? And I say
Yep.
Guardians
I say
of
the
the Galaxy
original.
1
Yeah, I
the
say the
original
original,
because
yeah.
it was such a new take and you
Yeah.
didn't really know what we're gonna
I
get.
would allow both of them on there.
Ooh.
I don't know if
1 and 2.
I say
I would do.
I'd say you could do 2, but
I would do 2.
we have so many movies to go
So
through.
you said 2? He
No.
says 2?
I say 2.
I say you could do 2 if we want
I'd
to go that
say
route.
maybe just do.
You guys are
one.
both 1,
Yeah.
and I'm 1. So that one's
I'm
on
heavy
there.
on 1.
2? We
I'm
only
heavy
have
on
2
1.
votes for Guardians 2? Is that correct? Okay.
Don't look at me like that.
You
Coin
flip
flip?
the coin. Heads is
Flip at the
Guardians one.
coin.
We'll come back to it. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there are some situations that a coin flip will be needed because, as you can see, we are a 4-person cast lately. So
This is this is gonna be quite the savage list making.
I'm gonna throw up one that's come out this year. Joker.
I'll allow it.
Yas.
Yep.
Boom.
I will allow. What about the original Deadpool?
I'll allow it.
Mm-hmm.
I was leaning more Deadpool 1 to Deadpool 2 just because it's the first.
I thought you liked Deadpool 2 more, though.
I did like Deadpool 2
You're
more.
making some weird
I
takes.
think
Starting
both
at
of
Rise
them,
is your shit.
I think both of them deserve to be on this board. And we knock them
Yeah.
out later, but
Okay, let's do it.
see
Let's
what
fucking do it.
Sure. That's 3. What
I
else?
stand
do
by
we
it, though. I like
have?
Deadpool 2 more. Deadpool 1 is just the first time we get to see Ryan Reynolds in the suit.
Talking about X-Men, I'm going to shout out 2. I'm going to shout Logan, and I'm going to shout Days of Future Past.
I agree with
I have
both.
both of those on my list. I didn't consider Logan like an X-Men movie, though. I consider it like a standalone.
But it's a comic book movie.
Okay, yeah. You didn't say that.
How
You
about
said
Days
X-Men.
of Future Past? We putting that
Oh,
one
yeah.
on there?
That's on my
Put that
list.
I would like to also make a play for Wonder Woman and Black Panther.
I'll go yes on both for now.
I will go yes on both for now.
For
Say that-
contenders.
Say that one more time.
Wonder Woman and Black Panther.
Van de Vaman.
I think that's all the ones. That's literally all the ones I have. Like I know there's others, but those are the ones I have as my contenders.
What do I got on my list? This one you guys probably forgot about. Lego Batman for me. I love that movie.
I'll back it.
I'll back it.
Okay.
I will back. Not that you need my backing, but I will back. Nevertheless.
What else do I got on my list? Joker, Spider-Verse. I did write First Class here. Days of Future Past is definitely a better X-Men movie, but what do you guys think of First Class? Is that worthy of at least getting on the board?
I'll
love
put the
First
board.
Class.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah?
put it on the board. Yep.
So we got 10 this time. You don't gotta be as picky with 5, so
Right.
we have a bit more room to play. It's gonna be hard in some categories, but
That was all the ones I had on my list. I think,
BVS.
with the exception, not BVS. I would put Thor Ragnarok. I would put Guardians 2.
I backed. Well, right, they didn't back. Guardians.
So yeah, those are the two to me that I would bring up again: Thor Ragnarok and Guardians 2. So, any thoughts on including those or no?
Yeah, you could throw them on there.
You got to give me a definitive answer. Here.
I'm saying no for Ragnarok myself. I'm saying yes to Guardians 2. You two.
Guardians?
You're saying yes to
2?
both, Kirkland?
Sure.
Okay.
I was saying no to both, but yes to Guardians 1.
I'm so
What?
confused as to what you just
Oh my god. So
Guardians
Thor Ragnarok's up there. Guardians 2 is not.
I'm confused. I'm just gonna write them both.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Anything else to add to the list, boys?
That's my list.
No, I think that's a good
Uh,
crop of.
I would like to throw in Kick-Ass.
Okay, that's interesting. I've seen it, but it's been so long. I honestly don't have an opinion. So, sorry
That was
about that.
definitely at like the shrine of 2010.
Yeah,
It
it's a long time
was.
ago. What do you guys think about that one?
I won't support it. You didn't support me in
Oof.
Guardians 2.
Wow.
Oh God!
What do you support
These
in Savage?
alliances.
That
That's
happens
fair
in these
enough.
all the time.
I can't vote for it just because I'm not strong enough on it.
Oh
That's
gosh,
fair.
I don't want to vote for it either.
You don't want to vote for it either.
Okay, so that's our
I
list.
just don't
Solidified
remember
for
it that much.
contenders.
Yeah, so one more time. Avengers, the original Infinity War, Endgame, Captain America, Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy 1, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok, Into the Spider-Verse, Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2, Logan, X-Men, Days of Future Past, X-Men First Class, Joker, Wonder Woman, and Lego Batman.
So we have 17, so we got to knock out 7.
Okay.
I got 7.
So let's maybe let's do because we only got to knock out 7. Who's feeling the weakest? Like look at that board.
Yep.
What's the
Well,
one you'd want to get rid
I'm not
of?
sure how you guys are going to feel about this. But I don't really think Wonder Woman's that great of a movie. I think it's a fine movie, so I would cut Wonder Woman. That's my pick. And then I think First Class
I would
is just
cut
not
First
on the
Class.
same class as the rest of these. So I would cut that one.
Oh,
I'd
way.
be okay to cut First Class. I don't know. I think we should hang on to Wonder Woman because I just remember like us going to see that. Like that was the turning point for DC, in my opinion. Like that was when they landed a fantastic superhero movie in their ballpark, and it was a great movie.
And then
Yeah,
Justice
just
League
personally,
came
I
out.
just don't like the movie that much.
That's
so.
fair.
I liked it a lot.
So first, what do you guys think about First Class? First,
I would cut
This
First
is
Class.
cut. We cut
Ooh,
First
this
Class.
is
Days of
tough.
Future
So I gotta-
Past is just better in my
I
opinion.
know. I'm sorry, you can't see super well. I'll
No,
move
it's
back.
fine. This is a tough one. There's a lot of good. We got a good decade of comic movies.
Really?
This is definitely the
I know,
golden age.
That's why I think a solid top 10 is worthy.
Because honestly, none of these are like some other categories we've done in the past where it's like right away I'm like, oh, I'll cut this one's throat. Shit. I will back you on First Class because I feel
To cut it, you mean?
Yeah, to cut it. Yeah.
What about you?
Cut it.
Cut it. You need to cut it.
Maybe it's easier to block them. To be honest.
What do you think about Wonder Woman?
I'm still in the keep for now. I'm not saying it's a solid like those two are a great
Yeah.
movie, but I am.
We could look at some locks. Is there
I
any
want to do locks, yeah, because
Joker, I think, is a lock.
I would say, yeah, I think Joker's a lock.
Logan.
I think Logan and The
I
three
think
I'd throw
Logan's a lot.
Logan and Spider-Verse. Those are the three I think
Yeah.
are autos.
And I'd say the original Avengers. 'Cause that was
Not
just
not yet. I do agree with Logan, Spider-Verse, and
not
Joker.
yet.
though.
Interesting.
Not yet.
I'm in a tough situation where I'm almost a lock on all four of those Avengers, including Civil War, but I'm not. I'm ready to lock Joker and Logan and Spider-Verse. Those are the three I feel the most strong on this board.
I would lock the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wow, we're throwing out lots. Okay, Taylor, what would you lock?
Black Panther.
I
as
would
well.
lock Joker and
Okay, we have 2 on Joker. You're on
Yeah,
Joker.
I'm Joker. Yeah.
Joker.
Okay, Joker's a lock.
Lock it in, and multiverse, in my opinion, should be a lock.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
What?
I love multiverse, but seeing all the other
The
films
Prowler.
up there,
There's a lot of big movies.
I
on
know,
there.
I
Nick
do like
Cage,
the Prowler.
Man, Nick
I know, I
Cage.
like
Nick
Nick Cage.
Cage.
So, I mean,
Wow,
I can't.
believe
I
this.
can't-
It
It's
literally
not like-
looks like a comic book.
It's not like a write-in like lock up.
Wow,
for me. I'm not
okay.
saying no,
Wow,
but
that's
just when I see all the
And
other
then
films,
Logan's gonna be the same for you, right?
Yeah,
Because you're
'cause
not a
he
big
hates
Logan
X-Men,
guy.
yeah.
So that's
Wow.
He hates Hugh Jackman.
To me, I would not support this list if it didn't feature Logan. To me, that's like if I pick one out of all these, it might actually be Logan. Honestly,
Wow.
not that I think it's the best. I just think it deserves to be on there
Yeah.
so hard.
Well, is
So,
that-
but we have to come back to that one.
Are you not a lock on Logan, Kirkland?
I am.
Well, that's a 3-1.
So we're gonna lock
We'll
it.
lock it. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it not to make it.
I'm surprised on
Um,
Spider-Verse.
I would
Yeah.
lock Spider-Verse.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, if we have 3, we
Three,
can lock
yeah.
it.
Lock
Yeah,
it.
we lock it. This is the way it works. It's gonna turn on us all at some point.
I love democracy.
I wanna,
so we got
I
3
wanna
locked.
ask a question here. What do you guys think of Lego Batman? To me, that I would put that on there.
I
'cause
would
it's,
put
I'm a
that
little
on there.
it's something
hesitant.
different. It's a really fun movie.
fantastic.
It's I don't really like Batman, but I love that movie. So
I wouldn't vote for it yet.
okay, that's fair.
I would.
What about you?
Do you guys think
You
it's
don't know
cut?
yet?
Do you think it's cut worthy?
I don't think it's
No.
cut worthy.
No.
It's to
Not
me
cut-worthy.
in a little. It's a higher echelon than Wonder Woman. It's one of those that I think it could be in the top 10, but it's in that like bottom 2 that I'm worried about.
I see.
I go back to the one for me is Thor Ragnarok just because I feel it's a bit weaker. We've talked about some of the story points. I love Taika. I'm hoping Thor Love and Thunder is going to have some of my problems, but that's
Yeah.
the one for me.
I
But
think story-wise, it's a weaker movie. It's got some fun dialogue, but I'd be down to cut Ragnarok as well.
Mhm.
The other one I have on the chopping block is actually Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I know it dives in more of like Quill's backstory and stuff, but
Yep.
I don't know. Like the first Guardians of the Galaxy, like you're getting introduced to all these characters at once. I feel like they did that in such a good way. Whereas the second one, it mostly just focuses on Star-Lord.
as Iron Man says, why not both?
That's the thing for me. Like I
we
think
got 10.
are so unique.
Yeah.
Such strong movies. They got fun, weird ass characters, fun space adventure, great
Mhm.
soundtrack. To me, I'm a lock on Guardians 1 and 2. I think they're
Okay.
both super strong movies.
Yeah, I would.
They
I would have
might
to
be the
hold
best
on.
MCU movies, like the first and
Mhm.
second best MCU movies. So
Huh. Interesting.
I'm with Dylan on that.
I'd be willing to lock on like the first one.
okay.
Like, cause I like the first one. Like
Okay,
you said, you
so
get
lock
to
the
know
first.
the
do
characters.
you agree with that? The first one.
Oh yeah, I'm locking on that one.
Return to the second later on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
I want to shout Civil War as it is a former
Yeah.
2016 Golden Geeks winner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
I'd
love
back
that
that.
movie a lot.
Mhm.
It's probably it might be the MCU movie I've rewatched the most. I
Mhm.
really enjoy it. I think it's so much fun because it isn't about some like big world anything. It's just like big character pieces,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah.
having the sides pitted against each other is obviously really fun and really well done. Great moments for Tony, great moments for Cap, and other characters as well, but mostly them. So I would lock Civil War easily.
You're overselling me on this. I've already decided.
Okay, sorry.
Taylor?
Lock it in.
Yeah,
It's 3-1, but I just like to get the opinion. Let's let Taylor go first because he's been a little quiet over there. What next? What are you feeling
Sorry
for?
about the Ghost
Black
Rider.
Panther.
Ghost Rider we can have as an honorable mention.
What
So
are you?
honorable
You're gonna
mention
cut that?
No, I'm just saying.
Whoa.
I want to know your guys'
Wow!
opinion.
First cut of the day, Black Panther.
Okay, it was my.
He didn't even
pitch.
let Captain Marvel get on there.
It was my pitch. How do you guys feel about Black
Okay.
Panther? Because
Yeah, Black Panther's an interesting one. I think if we're talking about influence, I think it's possibly the most important movie on here. However, it's not one of my personal favorites, and I think when it comes down to it, there's other ones I'd put before it. I honestly don't know if this would be in my top 10, Black Panther, but you could definitely sell me on it because it is an important movie.
So we only have 5 more for the viewers, just so you know. So we got 5
We haven't
more.
even touched upon
That's
Infinity
crazy.
War or
the
Endgame yet.
Can we
the
cut-
elephant in
Just
the
may not
room,
get
the Avengers. Oh boy.
Can we cut
I
Ragnarok?
think Ragnarok was
Yeah, cut
chosen to be cut, right?
Okay, we'll cut Ragnarok. We're on the bubble for Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Let's talk about the original Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
The introduction of the character.
I think for me, I want one Deadpool. I think this is where it's going to be difficult.
I think
because-
one or the other, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the
Mm.
2 camp, but I
Yeah.
think Dylan and Taylor are in the 1 camp, and I think
Well,
you're in the 2 camp.
I'm a little on the fence because I did like Deadpool 2 more because it just was a little bit more serious and I don't know, just touched upon more emotional stuff. But
Uh-huh.
like
But there's something special about the first
the
one.
first one, just like
Mhm.
introduction of this character, everybody fucking fell in love with that movie like as soon as it came out, and I don't know, it's tough.
I'd vote for Deadpool 1.
Mhm.
Me too.
So me too there.
And then
Travis is in the Deadpool 2.
I think I would lean more into
Are we feeling confident that one of the Deadpools is going to be in the top
I
10?
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just because there's so much
Okay.
different, it's variety.
So let's figure that out because that'll help lock
Yeah.
one and also
One or
help
the two?
remove one because I don't think it's going to be both at this point.
I agree. I don't
Of course,
think-
it comes down to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go
Yeah.
Deadpool 2. We can coin flip it.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's let the fate decide.
All right. God, hate this fate.
Here you go. Your
Dylan,
luck's
you
gonna
call it.
turn
What do you
here,
want
Dylan.
Deadpool 1 to be? Heads or tails?
Tails. Deadpool 1 is tails.
Probability's sake, it might be heads.
It's tails.
Oh,
Deadpool 1
thank
is in.
God.
There you go. So Deadpool 2 is out. I think that's fair because I think we couldn't agree on both of them being
Yeah.
in. So now we're at 7. Oh, fudge. This is tough because we got 3 left.
Yeah. So once again, I'll bring it back to this. I'm a cut on Wonder Woman. Other than that, I'm playing
Oh,
ball.
God.
So that's my only I would cut this easily.
Oh, fudge.
Interesting.
And do you guys have any easy cuts for yourself? I know Taylor, you probably
X-Men.
cut on X-Men.
I'm still sticking on Guardians
Game
of the
of
Galaxy 2. I keep reading it as Game of Thrones, like GOT.
Well, I'm not gonna write the whole fucking.
I just
I
feel-
respect that.
Compared to everything else that we want to squeeze in there, I don't think there's room for another Guardians. I feel like it's the Deadpool 2
But
scenario.
that I don't agree with that because if Guardians 2 is just a better movie than all these movies, I'm not going to go, because there's one Guardians. Deadpool, we did that because we were 50-50
yeah, I feel
on
like
it, right?
Deadpool's down there in like the 9 to 10 range.
Yeah,
or
we were 50-50 on it. You guys liked half, we liked half. Guardians 2, but that's tough. I hate doing this. I would agree with Dylan for now. I'm on the Wonder Woman camp. I think Wonder Woman is a top 25 comic book movie all time, maybe 20, but unfortunately we're doing a top 10 right now. So I don't think it quite makes it for me because that back half is a little weak, but it hurts me to say that. But I think Wonder Woman would be
Yeah.
my next cut.
I think I would still push against that, just because it explains to the viewer who this character is, where she comes from, her powers and stuff, and at the end you kind of find out that she's a god. I didn't really know that until watching this movie. So
Taylor, where are you in the Wonder Woman camp?
I would keep Wonder Woman and pull X-Men Days of Future Past off.
I'm on a
first,
keep
'cause I-
Days of Future Past for now, I think.
for now.
Because I think it's just as good as some of those really good Avengers
And,
movies.
okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say for Days of Future Past, it kind of explains different versions of these mutants that we've seen in comic books.
Mhm.
I haven't read the comic books, but I just know the younger Storm stuff and just different interpretations of this character, and it's awesome getting those two sides in one movie.
You see Dylan put
If
number
you're
1.
watching the video,
He made this choice for us.
if you're watching the video, we're not ranking these 1 to 10.
Yeah.
We're doing this like Golden Geeks, where everyone anonymously is going to vote
Yeah.
on theirs later. So we're just picking 10 nominees. We're not picking the order. So I'm just writing these just to make it a little bit simpler for us.
And so this doesn't happen. The voters, it's going to be a broader one because of the decade. We're going to get everyone that's ever guessed it on the podcast vote. So Kyle and Liam are going to vote. Connor's going to vote. Emily's going to vote. Jessica's going to vote. Briggs is going to vote. So we have everybody that's kind of guessed it. Because the decade, it's easy. People have seen that. So there won't be any coin flipping for the winners. And if there is ever a tie, you fans get to decide
Oh, yeah,
that. So we have 3 left. So this is a tough thing for me because literally we have to include all 3 Avengers or we got to bump in Avengers. Or wait, sorry,
Well-
there's 4 left. I was wrong. My bad. Sorry.
Well, let's talk about the Avengers right now, because the Avengers, it was really hype having the first moment of these ensemble characters, but we also get that and more in Infinity War / Endgame. But I don't know if you want to put it on the fact that Avengers was the first.
I'm in a tough camp where I'm literally
You want all 3?
I'm
it's an
down for all
important
3.
movie.
I'm down for here. I think I'll show my cards because I love all these movies. My cards are the all 3 and then the Days of Future Past. I'm not gonna be mad if them get cut because they're great movies, but that's where I'm kind of going towards because I love all the Avengers. Even the Avengers, it does get bigger, but you get to see those 6 characters really establish their bond. You got Joss Whedon's down there. You get the feeling. You get Loki, who, yeah, of course Thanos is great, but everyone forgets how great Loki was in that movie. He was the big bad. So for me, though, I'm hard pressed to get rid of any of those Avengers. I think they're
Yeah.
all different.
How about this? I think I love this movie, but I think to simplify the board, I'd be okay getting rid of Lego Batman. Love the movie, but I don't think it's quite on the level. I'd rather see 4 or 5 of these movies
Yeah.
instead of it, which
Mhm.
is putting it so close.
I
It's
would agree with
very
that.
very close on the line.
And
but
then you.
what do you
yeah.
guys think of Lego Batman? Do you agree?
I honestly, I would want to see Lego Batman in the top 10 because
Okay.
I just think it's really
Something
really
different.
unique and
Kirklin?
special and different.
Animated
I would be
and
willing to get
tons
rid.
of crazy
I mean,
characters.
yeah, I'm voting for this one, but also just seeing what else is left, I would actually push on Wonder Woman to get removed.
Oh,
Okay.
Just seeing what else is on there.
So Lego Batman, I think we can safely remove.
yeah,
'Cause
I'm
me,
down to remove
Travis,
it.
and Kirklin are ready to get rid of it. and Wonder
Sorry,
Woman.
Taylor.
It's okay.
I'm good to get rid of Wonder Woman. Travis, you said you're maybe.
Yeah. No, I'm down now.
And then now Kirkland is maybe. Where do you feel on Wonder Woman?
You still like
you
it?
can remove it. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get rid of that. So now we're down to 6 movies left with 4 slots.
Well, I think this is easy. Everyone puts their 2 points on what then they eliminate, and then we can figure out from there.
Who we're eliminating?
Yeah, because we
Okay.
need 4 slots.
And
And
then
there's
if
6
that- yeah.
movies. So I'm Black Panther and Guardians of the Galaxy 2 to get rid of. Those are my 2.
To get rid of. You're voting to get rid of, right?
Yeah,
would-
it
I would
hurts me
agree.
because I like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 more than 1, but I agree that we had to, it was kind of one of those you only got to keep one.
I agree
and
with that. And Black Panther is one of my favorite movies.
Mhm.
But like,
Killmonger all the way.
yeah, it's tough though. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same vote.
So Taylor, I know one of your votes going on X-Men, right?
I would do X-Men and
You
Black
don't want
Panther.
Black Panther.
X-Men.
You don't
So
want Black. on there.
Panther's gone. So Dylan is.
Someone else doesn't matter what I vote.
Well, no, because you could put one on the Avengers, and then we'd be down to some talking
Get rid of
about
Black
those.
Panther.
He could also. Okay.
So you're okay. So let's say you got one more. So you could either fully get rid of Guardians, or you could
No,
tie
I
up
don't really have many
X-Men.
options
Yeah, he could
here.
vote
I can
X-Men and
either
do the
tie
coin
it,
flip.
go for a coin flip, or
I'm an irrelevant
or
vote.
that's it. That's the only thing I could do.
Or I guess just because you'd
Um,
tie it, but you'd fully get rid of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, so if I look at this list,
Ooh.
oh god.
So
it's
while
hard.
Dylan's thinking, on the board right now we have Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame, Days of Future Past, Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 has 2 votes against it. X-Men, Days of Future Past
Yeah.
has 1 vote.
I think where I could see the way I look at this, I think right now is I know there's like 3 Avengers that are in in debate here, but we already got a Guardians on there. I like them both pretty much equally, so like if there's just one, I think that's okay for me. So I think I'd be maybe down to take. Yeah, because I mean the way the voting comes out, either I'm tying on X-Men or that's it. Like that's the only option. It doesn't matter if I vote for one of these.
No, it doesn't.
So,
yeah.
It's basically like.
And
each-
I want to
yeah.
see. I do want to see Days of Future Past. I think my personal picks would probably be. I'd probably get rid of Avengers, but that's just not going to happen right now. So. I'll just kill Guardians and then we can move on. Yeah, is
Oh.
everyone happy with that?
Just like Peter's. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Taylor, you okay with X-Men over there?
I'm dying.
He's
Oh,
dying.
so good.
All right, there's our 10 nominees in no particular order. We have Captain America: Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, Logan, Joker, Into the Spider-Verse, Deadpool, the first, Avengers, like the first Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame, and X-Men: Days of Futures Past.
I think we should always call Deadpool the first from now on.
Deadpool the
Deadpool.
first.
Deadpool the
Past.
first.
It was written in stone.
Okay, and then so if we do the family, which we will, it's just going to take us some time. That's why you go over Facebook, because you can decide and help decide the winner. So Facebook,
That's,
that's where you want to
solid
go.
list of movies.
So yeah,
Ready to do a race?
And
Keep
let
the-
us
keep the
know.
numbers on
Yeah,
here, but you can
yeah.
kill everything.
Let us know. Did we get it wrong? Are you mad we got rid of Ghost Rider too quick?
That's gonna cause some serious disputes.
no
Yeah.
X-Men Dark Phoenix in the combo.
Oh man, it's definitely.
I'm
coming up
sure that's
somewhere.
popping up somewhere.
I think it might be. What category do we want to do now? Do we want to do best film because we're
I
going to talk
almost
about
feel
the
like
acting?
best film should be the
Last.
the
You want to do
finale.
it?
Let's
Okay.
do worst. Just to
Do worst.
You want to do worst?
might switch up the tempo. I don't know. You want to do actors, actresses? Start with the females.
Let's start with performances. Yeah.
Okay, let's go supporting and work up to
Supporting?
lead.
Supporting.
So we're doing actor, actress. You got it, Taylor.
Hmm?
You got this, Taylor.
Fuck me.
Taylor was misinformed on exactly what we're doing, so
I'm
he's
gonna whip out some fucking
To
beautiful.
be
Full
fair,
info.
it was
Some
pretty.
stuff out.
It was pretty tough for me to find supporting, just because like I wasn't too. I don't know. Like
it's tricky.
the borderline between like say there's 2 characters that are like have equal weight in the film.
Mm-hmm.
One's a female, one's a male. Are they both leading actors?
I do have,
I think
a,
so.
I
Or are
have
they
a few that are
supporting?
like, where are these gonna? Where do you guys put these? And
Yeah.
that, so
But
we'll
that
figure
always
out.
comes up. We always talk
Yeah.
about. Are we doing actor, actress first?
I thought we were
Actress.
doing supporting.
Oh,
all as
supporting.
one.
That's,
Supporting all in
oh,
one.
are we doing all as one?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what I thought.
then
Yeah.
that makes
What do
it
you guys
easier for
think?
me.
It made it a lot easier for me to make my list. 'Cause
Okay.
Are we doing that?
Yeah.
Just supporting. Okay.
Sure.
I'll start us off if you guys want.
With 2019, are we doing that too, or are we doing separate?
I think we do separate for 2019.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll-
start us off.
I'm going to start us off with the very start of the decade, 2010. I'm going to vote for Ellen Page as Ariadne in Inception.
I'll back it for now. I had her
I'll
as
back it.
I had her up there. Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
back it.
It's harder now because they're combined. When she was a top like 5, 6, now when you look at it, it's like oof. But I'll back it as a contender. Put it in there. See what's on the board.
Alrighty. Supporting.
I'm gonna go for the meme, but the obvious one I'm gonna throw Willem Dafoe for the Lighthouse supporting actor.
not
I
lead?
think it's a solid vote. It's quite the.
I
performance.
think Pattinson's the lead in that movie, right?
So?
Because
That's the way I see it too.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
I saw Defoe as the lead because he talks a lot more.
Taylor, were you on the lead or supporting for Dafoe? 'Cause we need to know this for 2019 as well.
I
You're
think
probably right.
The story definitely was following Robert Pattinson. I think
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe was
Okay.
definitely
Yeah,
the
Kirkland.
protagonist
Kirkland,
there.
it was
Starfish.
definitely following Robert Pattinson.
So do either of you back that as well?
Defoe?
Yeah.
Fuck
Willem
yeah.
Dafoe.
I back
Get him on there. The Wicker.
You're not fond of my lobster.
Alrighty, the supporting actor. Alicia Vikander, Ex Machina. She's supporting, right?
I had her. Yeah.
Or lead.
I haven't seen it.
One of my
I
favorites
hear
of
good
all
things
time.
about Ex Machina though, so I.
One of my
could-
Taylor,
favorites
have you
of all
seen
time.
Ex Machina?
I have not seen it.
Would it say on like our IMDb or for that movie?
No,
like,
it's
supporting?
always a
No.
debate.
Oh, fuck. I could pick someone else just
I-
to make it easier.
Well, I'm worried we're not going to get her in general, unfortunately, because it's just too unless we go to a coin flip. But we
She's
need
so
the back.
Wait,
fucking
so
good in
Taylor,
that
Taylor,
movie.
you
So
haven't
good.
seen this movie?
She's
so
so
it's-
good.
So you guys, so what do you think it is? Do you think she's leading or supporting?
I think she's supporting.
And
I
Travis,
had her in lead.
so that's
I would be down for either. I just want to see her on the list because I love her in that
that's
movie.
really tricky.
I would say bumper to lead because in
'Kay.
supporting she'll have a less chance with
'Kay.
us doing both.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
fine.
Supporting. Let's do. Oh yeah, never mind. For some reason, I thought this had to be like comic book theme or something.
No.
I'm gonna throw Margot Robbie, Suicide Squad. Is that
Yeah,
supporting?
I have her
had
in lead.
Lead. Okay.
Even though she's not necessarily leading that, I don't know. It's
She's
so
the
hard to
lead
say.
female.
That's
though.
two strikes. Two strikes.
Yeah,
It's tricky.
one more and you gotta leave.
Let's do Michael B. Jordan, Black Panther.
Yeah, sure. Killmonger, I back it.
Killmonger, I can back it. Yep.
I back that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Taylor, what do you got for supporting over there, sir? Oh, I guess you're on. Do you need time? If you
No,
need
I
time.
mean I got a few that I could pull out here.
Okay.
Hold it out.
I'm gonna say supporting. I'm gonna give it to Oscar Isaac,
4.
Poe Dameron.
Which movie?
Yeah, you gotta be specific.
I was gonna specifically say Rise of Skywalker. I feel like his character was much more developed.
I can't agree with that whatsoever.
Yeah, that was a bad play on your part to throw Rise of Skywalker.
I panicked.
I would not now that the lists are combined.
He's saying that if it was supporting 10 nominees of men, he would maybe do it.
Thank
So I'm
you.
a no.
Thank you
I'm-
for explaining because I was lost.
I was so lost too. Okay.
Dylan understands
it.
Travis speak.
I cannot agree with that. In fact, I'd probably put him for his role in Force Awakens above Rise of Skywalker, but I wouldn't do that one either, honestly.
I agree with
Okay.
Dylan.
How about Bill Hader as Richie from It Chapter 2?
Oh man,
'Cause I think he was.
I got
fantastic.
both the Richies on my list.
Okay.
Oh.
I got Finn and Bill, but
I would be down for Finn over Bill only because I don't like it. Chapter 2, I don't think it's a good movie. So
Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of his character in Chapter 2.
yeah,
saw it
I'd
Chapter
vote
2?
for Finn Wolfhard.
you saw it Chapter
I
2 as
did,
well?
yeah.
Wow, you've seen them both this year.
So
Impressive.
you
I
didn't even
know.
talk about it because it's that.
I
So
was
you-
trying to go under the rug.
You weren't a fan of Bill Hader in that.
No, not so much.
Wow, we're
it
getting
was
a bad preview for 2019. I'm getting really sad.
well, there's less competition for 1 year. So
That's true. I'm down for whatever version of Richie is going.
Oh,
If it's
okay.
both, if not, if it's one, that's fine with me. I would put them both through as a backing.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I haven't.
I'd vote Finn Wolfhard on that one.
Okay, Finn.
What do you guys
Oh,
think?
were you Finn?
I was Bill Hader.
Okay.
Oh fuck! So am I the decider?
Well,
No, you can
we
pick.
just need a third
both
for
of
Finn.
them.
So
On-
either one of you
Oh.
want to vote for Finn,
Yeah.
we could put him on.
Yeah. let's
Yeah,
do it.
because Bill's out. Okay,
do
Finn's in. Sorry, Bill. I tried. He's a good fan of mine.
Like-
he plays BB-8.
Oh yeah.
So here's one that maybe Taylor you can
That's
be
exactly
a little
how it's
happy
spelled.
about this. This is one that I feel he was robbed because we didn't get to do it that year, but it was the first year of podcast. I'm throwing Harrison Ford out for The Force Awakens. I think he's the best part of that movie. He comes to play. He's not sleepy Harrison Ford. I think he does a good job.
I would
see it.
support that.
I would
I could
support
see
it.
Yeah, young up and coming actor, Mr. Ford, Harrison Ford,
Bonsoir.
Monster Gandhi.
I can throw another one in there.
Do it.
I have a poor
it.
view of my thing. Okay, so I guess my one question for you guys is how do you feel about Tarantino stuff? Because if we were allowing Hateful Eight, I'd throw in Kurt Russell. If we're allowing Django, I'd throw in Christoph Waltz. How do you guys feel on those two?
I think I had both of them on my list. So
So you're in for it.
I'm in.
So Taylor and Travis, where do you guys feel on Django and Hateful Eight as being eligible? This is kind of a weird thing for the viewers, right? Normally for Golden Geeks we have like select categories. This year for Golden Geeks 2019 we've kind of opened that up a bit, but there is definitely a gray area of like what movies we're allowing and not allowing for these lists. I'm kind of in the boat where I'd allow everything, but I think everyone else is kind of just like I'd allow maybe some things but not other things.
I'm trying to.
So where do you guys feel on the
yeah.
Tarantino stuff?
Yeah, I guess.
Because those are two that I feel very strongly about. Actually, I had. Never mind.
Yeah.
Scratch that last. One.
I have it on my list, and I love Tarantino, and I feel like I don't know. It's we've done obviously a whole retro like on the
Yeah.
podcast, so I still feel like it should be on there.
I would support you for Waltz. I wouldn't support you for The Hangman. Because I feel like Kurt Russell is
Because
kind
movie-wise, do you mean, or because
kind of both. Django, I feel, is a bit more mainstream oriented, where Hateful Eight is very just play. It's very just slow, but also
Sure.
performance-wise, I feel like Russell's very just kind of Kurt Russell in that movie. Where
that's fair?
even though I don't know if Christoph Waltz is gonna make it to my the 10, because I would have him somewhere else if we obviously Inglourious Basterds. I imagine is gonna come. Oh no, it's not. That's 2008. Shit.
Oh shit!
Never mind. So maybe that changed my mind. I'd back Waltz as a contender,
Okay.
but not Hangman.
So we have 3 on Waltz, so we'll put them on the list. I'm sure you're a big fan of Django, right?
I love Waltz.
I love turtles.
Fucking creepy bastard over there. I love Waltz.
What about Brad Pitt? Once Upon a Time,
So that
The tricky thing is what category is he in?
supporting.
I think lead. They can say whatever they want at the Oscars about him going to supporting. I think he shares just as much as screen time as Leo. So I think that's a dual hander. To
Yeah,
me. They're both.
I
leads.
guess I see it because he's more like of a subdued kind of character, so
Yeah.
maybe that's why he feels like he falls more in supporting. But there's definitely a case for it. So I think
Mhm.
I'm kind of in between. Where do you feel? on it?
I definitely think that Leo is the lead in that film because comparing the two of them, I wouldn't see myself putting Brad Pitt ahead of Leo
Yeah.
just because I feel like the whole movie's kind of revolving around his career.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It
Jack
is, but
Dalton.
then like my spoilers, we take a detour and it revolves around Brad Pitt's like trip in L.A. for about an hour, right? Where
Yeah.
Leo's not to be sight with the Manson stuff, with the car breaking down,
right.
and then they intertwine at the end. So that's why it's tough for me to put him fully in support, even though it feels
Okay.
like a supporting role. It's just so like. It's kind of like that Defoe and Passon movie. I don't know. I guess you could make the case it is about Leo. No, Taylor, you're no help because you haven't seen it. So
I know.
great. Yeah, I don't know. I can go either way on
Is it
that
kind of
one.
come down to me then? Because I'm kind of in between. You think he's leading? I think he's
leading.
supporting. I would say I put him in supporting.
Oh wait, what did I say?
You were saying supporting.
said
Travis
supporting.
was saying
That's what I
lead.
meant to say.
I would put him in supporting.
Yeah.
So should we put him in there?
And then I do the controversial thing of not back you.
That's
oh,
kind
and
of
then
a
you
dick
can't
move.
even vote.
What?
Isn't it?
What? Well, no, but I wouldn't put Brad Pitt in the best supporting. I wouldn't put him there or actor. I don't think it's his best performance in like his career or whatnot. I think he's playing a really cool guy. I love him in that, but I wouldn't.
All right,
I
feel
wouldn't
you kind
back
of just
it.
wasted our time then.
What? Well, I forgot Taylor had not seen it,
Okay,
so that
well,
was my bad.
That's fine. We can move on. Maybe it'll come up later. Maybe it won't.
Mhm.
I'll throw one in there. I'll throw a little love to X-Men: Days of Future Past with Michael Fassbender as Magneto. I think he's. I mean, that was like I feel like since then I haven't seen a Michael Fassbender performance that I've been a fan of. But I think he's just such a dominant villain in that movie, and you also get some backstory on him too. But I think he's a pretty interesting guy. So.
Yeah.
I back it.
I back it.
Cool.
I'm gonna put Michael Fassbender from Alien Covenant just for Dylan. I'm joking. He's nowhere near my list.
How about this is one maybe you might like because it's one of the few movies that I have seen. Javier Bardem from Skyfall.
That's a tricky
Oh,
thing because
fuck yeah.
I've always been wondering where does a James Bond fall in a geek thing.
I would allow it, but I haven't seen the movie.
I would vote for that, let alone allow it.
It's tricky. It is
Yeah.
tricky. There's gonna be a lot of trickiness on this
It's
cast.
just like somebody peer pressuring you to
XX.
try different sexual
SX.
positions. You know it might feel good, but you don't know if Jesus agrees with it.
Yeah, shout out to
Um,
Jesus.
Yeah, shout out to Taylor and Jesus. That's tough.
You want to
We'll
think on
laugh.
it or?
Put him on there like he's fading away. So I like Sky like just put him on there. Put him on there
James
for now. It's
Bond.
just
I
a
don't feel so
contender.
good.
Put him on there for now. It's a contender.
What's the movie called?
Skyfall.
Skyfall.
Are we doing best villain?
No.
We aren't.
No villain.
Okay,
We
that's
aren't.
fine because I
That's
had,
I kind of put all my villains in supporting.
no,
except
that's
for one or
fine.
two.
That's good to know.
Okay, I have a question here for kind of two people from one movie that I think are both good, but it's going to be The Gift for Joel Edgerton and Jason Bateman. I think they're both fantastic in that movie. Would you put Joel Edgerton in supporting
Yes.
Yeah.
What is this film?
The Gift?
Never heard
You
of
haven't
it.
seen the
Oh,
recent-
wow. It just
Okay.
as a guy bumps into his old friend from high school that maybe he bullied.
some
And
stuff
Gordo.
unfolds.
Gordo the weirdo's maybe out for some
Gordo.
revenge.
So
I
would
can't
you
vote.
agree to put him in supporting?
He'd be
Yeah.
And what do you guys
supporting,
think of
yeah.
Jason Bateman? Because I think he plays a really good like obviously he's aligned with the character you're cheering for, but he's also kind of a shithead, and then like stuff comes up, and he's not a good guy. But I think
Yeah.
Jason Bateman plays that role really, really well.
I think I want to revisit him in Best Acting, though. I would put him in a Best Actor. That's where I was.
really you'd
thinking.
put him in the.
I think he
Huh.
and Rebecca Hall are kind of the lead of the film, and then Joel Edgerton
Huh.
sweeps
That's an
in and
interesting
out
thought.
of the thing.
Okay.
So that's my kind of thought. But
Hmm.
I'm not.
All right.
Where are you and Jason Bateman for in that movie? Is he lead or is he also a supporting?
Or would you even
I
nominate him?
felt like
Because I don't feel strongly. I can go either way, but that's just where I had
doesn't
him.
feel too strong, but I at least still felt like he was the lead because all these events were unfolding in his life and his story, right?
It's tough because I
And-
feel like Rebecca Hall's like the full-on lead. Like his wife is like she's the lead main character of it, and like those two are kind of side by side. So
yeah.
um,
Well, Joel Edgerton's on the board. I would vote for Jason Bateman here, but I can understand Travis's case.
yeah.
So
I'll leave it up to Taylor. Where would you put him, lead or supporting?
sounds like we're gonna have him on the noms.
I'd put
possibly.
him in lead.
Okay, lead. I'll write him
All right.
down for the future.
We'll
but,
put him down later.
um,
Anyone else
about,
have anything to shout out?
What about Brolin? Thanos.
I would have to agree
Ooh.
if we're not doing villain. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This people might argue he's the lead, but
So
In-
okay,
You're talking about Infinity War, right?
So yeah, don't
yeah, I
do
guess so,
Endgame
yeah.
yet.
because I was gonna say I'd even give it to him as Cable. So
I wouldn't
as
go that far.
supporting
Mm.
because I don't think he was a lead
Mm.
in Deadpool 2.
No, but I wouldn't give it to him at all.
Oh
No, I
really?
wouldn't. I
No.
wouldn't vote for
Not
him
in
for
a
Cable.
10 years worth.
I could see a Thanos vote.
That's
like-
the same thing. That's why I feel bad if
Infinity
people
War.
thought I was shitting on Brad Pitt. I wasn't. I just when it's a whole decade, I go where does it rank? Same thing with Cable. We nominate him that year, but in a decade, I go no, I can't do it. What do we got? How we got numbers wise right now?
Oh man, we're gonna have at least 10 more. I'm thinking.
Okay. So I voted yes for Bolin for Infinity War. That's where I am. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone else put their hands up.
What about? Oh, sorry. Go for
Wow. I was gonna say Anna de Armas for Blade Runner.
Yep.
Tell him right away. Yep. She could play a shoe and
I hard agree. I mean, I'm also in love with her.
Yeah.
But she's amazing. I think.
Dylan's future
I
ex-wife.
think I would describe her as.
she's single right now.
Is she? I'll have to send her. Message. I think she is the heart of that movie, right? Whereas you're kind of following Ryan Gosling and his character. I mean, naturally is not a very emotional kind of creature, but she like brings the heart into that movie, and I think she's all like that character is also responsible for some interesting thoughts. Like after the movie's kind of ended, like oh, I wonder if that was reality. Like what would I do in that kind of case? And then it's like a really emotional moment when
he loses her.
the thing gets smashed. So I don't know. I would definitely put her in there.
Sorry, there's gonna be spoilers for the past 10 years. Bite your tongue, people.
We'll try to not spoil too much, but like when I need to make a case for Anna de Armas, I'm gonna do it. So.
Kirkland, did you not see Blade Runner?
I've not seen Blade
Oh,
Runner.
that's heartbreaking.
Taylor,
I've seen Blade Runner.
I know.
I haven't
but
even
what
seen
do
the
you feel about
original.
Anna de Armas.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You-
What about Tom Hardy for Dark Knight?
I have him in my. I have him in my villains, so I would. I know this just comes down to Kirkland Patzer, and I think
Uh-oh.
you know
You don't want that.
that's up to you if Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I
gets
don't.
him.
I'm not a fan, so I wouldn't vote it.
I'm not gonna vote it.
I think there's
Oh,
like easily
He's getting
better.
back for the Brad
to me,
Pitt vote.
I think there's like easily better performances from Tom Hardy in this decade alone. Like at least two that I can think of off the top of my head. So I would not vote for it. For
That's a
Rise.
conversation for when we do our Nolan retrospective because we will revisit this topic because I disagree. I'm gonna throw out what the hell is his name? Bill Skarsgård, Pennywise for
Yep,
it
I
one
agree.
specifically
one, and I agree.
I'd vote.
because I have a lot of villains here. I got a few more.
What? This
Oh,
is
no.
kind
Uh-oh.
of I'm memeing a little bit. What about Dominic West from Tomb Raider?
Who the fuck is that?
The dad.
That's a meme. Like,
That was a big meme.
does he have the best wig of the decade?
Could we nominate
Yes,
his wig?
but-
Or, no. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
what's
say
his name?
no.
His
What
fuck-
about
Kirkland didn't even vote. He just know about. He moved right past that.
what about Leo in Django?
Yeah, I guess because he's
Yeah,
villain.
let's do
Yeah,
it.
if we included Waltz.
That epic performance
it.
at dinner, cutting his hand open. Still not healed to this day.
We talked about him in Avengers. I have him in villain. I'm gonna throw him out now. Is Tom Hiddleston in Avengers for Loki?
I'm actually not going to back that one. I think he's a fun character, but I don't think it's quite on the caliber of the stuff we have on the board right now.
depends on what Taylor votes.
Taylor,
Well,
maybe
my
switch it to the first Thor. No, I don't know because Dylan else doesn't like that movie. But are you not on the Loki bandwagon either for a supporting nom?
for the original.
Like I think if we
Avengers.
look at MCU alone, and we have a more iconic villain, right? I mean, maybe that's not the right way to look at it, but
Taylor, where do you stand?
I mean, I'm kind of like inclined to agree, but then I'm on the fence thinking like, oh god, like I kind of look at him not really as supporting. I kind of look at him as like a main character in Avengers.
He's not a lead in Avengers. I think he's.
Well, I don't know.
I think
Like
if you wanna
it
make that-
literally opens up with him and his journey and where it ends. So I feel like it was a movie based on his events and his journey from where he's come from in Thor.
I guess,
so-
but would you say Infinity War opens with like Thor and Hulk? Thor's the main character, but Hulk's not, right? So it's like Sam Jackson's also in there, and he's not a main character. But I get where's Kirkland Lake? Is Taylor's still like kicking tires in his head right now, trying to figure out?
I'm a little kicking tires as well.
Oh no.
like if
Stuff.
either one of you aren't confident on it, then like it's
I don't know where I'd stand on it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just say no.
Okay, there we go. Done.
How about I don't know if either of these movies are eligible in your guys' minds, but I'm voting for Jonah Hill or for either Wolf of Wall Street
Yeah.
or Moneyball. I think he's great in both those movies. I don't know if you guys want to allow those movies.
I would allow Wolf of Wall Street for sure.
Wolf of
'Cause
Wall
I
Street.
had him on my list as well, supporting actor.
Okay.
I wouldn't either. I think they're two. Moneyball for sure not, and Wolf of Wall Street. No, it doesn't strike me the same way as like a Django where it has like some
I just think it's like
fantastical elements.
very comedic
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
most part,
Yeah.
and like a
You're the same?
colorful.
I think I'm
Popular
kind of the
movie.
same. They definitely don't tickle me. So
Okay.
I don't know what that
Tickle
means.
you.
but-
Okay.
Keep
What
it in
about you
mind.
two? We've thrown out some.
I would. How do you guys feel about Kylo Ren, Adam Driver?
He's a lead. I
You put
have
him
him
as lead?
specifically lead for Last Jedi because we did lead in when we did the Golden Geeks that year, and I
Yeah.
feel like him.
I know, but I wasn't a fan of it then. I remember being on the
yeah,
opposite side
I
of
think
history
him
there.
and Daisy Ridley are the leads, and I have Daisy,
Daisy
Ridley,
Ridley
for a
for
different
sure.
movie, but I think they are the lead in Last Jedi. And
Different movie.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll get to it. Yeah.
The fucking Orient Express? Better not.
No. One of the
Good.
different Star Wars
Just kidding.
movies.
Yeah.
I have
I'm just
Adam
kidding.
Driver for yeah. That's all she's done, and Chaos Walking, which
Yeah.
gets delayed every year.
Chaos Walk.
Yeah, I have him in lead
Okay.
for Last Jedi.
How do you guys feel about that? Adam Driver's positioning as Kylo Ren.
Well, what movie?
Well,
Any
supporting
of
or
it, like,
leading.
where do you think he falls? Supporting or lead?
Well, Force Awakens, he's definitely not the lead,
Mhm.
so he would be the supporting in that
And that's
one.
where I was
but
going to
then,
vote for him, was Force Awakens.
okay,
actually.
yeah, for supporting, I would totally vote for that.
You'd support that.
Yeah.
Taylor, where do you feel?
I feel like I'm in the same boat. I would support it.
He feels.
So are we voting to have Adam Driver
I'm
on the list
surprised.
for
Well,
Kylo
I
Ren
guess
and Force
because I can
Awakens?
debate it. Why would you guys feel so strongly with Force Awakens over Last Jedi?
Well,
As we just with Rise of Skywalker, we said he's in the helmet so much, and
I
he's
think
in that
it's-
helmet for 75% of Force Awakens, where Last Jedi he's acting with Daisy Ridley.
Yeah.
Even if it's supporting for Last Jedi, that's fine for me. But at least for the
He
performance,
still gets a big moment like with Harrison Ford. And I think to me it's just like the quality of the movie. Like I like Last Jedi. He's my favorite part, but I think the movie's just kind of messy. And I think Rise of Skywalker is just such a bad script that I don't think I would. There's no world.
I
that
don't
I'd
have
vote
him
for
Rise
for that.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
No.
So I think that's where I see it as like I just like Force Awakens better as a movie, and therefore I like him more in that movie than any other ones. I guess.
I think the Ford moment's big. I just think he gets a lot to do with Daisy, and then he gets a lot to do with Mark Hamill as well in that last scene about I'm the last Jedi or whatever. So that's my case for that is like the less helmet, you got the more face acting, more emotional stuff too going on when he's
but
crying.
Are
and-
we talking about supporting? Because
Well,
I feel like his role changes throughout the movies. I feel like in the first movie he's easily supporting, and then in the Last Jedi you can
So
make
what,
the argument that
oh,
he's a
so
lead.
wait, you were thinking Force Awakens supporting, but then talking about him again in lead later on?
That's what
I
I
don't
was
know.
thinking.
I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't.
wow,
I didn't
okay.
have him on my list.
Well,
But
then
if
that,
you
well,
wanted to go that route,
I guess where I vote depends where you guys stand as far as when he comes later. Because
Yeah.
I definitely have him on lead for that, but
Yeah.
I'm fine with
I guess
supporting
here's
as
the thing.
well.
I'm not too passionate about this one, so I think I'll just drop it unless you guys want to fight for it. I'm actually fine not having him on there at all. So.
yeah, sure. Well, same.
Okay, fine. We'll revisit him.
Another villain in that same reign. Do I have that on here? I did write that one on here. I think I just cornered myself. Let's go a different direction. Patrick Stewart as Professor X in Logan. What do you guys
Yeah,
think of
I
that?
got that.
Yeah, let's
I'm
do
backing.
that.
Agree?
I'm back that big time.
Back that. Get on the floor. Back that.
How about Ian McKellen as Gandalf in the Hobbit?
In the Hobbits.
Yes.
Now you want to talk about the definition of bad movie and good performance.
Oh man, that's an easy no for me, dog. But like,
Well, then it doesn't
Really?
pass because I haven't seen the movies and I can't
thought
vote.
like he's still like brilliant as Gandalf, like
brilliant.
supporting wise.
That's a strong word. I just think the script is so bad. Like, it's such a strange. He just is such a weird journey, Gandalf, in those movies.
I'll say no just because I can't name you a a huge acting scene he has in the
I
Hobbits.
can't even think of one.
I think he's good in them all, but I don't think he is with all these actors up here. One I wanted to shout out that's late in the game, but is Alan Rickman as Snape, and then definitely Hollows.
I was actually gonna shout out Ralph Fiennes as Voldemort actually for that
Ooh.
too.
I
I
agree.
forgot
down
that was
for
this decade.
both
I
of
agree
them.
with Snape.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, do I want to agree with Voldemort? That's a hard pick. Also, when you guys were making your list, we're like, oh shit, those came out this decade. That's
I
kinda
can't
wild.
It blew
believe
my
that was this
mind,
Just
decade.
the last two, right?
Yeah, I was curious.
I agree with Snape, so that one we can put on the board. What do you think about Voldemort?
I'm definitely down for Snape, big time. Severus.
There you go.
Ceres.
Yeah, it's interesting because I haven't seen those movies in a very long time.
Yeah, those 2010 ones will get you.
It's trippy. It's trippy and tricky because I don't know. Voldemort definitely had big supporting role in those last two,
Big supporting energy.
like him against Harry. But I don't know. It's just not fresh enough in my mind for me
Fair
to
enough.
really put it on there.
I got Karen Gillan and Nebula for Endgame.
Fuck yeah. I 100% am down.
I feel like I don't know. To me, she's more like a lead. I feel like in that movie because there is
Okay.
a lot of development with her character.
Yeah, I can give you that.
So I don't.
I'll
know.
revisit then. The only other one I have, I didn't write down her name, was the girl that played Love in Blade Runner as well, because she's a good villain in there. I had her in villain,
I
but
can't remember the actress's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would vote for that one. I mean, I think you'll find me hard pressed to not vote for anything Blade Runner, but I would vote it. I think she is a very strong villain.
Taylor, where are you on that?
She's emotional.
I would
Multifaceted.
vote for it. It was a lot of emotions pouring out of that.
What's
so.
the actress's
I'm
name?
gonna find it out.
I've exhausted my list.
Yeah, this is my last one. Sylvia Hooks. Sylvia Hooks.
Hooks.
See, a hoax. It's a hoax.
What do you guys feel about Scarlett Johansson from Her?
I got her.
I was yeah.
That is a very difficult situation, so I'm gonna say no. I don't even
What's
want to think about it because
that?
I don't. This is what me worrying about the categories. That's a romantic movie, and she's also just a voice in it. If that's very difficult for me, but that's hard because it's one of my favorite movies of the decade and maybe of all time. But I will say no because it's. I don't know how we gauge the voice actress comparing with, and it's not animated voice. Like I guess it's the same as a animated, right? I'll still say no.
Haven't seen it. Sorry, bro.
Everyone go watch it. Great movie.
So I guess that one's on.
Joaquin.
Yeah.
I just had another one on the tip of my tongue. I doubt this one's going to be included because we didn't include it in last year's Golden Geeks. But Black Klansman, I would put Adam Driver in for that. How do you guys feel with that? Have you guys seen it?
Mm-hmm.
I would not for just the
I
crime
have not
sake.
seen it, so
Okay.
I will not
All right.
put input in
It's
anything.
not going to happen then. I think that's most of my supporting that I wanted to shout out. You guys have any other additions? to
No,
be made
my
here?
my contenders are all out. They've won. They've been defeated. They've walked away.
They walked away.
The other maybe addition would be like Joseph Gordon-Levitt for Inception,
16. We have
but
16.
I would more vote for Ellen Page if I'm picking one from Inception.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like he
So-
would get taken out
Yeah.
quite
he's
quickly.
a supporting
fine,
actor.
He's a supporting. He supports the support.
Yeah.
We have 16.
Any other
Yeah.
additions to the list here?
Um,
So these are just like
The
Geek
contenders.
Verse movies, right?
What?
Like our Geek Verse categories. We're not throwing in like any movies that's not it or like how are
What
we?
are you asking?
What is Kirklin saying?
You know how we
Tune
can't
back
throw
next
in Wolf of Wall Street
Yeah.
because that's not a geek film. That's what I'm asking.
Well, we all decide on the spot. Like
okay,
some
so
of the Django
what
movies
is The
made
Gift? A comic book movie or something?
That's a horror film.
It's a
about
thriller.
It's a stalker.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's just a gift movie. We're about
So
guy.
yeah, these I mean these are all just our supporting, right? And then we're gonna parse it down to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unordered,
Yeah.
and then yeah.
Taylor, you got
So
any more?
movie of any genre, like shout it out if you have them, and then we'll see if other people are gonna allow
I
them,
see
right?
what you're saying.
Rest now, forever hold your peace. We only get to do this.
I'm
decade
allowing
cast
everything,
once.
so it's kind of up to these guys, really.
I'm gonna throw out Marion Cotillard as Talia al Ghul from the Dark. Dark Knight
That was
Rises.
a
It's not like a
mouthful.
tongue twister.
I love Dark Knight Rises.
Because I think she's actually really
I would
fantastic.
support it in many ways. I ain't gonna support it there.
Really? Oh, I
No.
love her in that
No.
movie.
I would vote her more for Inception because she's so terrifying as
Yeah.
Maul,
I was going.
Darth Maul.
Yeah, I'm not gonna support that. I was gonna say Haley Steinfeld from True Grit. That came out this
Oh,
decade.
I have not seen that.
Okay, no votes.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's not gonna get any traction. I'm not even gonna say it.
What is it? What is it?
Anne Hathaway from Les Miserables.
No, I ain't going to Anne Hathaway.
Mr. Field, got anything else?
Actually, probably
Check us out on Geek.
Emilia Clarke from Solo. I think she was fantastic. in
Oh
that
my
movie.
god. I mean, I think it's a good role, but
From what?
does it stand up with anything here? No, I don't think so.
What was that movie?
What?
What was the movie she was in?
What movie?
That Emilia Clarke was in.
I didn't say any movie.
Oh, okay. We can move on then.
Are we good with our
I think so.
our parsable list?
I've been good for 10 minutes.
All right, good to know, cool guy. All right, let's start trimming this down. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
We have 16,
12,
right?
13, 14, 15, 16. So we have 16. We need to cut 6 or we need to bold 10. Either way you look at it, it's all the same.
I think Josh Brolin should go in for Thanos.
Ooh.
Go in?
I'm gonna solid lock
Like
in.
you're going to dust him away or you're going to vote him in?
You should go in, not out. I'm gonna lock him in.
Sucks.
I can't be confident on that one. I
Okay.
would say right off the top for me, I know we just added her last, but I'm looking at Sylvia Hoeks, Blade Runner. I'm also looking at Finn Wolfhard for It. Off the top of my head, those are the two that scream to me that could be some cuts.
Oh, cuts wise. Okay.
Cuts.
Well, I haven't seen Blade Runner, so I'm down to cut.
I'm not opposed to either of those.
Taylor, how do you feel about Blade Runner
I could be on board with that.
cutting in this one?
Cutting them, yeah.
And how do you guys feel about It?
I'm okay with cutting Finn
Wolfhard.
Wolfhard.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm down for cutting it. It's a little too easy
Let 'em
to
go.
just do mom jokes.
Whoa. I'm going to disagree with that one, but
Okay.
I'm still down
It's
to
hard to
cut 'em.
land a good mom joke.
I think it is, yeah.
We'll see.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
I know I threw him up there. I just want to get him as a contender, but I would take out Alan Rickman just because he has a little screen time in Harry Potter. But that's my initial one. The rest I'm really tough on, to be honest.
Yeah, that one's a bit tricky for me because I haven't watched it in quite some time, so it's hard for me to remember, like, this is what he did in this movie. I can just
Yeah.
remember the scene where he's crying in the boathouse thing. It's kind of the scene that pops
Yeah.
up to me.
I was gonna say like the significance of him in that role. I feel like it's like a build up from all the other movies of him being like an asshole, and then you find out that he's been like protecting him. Spoilers. So I feel like I wouldn't be able to vote for that just for one movie performance.
Yeah. I thought it was worth a shout out.
Okay.
'cause he's Snape.
I got you.
The other one I'm going to bring up right now is the one movie I haven't seen here is Skyfall with Javier Bardem. So where do you guys feel on that one?
I feel pretty good about that.
Okay.
I mean, out of the
Yeah.
few James Bond movies I have seen, Skyfall, he was definitely a big selling point, like watching it wise. Like, as a supporting character, I really liked him in that role.
I don't like this.
Travis is unhappy.
Yeah, I don't know who to go next because we got to get rid of 3 more.
Well, how do you two feel on Skyfall? Because
I-
as the unknown variable for me, I just want to know where you guys stand.
I want to
with it.
keep him on there.
Okay.
It's tough because
But not quite a lock yet? You just
Not quite a
leave
lock
him on the
yet.
board?
Not quite a cut.
Okay, so
He's
it
in
sounds like
limbo
we're just
right
leaving
now.
him for now. I think for me, we could start with some locks. To me, Leo as as Calvin Kennedy in Django
Oh,
is a lock for sure.
So fucking good. You've seen Django, right?
I own the steel case.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
No thoughts on that? Okay.
I
all
would
right.
back it. I would
Cole,
back
tough crowd.
I'm trying to figure out more just the 3 that I feel the least on right now because I know which ones I feel strongly about,
I'd
but then
say-
I just got to figure out who do I feel stronger about that one. I was looking at that one just based on the performances that are left. I think she does a lot of good emotional stuff and exposition. We're talking about Ellen Page and Inception, but I don't think
Yeah.
it's on par with many of these
Yeah,
performances.
see, I think she pairs so well alongside Leo, where you just get like some fun scenes where they're doing like the architecture stuff, but then she's like such an emotional moment of that movie where she kind of brings it all to light, what's happening, and helps
Yeah.
him through it, and then has some big moment at the end where she kind of is making that decision, with the limbo and whatnot.
Spoilers.
With the limbo. So
Yeah.
I definitely want to keep that one on there. I'm also feeling a lot of sausages on this list, so I'd like to see some ladies make it in.
I don't know how I feel about Joel Egerton. Like, it is great, but compared to all these other characters,
Ooh,
I
that's a
don't
tough
know.
one.
Yeah, it's tricky because he also directed it, so it's like if you look at the whole movie from his perspective, it's like, yeah, good job, man. But then
Yeah, Joel Edgerton, and honestly, the other one that might be a little controversial in the room looking at is Christoph Waltz for Django, because I love him
Yeah.
in that, but he's playing a good guy, Hans Landa voice, in my opinion. I'm not a fan that he won that Oscar over Leo. To me, the two that I'm feeling the most on, so Ellen Page, we're kind of 50-50, is a Christoph or a Joel Edgerton. I love Joel Edgerton, but he doesn't have to do the same range as, let's say, Fassbender in Skyfall or Killmonger in Black Panther. He's good at being really creepy, but he's also has a little lack of screen time for me as well, which you gotta. It might sound unfair, but you just have to. If you have screen time, it has to be powerful. And again, this is like the best of the best for us this decade.
Is.
But
do you guys want to do the number? Like, we only have 3 to cut, so we could all just vote on 3 and then see where they go, or do you want to?
I feel like we need to. Well, we should
gotta
point out
one
which ones
more,
we want to
right?
lock, right? Because if we do the voting number thing, I mean, there's a lot to kind of organize through still. I think.
Well,
I could see Magneto getting cut. Just because there's a lot going on in that movie, and it's not just him; it's
I
other
don't know
people
if
as
I
well.
wanna cut him,
I think I would
though.
disagree.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
You,
was
the X-Men.
No, Michael
hater?
Fassbender, Magneto. He's one of my favorite parts.
He
of the
is
X-Men,
that was the
though.
house he built. That prequel series. It's because so you're Joel Edgerton, I'm Joel Edgerton. Is anybody else? Dylan, were you on that? Because we could cut him, and then we'd be down to cutting 2 more.
I wouldn't want to yet.
Okay.
I'm not for that.
Taylor,
man,
where do
this is
you weigh
tricky.
in on the Christoph and Ellen Page scenarios? Because those were the other 2 thrown out.
The way I'm kind of seeing this is like I do love Christoph Waltz, but I would see probably Ellen Page, Christoph, and Joel Edgerton is what I've been kind of building to.
Those are your 3 bottom
Yeah.
as of right now. Okay. Kirklin, what about you?
I would take I would agree with Christoph and Ellen, and then I have no meat in the game on Joel Edgerton because I haven't seen it.
Right. No me in the game.
Meat in the game.
Yeah, what am I looking at? So, I mean, one, I have an unknown variable with Skyfall. What would I cut? I don't know. I feel like I could make cases for a lot of people, as weird as that sounds. Like, I could see myself cutting the Fassbender. I could see myself cutting Harrison Ford in Force Awakens. Oh, man. I could even cut Willem Dafoe for Lighthouse because I just don't think it's the best movie. Yeah, I guess that's kind of my not so helpful thoughts, but
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's like a 4th. Because I'm trying to weigh Bill Skarsgård in my mind because I love him as Pennywise. But I'm just trying to think again. Is it like
Yeah.
is it the Joel Edgerton thing?
Because he was just too good in that movie as
You
like
couldn't back
supporting. I
that?
couldn't back it. He was just phenomenal
Fudge.
as Pennywise.
Okay.
he is, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do some locks? Do you want to do like? Is there any guaranteed locks, and then we could just do the number
Yeah.
thing, the check marks?
Let's do that.
So we'll see if there's any that are immune from that, and then we can.
I think Josh Brolin is a definite lock because we haven't even hinted at him.
I was gonna say him and Patrick Stewart for Logan. We haven't even
Yeah.
talked
And
about
Leo,
enough.
we mentioned.
Yeah, Leo too. He's
So lock
he's
those
good.
three?
And what about Michael B. Jordan for a lock?
We haven't talked about him, so I feel like that's lock worthy because I feel like we haven't eyeballed him as bad. He was really good in that movie.
He's not a
He was
lock for me, but
fantastic.
if he's a lock for you 3, that's fine.
Yeah, he's a lock for me.
He's a lock for me.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Former Golden Geeks winner already, so he could make it too. But yeah, I think he brings. He's the crux of that movie. If he doesn't work. Yeah.
The Kirk. The Turtle Dove.
Turtle dove.
Turtle doves. Yeah, I could keep Ellen Page because Dill made some good points about that.
Yeah.
I would then replace her for my. I know we're doing locks, but I think the ones I'm looking at are mostly locks. My 3 are still Jordan, Christoph, and then I'm still on the bandwagon. Get rid of Bill over Page.
Who is keeping Christoph at this point?
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
keeping
know.
him for sure.
You're keeping him for sure?
Yeah, it's a
'Kay.
great performance.
Yeah.
Kirkland, would you rather Bill or Ellen Page?
Would I rather Bill or Ellen
Yeah, it's
Page?
Pennywise from It.
The
'Cause
tops.
I'm
the
in the
top two.
camp Bill, and Travis is camp.
I'm
or
Camp
no,
Page now. Yeah.
yeah, you want to keep.
Dill made
Page
some
and
good
keep
points, so
Bill.
I'm on the bandwagon.
I'm pretty on the
now.
fence still at this point because he is a terrifying clown and he did the role really well. But I don't know. Dylan definitely sold me on some of the stuff that Ellen Page did in Inception, like the emotional stuff as well as just being a good sidekick to Leo.
Dylan, where are you on Bill? Because you haven't mentioned Bill.
I could cut Bill.
Yeah.
I
Is
can
it
see
just
it.
because
Yep.
he's just a villain? just
Well, because
just like the look of him? Or?
It's tough.
I think it's just one of those. I don't know if you look at like how integral. Like obviously he's integral to the story, but it is a kind of a one-dimensional character you
Yeah.
could say. Whereas you look at like a Fassbender or a Josh Brolin, where they're. I mean, maybe they are like mostly just kind of evil dudes, but they have like some dimension to them. Whereas Pennywise is a very just like a primal evil
Yeah.
character, and there's not much to it.
I
So
see,
he does some great stuff, but I also feel a lot of that is just like some CGI around it, whereas it's not just him.
right.
You know, like the scene where he pops through the projector screen. Like
Mhm.
that's not really Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
it's like just this cool like cinematic thing. So
Right. Yeah,
so I could cut
there's
him
some
from
good
that
points.
perspective.
Because he definitely portrayed the character very well, but you can only do so much, like acting wise, as just a
Yeah.
villain, as a being.
Yeah, I think he is great, but
I'm down for
I
the
just think
cut
I
then.
mean we're looking at the top 10 supporting roles of the decade, right? It's like that's
Yeah.
a hard list.
No, for sure.
of
And then
strong contenders. I think if the second one landed, I would be like, oh man, we need to have Skarsgård.
Yeah.
But since the second one did not land, makes it easier to cut that one.
and
And
Taylor,
have a clean conscience.
not necessarily. So just okay, just taking a break from him.
3 cuts on that? Do you all agree?
I think we're just
I think
cut it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor will come back a
I'll
little
cut it.
sad from the washroom,
Yeah, you
but
won't even notice.
So
I wanted
now
to
we-
ask you guys about Blade Runner because I haven't seen it. Are you
Uh-huh.
guys like feel like this is a lock?
she's a lock for me.
Oh, okay.
I think
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
'Kay.
So what do we now? We now have
we could wait
We
for
have
Taylor
12,
to get
right?
back. Yeah, we could do the 2 votes.
5, 10, 12. Yeah, we have 12, so we could all just do our 2 votes.
So put my votes. I'm on the voting for Christoph, and I'm on the vote for Joel Edgerton for the cutting of the best supporting of the decade Geek First podcast.
God, I was pretty sure I was willing to cut.
You left the room and now.
I was pretty like confident in just cutting Kristoff, but just thinking back as to like some of the emotional stuff that happens in that film, I don't know. I'm a little hesitant.
Then who do you cut in place of that?
Exactly. It's tough because I can't vote for that guy because I haven't seen the movie. So
Taylor, we're doing the put your 2 cuts on the last because we gotta get rid of 2 more. Then we're at 10.
So, so I'm putting my ticks on things I want cut.
Yeah.
2 ticks.
I did Joel and Christoph. Kirkland's kind of all over the place right now, and then Dylan hasn't gone, and then you.
I haven't gone. Also, these stars are safe. I should mention that.
Yeah.
but-
fuck.
Check us out on
Check us out.
there's too many
on
options.
all the
everywhere.
feeds.
Just search Google.
Where am I
man.
looking? So, I mean, I'm not going to cut Javier just because I haven't seen the movie. I don't really want to use my vote on it, I guess. I would say I'm more against, and I think I'm probably going to be the only one here. I'd probably put mine on Harrison Ford, Force Awakens. And then Fassbender for Magneto. That's kind of where my votes are going. I'm going to write them down.
Taylor, where are you going? Where's the seas taking you? Where's the light taking you?
It's not taking
Follow
him to
the
Willem
light.
Dafoe.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe's safe looking like.
Oh yeah. He's too good. He's got
He's
his
so
lobster.
good in that film. Okay, well, I'm just gonna do my votes. Fuck, this is so hard,
Kirkland
man.
and Taylor cannot decide.
Kirkland, if you go first, then you don't have to be the tiebreaker like
That's
you
true.
have been. Unless you like that power and you
Yeah.
just...
Well, I'm hoping that Taylor will just pick Joel Edgerton to get him out because I can't vote for him anyways.
Well,
and then it
either one
would-
of you can go. I
make-
mean,
Yeah.
any
I'll
day
put
now,
one
please.
down on Joel Edgerton.
So Joel's gone.
Thank you.
So Joel's gone. So now we got to get rid of one more. Good job, Joel. You directed a great movie. Everyone check out Boy Erased as well. Phenomenal, underrated movie. No one watched last year. Nobody.
So we just have to get rid of one more.
One more.
Holy schnitzel.
But we won't. Me and Dylan won't change our votes until we'd have to. Like if there's some other ties or something.
I mean,
like
my
that,
votes
but-
are still in play. So.
Yeah. Taylor, who was you? Did Joel? You didn't.
I'm gonna
your
vote for
second
Harrison Ford.
one. Wow.
You get one more vote. You both get one
Taylor,
more
if you want to keep Harrison, you know what you need to do.
That actually like hurts my soul, Kirkland. Oh my god.
So then save one of these.
That's what you got to
Well,
do.
I was contemplating like I wanted to wait for you because I wasn't sure what you're gonna do. I was gonna vote for someone else, but now
Don't
that
do
you
that.
dropped that, it's forcing my hand to
Yeah,
it
drop
is.
it on.
You both have
Christoph
one vote
Waltz.
left, so...
Christoph Waltz.
Yep. Okay.
Kirkland's final vote.
I'm gonna do.
You could take out Waltz, you
Make
could
it a
tie it
three-way
on
tie.
Fassbender, or that's pretty much it. Those are your votes.
Fuck.
You're either taking out Waltz or you're putting Fassbender in the
The
three-headed
three-
coin flip.
Yeah.
I'll just put my vote on Ellen Page then.
Just
Wow.
a
just
nothing
sees
vote.
it. Okay, so we're gonna go to a tie-breaking coin flip.
your vote on Ellen Page?
Why are you gonna change your vote?
No, 'cause here's the
Now
thing.
we're
Don't
going-
change
I
your vote
wanted-
because then Ford is gone. You can't do that. Remember, you got to keep your votes locked. You picked Joel, so he's gone.
but hear me out. If he puts his vote on like Ellen Page, that's where I want to put my vote, and then it would be 2 and 2, right, with Harrison Ford. Because originally I was
guess
wanting,
so,
I
yeah.
wanted to go to Ellen Page, but then when he forced my hand on Harrison Ford, I was like, well, I like Christoph Waltz more than Ellen Page's.
Okay, that's
Doesn't that
fair.
sense?
Talking
That's
to
fair.
the mic, my friend.
That's what I called him.
So now this throws me into a loop.
So you're trying to make it a Ellen Page versus Harrison
Harrison.
Ford instead of a Christoph versus Harrison Ford.
I'd rather that, yeah.
So Ford's on the lifeline. And
Are you voting for Ellen Page? Is that like a lock-in vote or?
Yeah.
That's gonna change what he's doing.
Yeah, because yeah,
Okay, then can you? Am I
these
allowed
two
to
are
bump mine?
more
What's that?
memorable for me.
Am I allowed to bump mine from Christoph Waltz to Ellen Page?
It's all kind of the same. So
Yeah. the
Okay.
movie so Harrison Ford and Ellen Page are on the bubble. Harrison Ford is getting the heads. She's getting the tails. I'm gonna flip it, and we're gonna catch it. I'm gonna flip it again.
I'm calling. It's gonna be tails. Oh fuck.
It's heads. Harrison Ford makes it in. Boom.
I think that should mean he gets knocked out.
Well,
Because we're talking about who's getting cut.
No.
We're talking
I
about
don't
who's getting
think
cut.
so at all.
Oh, come on.
I don't think so.
That's
at all.
bullshit.
I don't
You're going to
think
cut
so.
Ellen
This
Page
whole-
off of a faulty
no,
coin
this
What have
flip?
we
whole
done?
time
Yeah,
when
we've
it's
done the
landed
whole
on it, that's been
time.
the
that-
person
yeah,
No,
that's
that's
true. We did the
bullshit.
games and
No.
that. So Ellen Page is gone. Harrison Ford makes it in.
None of these fucking votes go my way.
You just got the last coin flip. You just got the last coin flip. Okay.
Fuck Harrison Ford.
Whoa.
All right, here's our 10 votes for supporting performances of the decade. We have Willem Dafoe for whatever the fuck his character's name is in Lighthouse. We have Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger in Black Panther. We have Harrison Ford as Honifer Stololius in Force Awakens. We have Christoph Waltz as Dr. King Schultz in Django Unchained. We have Michael Fassbender as Magneto in Days of Future Past. We have Javier Bardem as character name, anyone?
Javier Bardem.
Silvio
Silva.
Silva in Skyfall. We have Josh Brolin as Thanosius in Infinity War. We have Anna de Armas as Joy in Blade Runner. We have Patrick Stewart as Professor X in Logan. And we have Leonardo da Vinci as Calvin Candy in Django Unchained.
Yango.
Django.
I got them all written down. Let's do Best Actress now.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
Get the acting categories out of the way.
Taking your sweet time there, huh?
Fuck off.
No, I like it. So this is going to be another savage round of cutting people and adding people, and hopefully not. Fuck the coin flips.
Ana de Armas.
I'll start off by throwing out the good old Toni Collette from Hereditary. She won a
Fuck
Golden Geek
yeah.
I
last
agree.
year.
She
You
was
know,
my number one on this list.
Yeah, boom, done. That's it.
Lock it
Don't
in.
even
Yeah,
give it
lock it
anyone
in.
else.
I'm gonna throw down
Oh no.
Haley Steinfeld from Bumblebee.
Yeah, I'll
vote.
back it.
I'll vote.
We're into our podcast gear that the fans
box
have
is caught
provided
on my
us.
cord.
Whose box?
Your box is on my cord. Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld.
Hailee.
I think there's 2 L's.
2 L's.
No, I'm wrong. You're
It's
right.
fine. It's fine. We understand.
Boom blah blah blah. I'm gonna do Alicia Vikander.
4.
Ex
Tomb
Machina.
Raider.
Machina.
Oh.
I guess, but we're in that position where I don't know if anyone backs us.
Oh right. Okay.
Yep.
I'll do Margot Robbie then. Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I'll back you. Taylor, Dylan's
Margot.
back.
I
Okay.
agree. 100%.
Margot.
If
God.
Dylan writes down, I'll say that Dylan backed just for
Yeah.
people to know.
Harley Quinn. I don't want to write Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Harley Quinn standalone film.
She's gonna get it again next
Harley
year.
Quinn and Friends.
She has
This
a
should
good
have been
chance
called.
next year.
Yeah.
I'll throw one in there. Okay, so you guys haven't seen Midsommar yet, have you? Because to me,
No.
Florence Pugh, I'm going to say that's how you pronounce her last name, is an easy lock. But you guys haven't seen it, have you?
If you back Alicia, Kirklin can back Florence.
Yeah, there you go. I'll
We're
do
going to
that.
make a little trade there?
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
it.
sweet.
Boom, done.
Trades.
Just like every award show, folks, it's all rigged.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
all a mess. You guarantee you in the Oscars they're coin flipping. You know the votes are tied. What do? Get that coin.
That golden coin.
Yeah. Where was I? I'm gonna throw this out, and this is probably gonna crush me because I want to just temperature the room. But is Charlize Theron for Mad Max?
I still haven't seen that movie.
Yeah, Taylor, you haven't seen
Yeah.
that movie?
I saw it probably in 2015.
Yeah, it's not gonna make any of these awards. God damn it.
I heard
So
she's great in it.
That one's... Yeah, I have seen that movie once again. It has been a few years.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like her and Tom Hardy in that movie, don't... I feel like there's not a lot of dialogue from my memory, which is fine. But, yeah, it just doesn't stand as strong, unfortunately, for me.
Fair enough.
You could make a case for it, but you'd have to make a case because I don't recall.
I don't think I can make it. I could, but I don't.
I
know
think
if
you should
it'll
go
be-
for it.
I don't think so because I think she's just gonna get cut right away.
All right,
I don't know if it's worth the time.
that's fair.
The
Um,
movie, maybe.
So I don't know if this is going to be a loud movie, but I think it is. It's kind of like a thriller. But I'd recommend Rosamund Pike as in Gone Girl. I
Yes,
forget what
she
the
was on my
character's
list.
name is.
She was on my
Yeah,
list. Yeah.
Amy.
Amy.
I think
Amy.
it is. But yeah, that's a horror thriller. It's a thriller.
Cool. I'm gonna throw out. Let's see if I pronounce it right. Lupita Nyong'o
Lupita Nyong'o?
from Us.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big battle. That's why we're not gonna reveal the winners of this because Florence Pugh and Lupita are in the same category. Pretty close. It's a Y instead of an I.
And there's a little asterisk at the end of the G going
Yeah.
into the O.
And then there's a smiley face with the wink. That too.
Yeah.
That's in
A couple wingdings in there.
I do not take responsibility.
So here, this is where it might be controversial, and we'll see if I can get Dylan on board. I have Daisy Ridley for Rise of Skywalker because the movie is maybe not the greatest, but I think we saw in the review that's her best acting performance. She has to do a lot of emotional stuff. She's kick-ass. She's funny. I think that's the best. In Last Jedi, I didn't nominate her. I do regret that when we did it, but still I feel like Adam Driver's powering a lot of those scenes. Force Awakens, she's doing a lot of doe-eyed. Like, she's really charismatic, but a lot just on the move.
Yep.
I think this was her best emotional stuff, despite maybe being a flawed movie.
I had it on my list, so yes, I'm
For
gonna
Rise
back
of
it.
Skywalker?
Yep, Rise of
I'll agree
Skywalker.
with it.
A lot of good emotional scenes in there. What you think she kills
Go,
Chewie?
Ridley, go. Hashtag Raylo. Check out our Rise of Skywalker review. Second
I almost said a
episode of all
spoiler,
time.
and then I forgot that the movie came out pretty quick.
Oh yeah, Raylo baby. What's up, Taylor? Who's your lead actress
Rosin.
of the decade?
I know it's
Lead
Taraz.
of the decade.
So fuck it, I
Yeah.
don't
Who
care.
you got? Lead actress decade. Megan Fox or what?
Megan Fox.
For Teenage 2-Year-Olds or
Shout out to
Transformers?
Fox.
Actually, you know what I will put out? Samara Weaving from Ready or Not.
Haven't seen it.
Never heard of
She
it.
was
Haven't seen
absolutely
it.
fantastic in that movie.
But she's gonna be a big star.
Have you seen it and you
Nope.
agree?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
agree
So
she's
none
good.
of us have seen
No,
it.
I'm sorry,
Sorry,
Taylor.
Taylor.
Shit.
Can't help you there.
It's a decade. There's lots of
Um,
movies.
We talked about this one earlier, but Rebecca Hall in The Gift.
Yeah, I agree.
You
Do
guys
it.
I can't
should
vote.
answer with
Taylor,
words.
Taylor, you gotta
vote,
say yes
so-
for the viewers.
I would also throw in Karen Gillan as Nebula.
In Endgame,
Yeah.
specifically. Yeah, I'll back you on that one.
Specifically
I'll vote that.
in Endgame.
That's good to know because I had her somewhere else maybe for 2018, so it's good to know what we're playing with. Dylan, how come? I guess we'll get to it later. You were just such a hard no on that. I was surprised.
Go check out Geek First podcast.
Endgame.
Um,
review, biggest
I think
episode of all
it's-
time.
I think it's good. I think it's just for me. It's kind of hard in general to see, like, for Endgame, Infinity War, Avengers. Like, they're just such ensemble kind of movies. It's
Mhm.
hard for me to like pick people that stand out. And I love Karen Gillan. I think she's great. But I think when we're looking at a decade, I don't think she stands a chance. I think when you're looking at a year, she's definitely in there. But I think
Mhm.
when you look at a decade, it's like a stiff competition, and she just doesn't quite get enough opportunity to shine fully there. But that's just me. We'll deal with it later because she's on the list.
Do you feel the same about my next pick, Gal Gadot for Wonder Woman?
I think she deserves to be on there.
That's
Yep.
my
Yeah.
nominee.
That's my nominee. I'll back it up. I'll let the man write.
Gadot.
My next one. This will be good debate. Natalie Portman from Black Swan.
I
That
would
movie
agree.
was wild.
It's a horror movie. It's horror thrill.
Yeah.
It's
Horror
I'd
movie.
say it's the same as like a Gone Girl gift sort
Yeah.
of situation.
And she's phenomenal in it.
Yep. Won an Oscar for it.
Oh, did she? Yeah,
Natalie
wow.
Portman, Black Swan.
That was a movie that came out a long time ago. I wasn't sure.
2010.
I wasn't sure that it
I
was
saw
in
it in
this
theaters
decade.
when I was like 15.
You saw that in theaters.
Yeah, I went with my
What did
friend.
little Taylor think about that movie?
There was explicit content in that movie.
Yeah,
Who was the other actress?
Mila Kunis.
Yeah,
Forgot
Mila,
about her. in
Mila
some
Mila
more.
Kunis.
Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis.
I can throw another one
Yeah.
here. What do we got? Oh, Amy Adams in Arrival.
Yeah, I had that.
100%.
Yep.
Amy Adams, BBS.
Shout out to Amy Adam.
Is it Amy Adam?
No, Kirkland Dylan. didn't
Triple
get
A,
that.
AAA, Amy Adams Arrival.
It's
Nice
a,
alliteration.
it was a You season 2 joke. Amy Adam. You know.
Oh, sorry, I missed it, bud.
Yeah, I missed it.
What else we got here? What do you guys think of Mary
Well-
Elizabeth Winstead in 10 Cloverfield Lane? Is
I
that-
think I like it.
I think I like.
I think I haven't seen the movie.
I like.
Mr. Field?
I think Mary Elizabeth Winstead is a very good choice.
I like the way you worded
Why you
that.
gotta be so cryptic?
He
Is
has
that a
some
yes
sort
or
of
no?
big crush on her. Did we forget John
this a
Goodman
yes
for
or no?
supporting, or
I
do
said
people
yes.
have him for lead?
I said it's a very good choice. That's a yes.
Just like Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Check out Geekverse on all
Yeah.
platforms out there. That's gonna happen. There's lots of things going on. It's like a think tank right now. There's writing. It's not did on purpose. We're just preparing for you, the fans.
I'm writing so
what
fast,
about?
I don't even know.
Mhm.
This probably
Go
isn't
for it.
going to count for it. Emily Blunt, Sicario.
I wouldn't,
seen
but
it?
I'd put her in there for Quiet Place.
I haven't seen
Ooh.
it, so I wouldn't vote it.
I could.
I'd put her in there for Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh my god.
She's everywhere this
Is she gonna get split down the middle and not picked for any of them?
I would put her Quiet Place out of all three of those. Sicario, I think, is too crimey, and Edge of Tomorrow, no.
I haven't seen either of those. I haven't seen either of those, so but I'd vote for it for Quiet Place. Yeah.
Yeah, get her.
I just
I
want to
don't
see
think
her
she's
on there.
bad in Edge of Tomorrow. I was just picking my Emily Blunt performance. She's
fair
great.
enough.
That's a good movie. That's the very solid, underrated movie. Maybe it'll make an appearance in the best film. Maybe.
Is there a sequel, or am I tripping?
They're working on it.
Oh, okay.
Edge
Might
of
pop
the
up
day
in most
after tomorrow.
anticipated. Who knows? I'll throw down another one. I did have Emily Blunt. Look at that. I'm gonna 100% assume you guys are not allowing La La Land. If we are, I'd put Emma Stone in there.
I had Emma
that's one of
Stone.
my.
I had her on my list.
That's like one of my top 3 or 4 of this decade. I love that movie a lot. It's a fantasy movie. I think we allow it. There's people flying around. There's magic and shit. There's magic in the air.
There's musicals going
There's
on.
magic in the air. I think we 100% allow it.
I was gonna throw out Emma Stone for Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That doesn't answer my question.
Oh, whoa! That is a 2010 movie. I
Yeah.
back you on that one. I don't back the La La Land one, but I back the Emma Stone and Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I'll back that one if you guys back La La Land for me.
Kirkland,
I
where are
haven't
you on
seen
that?
it, so I
I'll
don't know.
I'll back it just to get her in there.
Back
We're putting out 2 of them twice.
Nope.
Why not?
I haven't
three?
seen La La Land, so I can't comment.
There you go.
So I don't understand what just happened.
So La La Land's a no. Amazing Spider-Man's a yes.
No, Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man's a yes if La La Land's a yes.
No,
That's
that's
what,
not how it goes.
that's what we just said.
Okay, let's go vote. I'm gonna say La La Land, no. Amazing Spider-Man, yes.
These hands don't help anyone. What do you think?
Fuck. Amazing Spider-Man, yes.
Okay.
La La
fine,
Land,
we'll
no.
put her on there for that. I'm gonna cut her easily.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Specifically, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Specifically,
Dope.
no
Yes,
too. Yeah.
2, because that's the stronger performance. I forgot those movies were 2010.
Oh, I know. I got excited when I saw that.
Whoa! We didn't nominate Dane DeHaan for Green Goblin
That's
or
right.
Jamie Foxx for Electro. Man,
Oh.
we
To
really
answer your question from earlier, John Goodman, I think is great in 10 Cloverfield Lane, but I don't think it's quite a top 10
Okay.
supporting of the decade.
Nah,
That's kind of.
I forgot about that movie
Yeah.
again.
How about this? I haven't seen this movie in a few years, so it's a little foggy for me. What do you guys think of Sandra Bullock in Gravity?
I
Ooh.
would agree.
I would agree.
Yeah.
How,
I mean,
how would everyone feel about? I don't know if Dylan's saying it, but Anna Taylor-Joy for The Witch. If you guys,
I haven't
oh,
seen
that was
it yet.
fucking wild.
is that a no from you? It doesn't matter. I don't got the votes.
I don't know.
She's a great actress, so.
She is.
I still don't even know what I watched when I watched that movie.
I can't believe you liked the White House. That's
White House sequel to Lighthouse.
I'm not gonna touch
The
that.
White
It's a
House.
black and
It's
white
a movie
film.
about Donald Trump and Mike Pence.
This one, we
black and
still.
How
white.
long have we been in this house? 4 years.
This one we haven't really decided on when we're talking about even this year, but I would easily nominate Anna de Armas for Knives Out. I think it's a fitting movie, and I think she's great in that movie, and I would definitely want to see her on here.
I would back that.
I'll plead the fifth.
Was it-
You've seen it, right?
Which movie was this again? Sorry.
Knives Out.
Knives Out.
You've
Yes.
seen it?
Yes. Yeah.
Anna de Armas.
Yeah.
Yep. She was great in it.
Is she a lead?
Yep.
Okay. I'm excited to see in the next 2 weeks. Obviously, by this, as this is
It is.
as this has come out, thanks guys. As this comes out, I would have seen it by now, but life's busy.
Is that the name of a movie? Life's Busy, or are you saying?
I'm saying
Okay,
life
sorry.
It's
is
a new
I
Anna
was
de Armas
confused.
movie.
Okay, here's one that I mentioned earlier. Hateful Eight, Jennifer Jason Leigh as Daisy Domergue. I don't know, maybe
Oh,
she'd be
fuck yeah.
supporting, but I think she's just so fucking awesome in that movie.
I think she's fucking awesome, and I would vote for her.
What do you guys think of that?
Taylor, where are you?
It's hard because I'm trying to remember. I haven't seen Hateful Eight for a while, so I'm trying to remember.
She's the one
What-
female in the movie. She has like no teeth, and she's just cussing people out and like
I kind of remember,
attacking
but
people and
I
shit.
remember
She's
that.
got blood
but
all over their face.
I don't
Channing Tatum
remember-
pops out of the basement.
I don't remember in the sense whether it was more like, as you said, like supporting or lead in that sense. Like that's what I'm having trouble.
She's the only
remembering.
female, so it's like you could see her in the lead. She's the
Mhm.
lead female of that movie, I guess.
There's other
I don't know.
females.
I'm probably be inclined to say yes. I'm not really.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know.
You got 3.
Daisy Domergue. I'm just gonna write Daisy Domergue because I like that name so much.
What about Jennifer Lawrence for The Hunger Games? Because I liked her in Passengers as well. Even though
No.
that movie did not do good.
No,
Yeah, that movie
I
was
think
bad.
Hunger Games are enjoyable, but I don't know if there's any great acting going on there specifically.
I thought she had some good moments, good emotional
yeah.
scenes.
Did you say good or great?
I
It
said
was good,
I
but
said good.
I'm looking for the
Yeah.
great.
I doubt you guys want to
Great.
allow Silver Linings. That's where I would put her because that movie's fantastic and she's
No.
great in it.
What about in Mother?
Fuck that movie.
You could pitch me, but I'm not gonna. You haven't seen Miller yet, have you, Taylor?
No, I'm
You
scared
should.
to.
I'm scared to see
So
it. Too.
J Law's out for this decade.
Sorry, J-Lo.
Yeah.
Sorry, J-Lo.
You
Do better
go
next.
cry with your Oscar.
She's had a
that you
great
wanna see.
year, a great decade.
Oh yeah,
Great
she won
year.
an Oscar, multiple nominee. Taylor, anything else?
Um,
Because I feel like you've been 50-50. Your ones have been like, oh yeah, Natalie Portman, or has been like J Law, or like, nope. My list is done.
What
My list
about
is done as well.
Jessica Chastain? Did we have her in there as Beverly Marsh?
No.
No, because I would say she is definitely a lead.
I think I like the younger actress.
She's
more
definitely a
than,
lead. Is she a
more than
nominee
Jessica
though?
Chastain.
Not for me.
Really? I thought she was fantastic.
I thought the younger
Interesting.
actress.
You didn't back me on Bill Hader, so
Lady
fuck off.
Gaga, Star is Born.
No,
I thought about that, but the movie
Marriage
doesn't
Story,
fall, right?
ScarJo.
no.
What about
Taylor liked the
Fuck.
ending of Marriage Story.
Marriage Story has a fantastic ending.
I
Everyone should go see that.
I had
movie.
Margot Robbie on like a few of here, but I feel like they're not
Like
really
what?
like I Tanya, but that's not really a geek verse movie.
I'd allow it. I haven't seen it though.
Um,
Should have won an Oscar.
I had oh yeah, we already have
Wolf of
Harley
Wall Street?
Quinn, Wolf of Wall Street, yeah, but
I wouldn't nominate her for that though. She's just
Nah,
playing the
not quite
model.
big
she
enough
just
role.
looks great.
It's the same thing as like
It's
I
quite
would.
spicy.
It hasn't came up, but I'm glad no one tried to nominate her for once. I would have shot that down very quickly. She does nothing in
For
that
what?
movie. Once Upon a Time in
Oh, yeah.
Hollywood. Yeah.
I feel like she does such a great like character role though. Like she's such a good Brooklyn accent in it. Especially when you find out
Yeah.
that's not her actual like
but that's
native
why
tongue
that's
accent.
why we honor her. For
I
Harley
know, but you're shitting on her.
Quinn. I'm not shitting on her.
Worst performance of the decade.
No.
How about
she can shit
Naomi
on me, though.
Scott? For I'm gonna specifically go for my pick, Power Rangers, because like I love her in Aladdin, but I definitely enjoy her performance more. I think she did better job in Power Rangers.
I can't agree with it. Sorry.
I can't, even
Sorry,
though she's
bud.
gonna be one of the biggest actresses of this decade.
I think she was better in Aladdin.
Really?
I won't support
Fuck.
either.
It's okay.
It's tough calls.
Anything else,
Tougher.
boys?
I am
Boys.
depleted.
Depleted.
That's
Depleted.
Taylor, you done?
Let's just tackle
I'm
this
done.
list. Let's just get in there.
So what we got? How many we got?
All
I'm
right.
not done.
So I'll give you a little recap here. We have.
Oh no.
Well, how many do we have? Yeah, 5, 9,
22.
22. Thanks, Mr.
We have
Field.
22. This is our
I think
biggest
19.
category
I
I
think
yet.
wrong. I
19.
could be wrong.
I counted 19.
Bastard.
I don't think it's 22, but I'm going to trust Taylor. So here's who we have. We have Toni Collette for Hereditary. We have Haley Steinfeld in Bumblebee. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. We have Florence Pugh in Midsommar. Alicia Vikander in Ex Machina. Rosamund Pike in Gone Girl. Lupita Nyong'o in Us. Emma Stone for Spider-Man 2. Amazing Spider-Man 2. And Armis for Knives Out. Daisy Ridley for Rise of Skywalker. Rebecca Hall for The Gift. Karen Gillan for Endgame. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman in Wonder Woman. Natalie Portman in Black Swan. Amy Adams in Arrival. Mary Elizabeth Winstead in 10 Cloverfield Lane. Emily Blunt for A Quiet Place. Sandra Bullock for Gravity and Daisy Domergue. Jennifer Jason Leigh as Daisy Domergue in Hateful Eight.
19, yeah.
So this is our biggest category yet. So shout out to the females. I think this one's tough. I'm gonna just strike while the iron's hot. I'll take out Karen Gillan for Endgame because I know Dylan's on that bandwagon.
I gotta back it. I mean, is she on the tier with the rest of these people? Come on, tell me to my eyes.
She's
Tell
on
me
the-
into my soul that you think Karen Gillan for Nebula and Endgame deserves to be on the list with these people.
I would say so.
Bottom list, but not to stick around.
Top 20, sure. Top
She
10,
made it, yeah, top 20 she made.
Okay, get her off. Get her off.
Get her. What? What are we doing to her? I'm also okay. Who we got here? We got lots of people.
I'm pretty
Um,
confident that Margot Robbie will make the list as a
Yeah,
performance.
she's a god, or goddess.
previous winner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, previous winner. She's won. Amy Adams, I think, won as well for Arrival. I think those two are pretty tough. And Toni Collette. I feel like those
Yeah,
are
I feel like
locks.
those are locks.
Those three to me, the former winners.
I will lock Toni Collette. I agree with that.
You don't agree with Amy Adams for
Well,
Arrival?
I'm just going one at a time.
Okay,
Toni-
Toni Collette, locker.
Do we got people here?
Locker.
One of you two?
Lock it.
My hand and thumb and footer up for Tony.
Toni Collette.
And Margot. That was the other one we were talking
Yeah.
about.
I'm
That's
not
Harley
confident to do that yet. Not yet.
Wow.
Taylor?
I'm confident to do it.
I'm
Absolutely.
confident. We're
Margot Robbie,
confident.
that is a
Is that
lock.
enough?
She's locked. And what about Amy Adams?
Um,
I'm not confident.
That sounds so
I think I
sad.
want. Yeah,
Okay.
I feel pretty
Just wait a
confident.
bit.
I just want to knock some stuff off
Yep,
first. I
okay.
think.
What about Lupita?
Speaking of knocking stuff off,
To knock her?
No, keep her.
I also would lock Rosamund Pike for Gone Girl.
I would as well.
I would as
kills her in that
well.
movie.
Yeah, she's.
and I would lock.
What do you think, Taylor? do it.
Yeah,
and I would
she's
have locked the
pretty
person
legend.
just below her as
Yeah,
well.
I would.
I think she is the front runner this year for the 2019 ones, minor spoiler. But Lupita is just, it's. I think she does both performances very well, and you got to think that they're both two performances in the same
Yeah.
role. So
Characters, yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
I'm a lock on her.
I'm a lock.
Dylan or Taylor, are you confident?
I'm
Pretty
like
confident.
Not yet.
I am like
I'm not
Gringotts.
confident
I'm
yet.
locked up.
confident.
But do we have 3? Is that all we need? 3?
Taylor said pretty confident, so I don't know
I'm
if
pretty
that's a
confident.
yes
That's
or
a yes. That's
Okay.
as yes as it gets.
I'm half confident.
So we got 4. We need 6 more.
I'm looking at some possible cuts. I'm looking at maybe Sandra Bullock for Gravity.
I'll back that.
That's kind of what I'm thinking is a possible cut.
I'm looking at Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah,
At 10 as well.
I could see that one as well.
Natalie Portman.
What do you guys think on either of those two?
Don't
Sandra-
touch Natalie, you bastard.
What do you two think on those ones? Sandra Bullock.
I have not seen this movie.
What about you, Taylor? Mary for Cloverfield 10?
I think you could yank Mario.
Okay, should we just remove that just
Yep.
to simplify?
Yeah.
3.
You're
Very
gonna help me out
confident.
here,
Of course.
Mister. Thanks, man.
And I'm
So we're cutting to Mary Elizabeth Winstead a few.
and
I'm
s-
I'm
that.
I'm close on Sandra, but I just want to wait a few
Yeah, that's fair.
few more rounds.
I'm
I'm
looking
gonna-
at other. I mean, I would cut Emma Stone Spider-Man 2 just because it's a shit movie, I guess, or not shit. That's
Oh, she-
Oh, Dylan says his favorite Spider-Man.
I think Emma Stone was just fantastic. I feel like she's still pretty strong for me.
I do too. I'm looking in the superhero genre to cut Gal, actually.
Ooh, I would disagree.
I
I could do it.
disagree.
I'm a
I could cut it.
little.
Couldn't do it.
No,
Coin
I
flip.
cannot do
She's
it.
gone.
Oh Jesus!
You know what? Actually, no. I'm not ready to cut
I'm a
it yet.
lot more.
What do you guys think of Black Swan? I haven't seen it.
I feel like she could cut.
Oh, it's just such
I
a
don't-
powerful role.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna say no.
I don't even remember what
Okay,
was going on.
what do you guys
in
think
that
of
movie.
Ex Machina? I haven't seen Ex Machina. So what do you guys think on Alicia Vikander?
Oh, I
and
fucking
Ex
love that
Machina?
performance.
She
I'm
might be one of the best ones on here. So
Yeah.
it's tough for me.
To me, Florence Pugh as Midsummer is a lock, but it's tricky because these two guys haven't seen it. But that is a rule and a half.
Well,
right there.
Kirklin can lock that as long as you lock Ex Machina like we
Yeah.
did before. We can make
maybe
maybe
we'll cross that bridge later.
Let's
on.
not do it yet.
I like her, and I would have still voted no. But I'm on the Daisy Domagru to get hung out of here, in my opinion. So
Um,
from Hateful Eight,
I'm not confident on that one yet.
I would back it.
we got a lot of mixed signals here for these ones.
What do you feel?
A lot of
Daisy
people in
Domagru,
different
Hateful
camps.
Eight. Domagug.
It's tough.
I would get rid of Haley Steinfeld.
I could agree with that.
I've
if somebody else
spoken.
has
I've spoken, yeah.
seen it. Is it a top 10 performance of the decade from ladies?
For me, I think
No.
she's pretty legendary in that movie.
I'd say she's one of the best characters in the
Legendary.
Transformers saga, but
Yeah,
compared to
the
everything
I
else,
could agree with that. Yeah.
I think that's right. I just don't. Does that elevate her to be the top 10?
I know
of the
that's what's
females?
tough. She's against some heavy hitters.
Is there anything else? Okay, let's go back to Amy Adams. We talked about her earlier. I'd be down to lock her in.
I
I
voted
don't
yes.
know.
I voted yes to lock.
What are we at? We're at 5.
We're
Oh,
gonna wait.
locker. Let's throw the double A there. Triple A.
Triple A.
So we got
I-
5 more.
I'm still willing to cut Emma Stone. I don't know if anyone else is.
Oh yeah, easy.
Oh
Yep.
Nope,
no,
not willing
I
to
can't
get-
do it.
That'll probably
She's
be
the
a coin
heart and
flip.
soul of that movie.
I would also cut Daisy Ridley or Rise of Skywalker. It's just not a great movie. That's where I
Mhm.
stand on that one.
I
I
would
don't
cut Gal way quicker than
I'd
I
cut both
Daisy.
of them.
I
I'd
would.
cut both of them.
I would probably cut Gal before Daisy Ridley.
I think I would have to as well, actually. Even though I love her
Let's
so
just
much
cut
as
Gal
Wonder
then.
Woman.
Can we
Yeah,
cut
let's
Gal?
cut Gal.
Sorry, Gal.
Sorry, Gal.
Hey,
Maybe
she's
next
a
time.
former Golden Geeks winner, you know?
It's true. Maybe for 1941 or whatever the fuck the movie's called. Maybe we'll vote you there.
1941. It's a prequel to again. I think she's really good, but she's just playing someone that is a little scared and confronts her husband. I'm gonna throw Rebecca Hall as the next cut
Ooh.
for the gift.
Haven't seen it, so I
So what
can't
do we go
vote.
with 5 locks here?
Cut her.
Oh!
Hang on.
Does that
'cause
count?
Dylan
No,
Dylan still
I'm not
has to
there
go.
yet.
But she's
I'm not-
on the bubble.
I'm not there yet. The thing that's tricky for me is I haven't seen 3 of these movies, right? Like I haven't seen Bumblebee, Ex Machina, or Black Swan. So
I'd be
when I'm
willing
looking
to
at this
cut
and we already
Haley
have
then.
5 and only have 5 more to lock, if like, let's say those 3 get in there, then that's really hard for me because then I only have 2 more to pick. You know what I mean? You see my perspective?
Well, let's cut Haley then. Who is
I'd
who
cut
is
Haley.
against?
I'm cutting Haley.
You were the only one that was
Let's
against
cut
it,
her.
right?
Sorry, Haley.
She put up a good fight too.
My
She got to
sister's
like
name, but-
14. 15.
It's
Poor
pretty good.
Haley.
Poor Haley.
Poor
She's
Haley.
Spider-Gwen, you know?
Da-da-da-da.
So, because 151s we were on was the Emma Stone, we were 50-50. Daisy, we were 50-50 on. Gravity, we're, I don't know. And then
So we have 10.
We're still unsure about days.
We have 5 left to cut. We have to cut or bold 5.
I'm down to cut Sandra Bullock for Gravity.
I'd cut
now.
Sandy.
I'm
Cut her.
looking at the field.
Sorry, Sandy.
Okay.
Smell you later. I don't know why I'm being rude about it.
How are you guys feeling on Armis? You guys have seen the 3, so
That's a lock for me. Mrs. De Armas.
I think
It's a great role.
I
Yeah.
don't feel like I can comment on it just yet. She's really good, but I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
lock it.
we have to cut some
Yeah,
more
I mean,
other ones
that's
first.
a
I
lock.
think like the quality of the movie isn't on the tier of like a Gone Girl or Hereditary or some other stuff here, but I think the individual performance is like
Yeah.
amazing.
No, for
so-
sure. I would lock that for sure.
And it was just such a surprising role as well. I don't want to say too much because Travis hasn't seen it and it's a whodunit, so you can't say anything about it, else it spoils stuff. But I think she's great in it. I mean, once again, I'm always coming back to Emma Stone because Spider-Man 2. Sorry, Emma Stone, but you're my La La Land pick. You're easily probably my favorite individual performance, but these boys don't want you, so I got to cut you for Spider-Man.
She's just the
That's
perfect
my-
Gwen Stacy.
that's true.
Just a messy fucking
Kirkland,
movie.
who would you cut? I know, but
I
it's
know a few
based on
people
the
I could.
acting, right? So
I would. Okay. I was a little 50-50, but I think I'll cut Daisy Domergue
Sure,
at this point.
that's fine.
Cut
Yep.
Daisy.
Later, Daisy. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4,
So-
5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8, so we have to cut 3 more.
Hold on.
essentially.
There's. So this I haven't seen. This I haven't seen. Midsummer I haven't seen.
Between
I feel
Emily
like-
Blunt and Rebecca Hall, I would keep Emily Blunt.
I agree with that.
Why is that a thing? Why is it between those two all of a sudden?
Well, I'm just looking
Where
at
did that
like,
come
I'm
from?
looking at tiers right now, and I think Rebecca Hall, Emily Blunt are probably
Yeah.
on the same kind of tier level. But I would keep
Sorry.
Emily Blunt over Rebecca Hall.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Yeah, I'm not ready to do that yet though.
'Kay.
It's tricky.
So are
man.
we kind of I think we discussed for a few more minutes, but if we're in a deadlock, we should do a major point system, and everyone put points by the 5 they would keep. Because I hear we've gone in circles a bit
Yeah.
already. Like
Let's
we're
do that.
stuck.
We've
on
been going
Emma.
in circles.
Yeah, we've been here before. Rebecca Hall.
Are we
we've been
really? Are
stuck
we
on.
really considering Daisy really to Rise of Skywalker?
I
guys?
am,
Come
yes.
So we're gonna we get
Oh, yeah.
what, 5 points?
Well, if we're it sounds like we're running in circles right now because
We are running a circle.
Emma Stone we're 50-50 on. It sounded like Daisy Ridley we're 50-50 on. Rebecca Hall we're 50 on because Kirkland hasn't seen it. So we're kind of all over the map here.
Okay.
Is there any other locks that we could do, or are we just we don't even have?
What
that much?
about? Oh no. So Alicia, where are we on that one? Have you seen that? You haven't seen it.
well, we
Okay.
said we-
That, that gets
that's
tricky.
tough.
2 people haven't seen X Machina.
Yeah.
We said we'd lock it if you locked Florence Pugh.
I could make that. Oh fuck! That's
I think if
hard.
Dylan trusts us enough that if you watched Ex Machina, you could see, okay, she does deserve a lock for that. I think
I
she
cou-
deserves to be on the list.
I could.
and Kirkland would say the same for Florence.
I could agree
Yeah.
with that trade.
I would
Yeah,
agree.
That's
I would
fair
agree.
with
Let's
me.
make the trade.
We locking
It
those
makes
two?
it easier. So then we're down to we need what is it? 3 more now? Yeah, we need 3 more.
Yeah, we need 3
Jesus
more.
Christ.
And we
Yeah,
have
this is tough.
1, 2,
Wow,
3, 4,
that
5.
just
We have
blew
6
my
people
mind.
on the board. When I
Fuck,
look at
2
this,
picks, Jesus Christ. Fuck. There's still so many other good contenders though.
Yeah, they're
know.
great. They deserve to be on the board.
when I look at this list, I have 1 easy lock. That's for Anna de Armas for me.
I'll give you Anna if you give us Emma.
I would do Daisy
Oh,
and
man.
Emma at this
That's
point.
a
Wait, how many
trade.
we have left? We have 3 picks left.
We have 3.
I
would
can
do-
easily cut Natalie Portman because I haven't seen the movie.
Oh fuck! I
So
forgot about
good.
Natalie.
Yeah.
I would honestly, I would do Emma Stone, Daisy, and then it's a toss up between Anna and Emily Blunt for me.
So you did. Sorry, your picks are Emma,
Emma, Daisy, and then it's a toss up between Anna and Emily
You're
Blunt.
fucked. Those are wild. picks.
Anna, and who? Emily Blunt. Wow.
Yeah.
How come? So you've seen Black Spawn. Fuck. Black Swan. How are you not digging the Black Swan? As the only.
I'm
other
not
person-
digging it. I have to
Okay.
rewatch
Then let's
it.
get rid of it.
Hang
Right?
on, or it's the bubble. Me and Kirkland are digging
Yeah.
it, right?
I'm digging it for sure.
So we have to get rid of. Oh, God.
We have to
Rebecca Hall.
get rid or keep 3.
I'm on the Rebecca Hall get rid of train, but Dylan, are you on the keeping Rebecca Hall? Do you think
Um,
she's up there with the rest of these?
I'm gonna be totally honest. Right now, I want to see Anna de Armas, and I don't care about the rest of them. Like, I don't care is a relative term, but like, I really just want Anna de Armas. Rebecca Hall, I think, is good, but like, you guys could definitely make a case for anyone else here, and I'd be fine with it.
And Taylor,
Okay,
Anna's
well,
still on the bubble for you.
Let's talk about Anna then. Yeah, because I'm 100% lock in on that.
If
So we have 2
Natalie is
locks.
willing to get like booted, I'll
Whoa.
100% lock in
So
on
you're
Anna.
putting Black Swan on the line for this one.
Whoa.
For the
Kirkland,
Armas.
are you willing- Kirkland, that comes down to
Anna
you.
de Armas is bringing the knives
Oh.
out, baby.
Who do you like more, Anna and Knives Out or Natalie and Black Swan?
Honestly, this is probably a better performance because she got an Oscar for it. I don't know. Anna's so
She
good
could.
though.
You don't know. You haven't seen the
That's
Oscar
true.
noms of
It hasn't
2019.
happened
Yeah, I never watched the Oscars.
But he used it. That
Yeah.
made no
Yeah.
sense. And
I
you-
respect
I
it.
They
wasn't
mean
gonna
nothing to
call
me.
you out on it, but now that you did that, I have to call you out.
Oh man.
I think we.
As
It comes down to personal preference. No Oscars, no nothing. Obviously, it's not even a cut, but Natalie or Anna, who's better for you? Your family's life is on the line if you don't answer.
You're
this.
trapped on an island with one of these actresses.
Well,
Who's it
that's
gonna be?
no. That's a whole
Ooh,
different
okay.
question.
Anna's a little bit younger.
And she's not married with kids.
I will cut Rebecca Hall if we lock Anna de Armas.
I get.
I'll offer that trade.
We don't have to do that yet, Taylor. Hang on.
I'm
on.
just saying,
He's
that's-
just throwing out big stuff.
I'm offering him
here.
a
I like
trade.
that. I like that.
Wheat for sheep, playing Catan over here. I'm keeping my Anna de Armas.
So we only
I'm
have-
fighting to the death for Anna de Armas.
So we only
I've
got-
lost so many fucking coin flips today. I just want Anna de Armas on this list.
So we
okay?
only get 3 right now, right?
Is everyone really confident with this one?
It's a good performance, man.
They're
It's a
all
good performance,
on.
man.
It's
Oh.
a pretty damn good performance.
I'm not cutting anyone unless I get a lock for the Anna de Armas. I'm deadlocking here,
Okay,
boys.
so Dylan's deadlock is Anna. Who is your deadlock right now? This is not for points.
I'm pulling a standoff right now. I got my knives and I'm ready.
I'm just gauging the room. Who is your out of all these right now the best one for you? And let's see if there's any common ground first there. Taylor, same thing.
I think that's gonna have to go Anna, and then that means Natalie's probably gonna get cut.
Well, not yet. We still have 3 more slots, don't we?
Okay.
We have 3 slots.
Okay. So
Or no, we have.
Yep.
Yeah, we have 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut
So-
3 or save
my
3.
deadlock is Anna de Armas.
Okay. And Taylor, what is yours?
My deadlock would be Emma Stone.
And yours?
What's your?
I'm kind of on that Emma Stone bandwagon. The thing that scares me is I know we're gonna have to make a deal with them to get Anna and Emma in together, but then that means we're only down to 1,
We
and that
could-
scares me looking
we
at that
could-
right side of the board.
Well, I think we just answered our question there. Like, if we're deadlocked on Anna and you're deadlocked on Emma Stone, then we lock those 2 and we just pick between the
But
rest of the
I hang on, but
It's
that's
that
why I'm
simple.
scared because I'm looking at the right side. I'm really scared to decide between Daisy and Natalie Portman. But
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, but I will vote. As I said, I will give you my vote for Anna because I think that's great, and I won't vote for Emily Blunt, but because I'm
you
stuck
want
between those
Emma
2.
in is what you're saying.
I do, but I would put my vote for Anna if that means Natalie Portman's out because
Wow. Why?
So you're switching to
why
Anna de Armas?
specifically? Why does
Yeah.
it have to be Natalie Portman
Yeah.
out?
because right now she's at the bottom underneath my Emily Blunt pick and the Daisy Ridley pick. Like Natalie Portman's just under that, and Rebecca Hall. I don't know why she's still on the board.
I agree.
I'm
with
whole,
you.
I'm fucking deadlocked. I got my knives out, bitch. I will cut Rebecca Hall if you save Anna de Armas.
Are we cutting Rebecca?
Well, that's
You don't
not
have
the deal.
to yet. You don't have to.
Hey,
yet.
I'm just saying that's the deal I'm offering.
He didn't know why she was still on the board. You're out for Rebecca.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I can't cut her yet.
Why?
That's 3 people that want her cut though.
Well, fuck you.
You want her cut too, right, Kirklin?
I haven't seen the movie, so I can't vote.
Oh fuck, you're right.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
He's not qualified to vote.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to.
Because that's the same thing as Black Swan. I want to cut it. He wants to cut it, so why isn't that enough, you know?
You
I
guys
really
haven't- you
wanted
haven't seen
Daisy
it.
Ridley in
Yeah,
this
but
because I felt
so
bad
what?
for last
I
year.
want Daisy.
Why are you
Ridley.
allowed
I
to
think
vote?
her
You haven't seen
performance was
Rebecca Hall?
fantastic.
I don't want her out. I just want to move on.
Yeah, I know. We're all trying to be friends here.
Who's better for
Let's
you?
do it, boys.
Hang on,
Let's
hang
lock
on.
these 2
Hang
and
on.
pick one more from
Hang
the
on.
4 on the right.
Wait, we might. Who's better for you though? Emma or Daisy? If we have to pick.
Daisy.
Okay, we'll give. How about this?
Oh.
We'll give you Anna de Armas if you give us Daisy.
Yes.
Instead of Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not taking Emma Stone out yet, but
Just
that's
lock
the
it.
deal. Just locking it.
So
I'm 100%
keep
in.
Anna,
And
keep
keep
Daisy,
Daisy.
remove Emma Stone.
No, she stays in play for now.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll save Ridley if
Okay.
we save Anna.
Okay,
Lock those.
Ridley and Anna are in. There you go. Because I felt she's great in Rise of Skywalker.
1, 2,
I
3,
love Emma
4,
Stone
5,
Taylor
6, 7,
Field.
8
I think she's
locks.
great in the movie, but
9
I
locks.
can't put her over Natalie Portman and Black Swan.
So right now we're coming down to 4.
No.
I can't.
What?
I can't.
She's
dude.
so good. at
She
Black
Emma
Swan.
Stone.
Let's get rid of Rebecca Hall now.
Rebecca Hall.
Now that Anna de Armas is safe, I'm cool to chop her up.
For me, I hate doing it because I love Emma Stone, but I think Natalie Portman is better than her than all 3 of these.
Let's all vote. Everyone put a vote down.
Yeah, for
Where's
me it's
your vote?
Natalie.
I'm Natalie.
I vote for Emma. Emily.
So Natalie's in. Unless you want to tie with
What
Emily
did you
Blunt in
vote for,
4.
Dylan? And what's your other vote for?
No, we only get one because
We
there's
only
one
get
left.
one vote.
Or we could vote to cut. Or we could vote to cut.
Well,
Well,
or
let's
we
do
could vote
both.
to cut.
This is my cut.
I'll cut Emma.
Ooh,
What
I'll cut Blunt.
What the fuck is
Cut
this
Blunt.
voting stuff?
Cut Blunt, and you're fine.
Okay, yeah, I want. Wait, no. If I vote to
This is the
cut,
most. This is the worst.
if I vote
system.
to cut Blunt, then
It's a
I
tie.
No,
feel like I'm gonna
Taylor,
tongue
who's your
twister
save?
that.
Taylor, forget about these cuts. That's a kind of nonsense. Who's your save? Who are you gonna save?
Well, this is hard because I.
No, forget about the X's. I was
shoot.
just joking.
Don't
I was
forget
joking.
there's nothing on the board. You can pick between
Erase the
Natalie,
X's. They were a joke. They were a joke.
Emma, and Emily. Who are the three?
Yeah, but if I were to vote for Emma right now,
Just
it
forget
wouldn't
all
matter.
that. Forget what you know. Who's
Forget
your
what you know. Pick with your heart.
Who's your favorite out of those three? It's Emma
My
Stone.
favorite
correct?
is Emma Stone.
So put
yeah.
a check mark by Emma Stone.
Okay.
So Natalie Portman is a check.
But now
confirmed.
this we can.
No, but fuck that.
But hang on. If you want to force a tie, you can. But then you have to kind of come down. Do you want Natalie or Emily? If you want Natalie, lock it in. Emma Stone, unless you can convince Dylan to switch his Emily to Emma and we do a coin flip.
Dylan, I think you want to switch straight up to Emma
Force
Stone.
mind tricking you. He's Jedi
Because
mind
you're the coin toss thing, chances are if you vote for Emma, it'll go to Natalie Portman because the coin goes against you. But I think you really want Emma Stone because she just delivers, that blonde hair.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Taylor Field, what is Emma Stone going to be? Heads or tails?
I think
Head,
Dylan,
baby.
you pick. You pick.
Huh? I don't care.
Heads or tails? Emma
I'll pick
Stone?
tails for Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman is tails. Whatever I flip and look over, that is the person that is staying. Are
That
we
is
all?
saved.
That's
Okay.
So
saved.
heads,
They're going
So
for
we
Emma
need
Stone.
tails.
Tails.
We need
Natalie
tails.
Portman. Let's go heads.
It's tails.
Yeah! Fuck.
That was the most debated one yet. That was juicy. Look at that is a
It's a
fine
fucking
roster.
strong ass.
That
That
is
is a strong one.
That's I think more stacked than the males, to be honest. Like,
All
look at
right.
those performances.
I'll give you guys a recap. You want to write these down? Travis?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so our top ladies of the decade performances, in no particular order: Toni Collette as the mother in Hereditary, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad, Florence Pugh as what's the character's name?
Midsummer Girl.
Midsummer Girl. Alicia Vikander as
The robot.
Robot in Ex Machina, Rosamund Pike as the character in Gone Girl. Sorry, there's a lot of man.
It's a decade.
When I was taking my
it's like Amy
notes
or
last night,
something.
I was just like, names are falling out of all orifices. It was a total mess. Lupita Nyong'o as the character in Us.
The mom.
Anna de Armas as Marta in Knives Out.
Marta.
Oh, my love. Daisy Ridley as Rey in The Rise of Skywalker. not gonna say her last name. Natalie Portman as Black Swan character, and then Amy Adams for Arrival.
Boom.
As
That's
the
a
Arrival.
solid list right there. That's solid.
You got them all?
list. All right, now we're heading off into actors.
men.
We got
The dudes, if you will.
3 categories left after this: the best decade, and then most anticipated, and then best film. But those ones will be quicker than most anticipated and the
This is
best
scary.
decade. So best actor of the decade. I'm gonna start off just because we ended up in that debating. I'm gonna throw up Adam Driver's Kylo Ren in The Last Jedi specifically. We're giving Kirklin a minute.
Give it a minute.
Taylor, are you confident on that?
I'm pretty confident on that. I'd back it up.
Kirklin, you confident on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, what movie?
Last Jedi.
Yes, I confirm.
Dylan, I don't know if he's confident, but he has to
The
write
boys.
it down.
Doubles.
Dinner with the boys.
All right, I'm gonna. This might be controversial. Wait, did we already back that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Might
we
be
backed.
controversial.
We backed for
I'm gonna
contender.
go Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark.
Which movie?
That's a good question. I wanted to talk to
All
you guys
of
about.
I think if you wanted to make the strongest case, and AK where I would
Endgame?
back you, what?
Are you talking about Endgame?
I would actually go Civil War because he gets to kind
Oh.
of be a bit of a villain in that and a bit of a prick, and then you get to see the stuff with his parents reveal and everything like that. Him
Okay.
fighting against. I'd say the
Sorry,
same.
what was the movie for Kylo?
Last Jedi.
In brackets,
Kylo, it's coming.
The origin
2025,
story, yeah.
I would say Civil War to me is if we're gonna put Downey anywhere, that'd be the one for me personally.
Yeah, the one I was thinking of was just Endgame, just because
Mhm.
it had the most stakes on and
Yep, fair enough.
very emotional. That's the one I'd pitch. What about you, Taylor?
That's tricky.
I like what you're saying about Civil War in the sense that he does come off as kind of a villain, but I love. Actually, I think I would probably go Civil War over Endgame.
Kirkland, what's up? And what about you, Dylan?
You're probably Civil War. Okay,
there
cool.
you go.
I'm just happy he's on there.
Yep.
I didn't actually have him as a movie. I was just like, he's been around the decades.
He's he's been around. Taylor or Dylan? Taylor, you go because Dylan's writing.
I'm gonna shout out Joaquin Phoenix as Joker.
Yeah, good call. I'd back it.
I think I'll have to back that.
Oh my god, my mind just destroyed. How do you spell Joaquin?
Just put Phoenix.
Dude, that was perfect. That's exactly how you
I
spell
know
it.
it was, but it's hard right now.
Dylan's breaking down. Okay. Dylan, who do you got?
My mind is falling to pieces. I'm gonna throw a
Who?
shout out to my man Alex Wolff. He is the son in Hereditary.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. Back it.
Back it like it's hot. I was gonna just throw out the Who man, the Who Hackman. Logan.
Oh, Hugh Jackman. I just was like, what are you talking about?
Hugh Jackman, Logan. Anyone gonna back that?
Yeah, of course.
He's just writing it on there.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw out the double dose of Leo for Once and Leo for Inception.
I agree with both, and I would even throw Wolf of Wall Street in there. I don't think we allow that movie, but
I think he also has 2 already.
I had him as Wolf of Wall Street, but we're not counting that
Wow.
movie, so I'll do those 2 movies.
Taylor, well, it doesn't matter. Leo for you haven't seen Once, but Inception. Would you back Inception?
Yeah, actually, I would back that Inception one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. What about Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool?
Yeah.
which movie?
Let's go Deadpool 1. Keep it
Deadpool.
with the
Yeah.
We put the first one in there. Keep the synergy. Taylor, what about you? Been quiet over there, or I guess I know why you're quiet. 'Cause
I
you're-
would probably actually throw Robert Downey Jr. as Sherlock Holmes.
Hmm.
I think he is
You know what I
fantastic
do?
as that
You
role.
throw it, catch it, throw it right back at you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not vote for
Okay.
that.
Will Smith as Genie.
No.
No.
Dude,
I'm
I'll say yes.
Thank you.
I know it's not gonna go through, but yes.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna make Dylan write it.
What is it?
Will
Genie?
Smith as Genie in
Oh,
Aladdin. Nice.
Have you seen the film?
No. Daniel Kaluuya for Get Out.
Yeah, I got that.
You guys agree? One of you two?
Yeah. I was a little iffy, like just to add him on my list, but sell me on it.
Wow. Or Taylor, are you a yes?
I'm gonna back it.
Okay, so you're not gonna sell Kirklin at all. Maybe later you will. So get your
Yeah.
arguments ready. But I'm gonna throw up an obvious one, and I will make it for the first movie he gave us performance or performances. James McAvoy in Split.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud.
A beast as far as a character and just an actor in general. What a beast!
What a beast.
What a beast!
What about Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible Fallout?
No,
No.
and that's not even because I wouldn't count it. It's just I don't think he's that.
Not that caliber.
I think Tom Cruise is. Yeah, I'm not gonna get in that debate.
You don't think he's a good actor?
I think he is a great actor. I think he on purpose picks like blockbusters where he's just the cool guy, and I wish he would do more stuff like Tropic Thunder or Collateral, stuff that he gets to show his acting chops or his gravitas.
So I know
That's
we
fair.
didn't allow this one in the year it came out, but I think it's worthy of conversation. Is James Franco for Disaster Artist as Tommy Wiseau? What do you guys think about that?
I'm in the middle. I'm not gonna
back
for
it.
other reasons. So
I would back that.
I haven't seen the movie.
You haven't seen it.
Seen The Room.
Yikes.
No.
Travis,
no, I don't want to put the guy on the list.
does he had some weird shit that came out? or
He's in
something?
a loss right now for sexual assault. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna
Yeah. Fuck
bypass
you,
that
James
one.
Franco.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and pretend I didn't vote for him. Then.
No, it's okay. No, that's just a reason.
I don't know. Maybe he's a good guy. Maybe he didn't do
separate
it. I don't
the
know.
art.
I didn't look
Separate
into
the
it.
art. Come on.
How about then instead of
You want to put Kevin Spacey somewhere on this list?
how about instead of
He's a
that
great
guy,
actor.
we vote for Matt Damon in The Martian? What do you guys
Yeah,
think? of
yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Oh
back
wow,
that.
I forgot about the
I
Martian.
totally forgot about
The
him.
Martian. Good call.
It's a
Dylan.
Martian.
It's Martian. Kirkland. Don't disrespect the film.
I'm talking about the book.
Playing with the boys.
Playing with the boys.
Christian
about-
Bale, Batman.
I agree with Dark Knight Rises.
Oh.
How come you don't support anything on Dark Knight Rises, but you're the one that throws out
This
Bale?
fucking guy.
Yeah, I know. Are you backing Bale?
I'll back it.
Yeah.
Matthew
That's his best
McConaughey,
movie. Batman.
Interstellar.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'll yes it.
I will yes it as well.
Yes.
When I was making my list, I wasn't too sure. But
I don't know if I'll back the movie, but McConaughey is great in the movie.
You know, I was actually when I was putting my list together last night, and I was like, if there's one movie I'm gonna watch for this cast, I think it might be Interstellar. And then I looked it up, and it's 2 hours and 49 minutes. Like, nope, not
Fucking
happening.
You wouldn't
me.
regret it though.
I
Check-
considered
you don't
watching
know
it
that.
last night. So
But check out next year. We may or may not be
is
talking about
McConaughey
it.
in the running for this, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did a
Three
three Peter.
It's got a great emotional scene in there.
Oh yeah, that gift that's all used all the time, the crying.
Oh
and
yeah, so
he holds
good.
that movie together. That's actually it for me because like I said, I actually found there's way more stronger performances from the females in the decade than the actors. So
What
I'm
about
out.
Jake Gyllenhaal, Nightcrawler?
Interesting. I had Jake Gyllenhaal for Source Code because I love that movie,
Ooh,
That's a great movie.
those are
but I
bold.
haven't seen Nightcrawler, unfortunately.
Taylor, have you seen either Source Code or Nightcrawler?
Connor was big.
Source
ripping
Code.
the,
That's a train
Nightcrawler.
one, isn't it?
Yes.
I have not seen that.
Have you seen
Uh-huh.
Nightcrawler?
No, I have not, but that's on my list.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What?
It's
what?
on my list of movies I'm gonna eventually watch. Because you recommended it to me a while ago.
Okay, robot. It's on my list of movies I'll eventually watch to affiliate myself with this planet.
All right, so no Jake
No,
Gyllenhaal.
I would have backed you on Nightcrawler,
Yeah.
but
Oh, that's too bad.
What about
What do you guys think of Jesse Eisenberg in Social Network? I haven't seen that movie in a long fucking time.
He was on
but
my list.
It's a pretty good performance, right?
Taylor?
Excellent performance.
It was a good performance actually. Yeah,
He was a great
So,
weirdo.
would you
Mark
back it?
Zuckerberg.
I'd back it.
Okay, there you go.
About Tom Holland, Spider-Man.
I'd back it.
I'd say like specifically Infinity War, just to sell us on that death scene.
I would not.
'Kay.
Non-lead.
Oh yeah, I guess I kind of screwed that up.
I wouldn't
Whatever.
vote for him.
Chris Pratt, First Guardians.
Yeah.
No.
That's interesting. The first Guardians,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Pratt.
Definitely not the second one. He gets sidelined a bit.
Yeah, but it's still a big story for him.
Yeah.
I could vote for it. If we got a triple, I'll vote for it.
Taylor, were you a yes or no?
Well, I was thinking about it, but then I was thinking maybe
No, don't even try to get your other Chris Pratt. We're not putting him in
I was
Jurassic
gonna say
World.
Dave Bautista, but
That would have been supporting. He's not the lead. Drax is not the lead of Guardians of the Galaxy. Are you a yes on Chris Pratt or a no for Chris Pratt?
I'll give you a yes if you give me a yes for him in Jurassic World.
No. Then Chris Pratt's not making it on the list.
Jurassic
I will not.
I'm not
recommend-
gonna give him a yes.
Okay, so Chris Pratt's a no. How about Annie Serkis for?
Caesar.
Yeah, I would say specifically. Let me check if Rise of the Planet of the Apes was this decade, just because he plays the child ape.
All
he
three
plays,
of them were, yeah.
Yeah, because if so, just because he has more powerful. Yeah, it's 2011. He has more powerful performances than the other one, but in the first one, he's playing a child ape. He's playing a teenager.
Mhm.
He's getting angry and stuff like that. He has that connection with James Franco,
Yeah.
or recently mentioned actor. But yeah, I think that's the one I would put up for Annie Serkis.
I would vote that. That's the only one I've seen actually out of the series.
Yeah,
so I could
it was
actually vote.
interesting when I was putting my list together, and I was thinking back to 2017. Those were my favorite movies that year, but I've realized how much those movies have just kind of vaporized from my mind. I just don't remember a whole lot about them. Like, I can't recall too much from the first two, specifically the second one. I don't even know anything that happens in that movie off the top of my head.
There were some chimes in the last one.
I remember the chimes in the third one, but I don't think I can back it just because it didn't stand as strongly in my mind as I hoped it would have, even though I liked those movies at the time. But
Fair enough.
it's kind of where I stand there.
You guys haven't voted.
I already voted. I said yes.
Taylor?
I say yes.
Okay.
For which one?
Caesar.
Yeah.
Dawn.
Rise.
Is
Planet
it-
of the Apes.
Rise.
What about
Fucking names.
Ryan
It's called
Gosling
1, 2, and
and Blade
3.
Runner?
I was thinking about that today.
It's a really tricky one because it is a very, I don't want to say simple role, but
I'm going to say no based on the list we have so far. Because
Yeah.
he made our best actors the year it happened, but again, that's in 1 year, right? I don't think he's bad in it. I'm just looking at what we have so far, and I don't know
It's
if
a
it's
tough field.
comparable.
I think the way I look at it for Ryan Gosling as well is like, I like his performance just miles more in La La Land this decade, and so I look at that as like, if I wanted to see Ryan Gosling on the list, it'd be for that, which has already kind of been vetoed before. So, I don't think I could back that one, unfortunately.
Okay. What about Will Arnett as Lego Batman? And if that is a no-go, then one that I would really support is Ben Affleck as Batfleck.
In what movie?
Bat flick.
BVS, I guess.
Yeah, BBS.
You want me to vote for BVS?
I would back
Best
you.
performance.
I
would
think
back
he was
you.
pretty legendary as Batman. So
Kirklin's the outlier on that one. He is.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, there you go. Sorry, Batfleck. We tried, Greg. We tried.
What do you guys think about Martin Freeman as Bilbo in the first Hobbit specifically? Because I think he's the best part of those movies by far. I think he's really good in those movies. And the first Hobbit is actually not a terrible movie. It's the second and third where it gets like shitty. But I think the first one's really good. And I think he's great in it. And I think he's kind of carries the movie as well for as low in quality those movies get. I think he's kind of a leading support through it.
I thought the movie ruined it for your vote on Ian McKellen. In that sense, wouldn't the movie ruin it for you with
But I think,
Bilbo?
as I just said, I think Martin Freeman's like the one. He's like the best. He's the best part of all those movies, and I think the first Hobbit's pretty good. I just don't like when I think of Gandalf. Like, name me a great moment of Gandalf in those movies. Like, you just can't, right? Whereas I feel like Martin Freeman has a lot of stuff, right? Between even just like the beginning in the Shire, you get some fun scenes where he's kind of interacting, just kind of freaking out at everything that's happening. But then you get like emotional beats as well. You get some interesting dynamic between him and the fucking Thor and Shield dude. Him and Gandalf is like an interesting dynamic as well. So I feel like he gets to do a lot of fun stuff in that movie, particularly the first one. So I think he's
that.
yeah.
I'll back it.
I like that.
You'll back it? Did you say, Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put it on.
What about since we're on that trend from the previous one, Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's tricky because once again, I just haven't seen those movies in so long. I think he is good in those movies.
I would back it.
I would back it as well. Yeah,
How dare you
Which-
stand where he stood?
that's the
I think
tricky.
that's his one.
What
of
do
his
you guys
best
think
movies.
though for part 1, part 2? Like, are we differentiating? We're just saying Deathly Hollows as a whole. Like, what do you say?
Oh, I think did part 1 come out?
They
in
did.
the
They both
second?
did.
Okay.
It was in 2010.
I would say part 2. He
Part
gets more
2,
acting with
yeah.
Dumbledore, with Snape. Like I said, he gets to yell at Snape. He has
That's
stuff with Voldemort.
the scene in the post world, whatever it's
Yeah, I would go part 2.
called.
No one even talk about fucking Fantastic Beasts while we were right.
It hasn't even come up once.
Let's not even go down that road.
It's coming up in some category. I'll say that much.
yeah.
What else do I got here? So I guess we didn't. We sort of somewhat talked about this, but Brad Pitt for Hollywood sounded like you're kind of against it, or I can't remember. That was like an hour ago now. So
I'm fine to leave him off for me personally.
I'm fine to leave him
Taylor
off.
hasn't seen it, so that one's
Yeah, I
kind of
haven't
a
Has
hee-hee-hee Taylor.
anyone seen Looper here? I know Dylan has not the biggest fan. Has anyone else seen Looper? Okay,
That's
sorry,
too bad.
Sorry, Joseph. Gordon.
Sorry, Ryan.
Although Joseph Gordon-Levitt for 50-50, I think it's a great movie. I think he's really good in it as well.
Why'd you say sorry, Ryan?
Ryan Johnson. Doesn't he do Looper?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Got him.
I thought
I was worried there.
spelling. I was like,
What do you guys think of Jason Gordon-Levitt? Has anyone seen 50-50?
Is
I
that
don't
the
know
one
about
with Seth
Jason
Rogen?
Gordon-Levitt, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Jason
I'm a
Gordon-Levitt.
big fan of him in The
Jason
Dark Knight
Jennifer
Rises.
Is that the one with him and Seth Rogen? And they're like buddies.
They're
and the one
buddies.
gets
Anna
cancer.
Kendrick's like the therapist lady.
Oh, okay. No, I
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
Okay. That was funny. Have you seen it, Taylor? Oh, dang.
No.
Okay,
That's a no.
I really like that one.
Sorry, Joseph Gordon-Levitt here. No one's seen your movies this day.
Here's possibly another controversial human being, but Johnny Depp in Black Mass.
Oh.
It's a great movie.
No, I didn't see that one.
He's really good in it. It's been a while since I've seen it, like since it came. I think I saw it in theaters and I haven't seen it since, so it's been a while, but I remember it being a very strong movie. So where do you feel on that one?
I'd
Travis?
say no, because I've kind of vetoed romance and really cry movies in general, so I'm going to keep
Okay.
with the theme.
All right, so I guess that doesn't matter then.
What about Geoffrey Rush? In,
Who?
Am I saying that right?
Jeffrey Rush.
Jeffrey Rush.
Joffrey Rush.
Joffrey.
Joffrey's from Game of
Geoffrey
Thrones.
Rush. In Pirates of the
No.
Caribbean on Stranger
no,
Tides.
No.
No,
Nothing Pirates
no,
is coming
no.
this way, my friend. Except, when did At World's End come out, Taylor?
27, 2007.
27.
2007.
In the year 207.
That's funny.
Damn, I would have nominated Bill Nighy as Davy Jones, unfortunately.
Oh
but
yeah.
yeah.
We were kind of talking about this earlier, but Jason Bateman in The Gift, like, is that a leading man role? Is that good enough to be on here?
I don't know if it's good enough. in my
I was
opinion.
in the good enough camp, but then when I see
You said
this
the list.
this killer's row of actors right now, I'm like, I don't know. I don't want him to get Rebecca Hall where we don't talk about him for an
Right.
hour, then we just take her off the list.
Since we have these Tarantino movies in play, like, is there anything from Django or A Hateful Eight? Like, I'm thinking like Sam Jackson for A Hateful Eight. I forgot to mention Walton Goggins and Saporian for A Hateful Eight because I think he's also great in there, but I kind of just it was lower on my list here for some reason.
No, I don't have. Even though I don't have Jamie Foxx because I think he's good, but nothing outstanding. And obviously, you can check out our Tarantino review. I'm not the biggest fan of Hateful Eight, so that's why for me, I don't have much love for it. So those are my two stances there.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you guys have any thoughts on what I just said?
Yeah, I agree with what Travis said for Django and stuff.
All right, wow, savage. I'm just going through my list here.
Mhm.
Someone take it away.
What about
I'm out.
this.
Jesse Eisenberg from Zombieland Double Tap?
That's you guys call.
I feel like I'd be more willing to do Woody
Woody
Harrelson.
Harrelson?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure which one to pick. I go Woody Harrelson because
Like-
either of them are they're both pretty good.
I feel like Woody Harrelson carried that movie.
So I haven't
So-
seen it, but do you think the performance of Tallahassee and Zombieland 2 matches these ones up?
it
here?
was pretty fantastic. His performance.
No, to answer your question.
I just feel like
I definitely have a lot of well, maybe not a lot, but I have a few Zombieland stuff in our 2019 picks. But I think when we're looking at the decade, it's not quite on that caliber. That's
Fair
where I would stand on that one. What do you guys think of Mad Max, like Tom Hardy and Mad Max, or what do you guys think of Birdman in general? That movie.
Haven't seen either of them.
You haven't seen.
I wouldn't put Tom Hardy. Michael Keaton, maybe. Yeah, I
For
could.
Birdman,
be.
have you anyone? Have you
I think
two
that
seen
depends on
Nope.
Haven't seen either of
Taylor.
them.
Haven't seen
so there you go.
What about Chris Pine in Star Trek Into Darkness?
No.
Birdman? Oh man, I don't know if I've seen that movie.
No.
I've seen one of them, but I don't know which one.
I'm a no.
He's a no on that one. What else do I got here? I'm nearing the end of my roads.
I've exhausted my list. I had Willem Dafoe in here because I thought he was the lead in the film.
Oh yeah, what do you think about Robert Pattinson in Lighthouse?
I don't think he was. No.
Defoe outshined him too much.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What
As
about?
I see Taylor just scrolling through any movie to.
Well, no, I'm going through ones of the decade that that I know I've seen that have really hit me in a soft spot.
Well, you're the one holding out because I think we're all done with our actors.
The Rock in Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. I think he was absolutely fantastic.
I'd say
in
Jack
that.
Black, honestly.
Jack Black.
I should have thrown him on there. Jack Black as the female from Jumanji. Anyone backing me?
I like the reason I definitely support those actors and what they were able to do is because like they had to take it's one thing to act as a person, but they were acting how these other actors are supposed to act as characters, and they acted out those characters under different characters.
I
Like
just
it's
think
just
they're
legendary.
they're just it's very like caricatures of I'm playing a girl, I'm playing a jock. I don't think when we have like Alex Wolff from Hereditary and Joaquin Phoenix Joker to have The Rock or Jack Black from Jumanji, I think those are just two people that we write down and get erased right away.
Okay,
I
what
would
about?
I would do that for Jack Black just
I would
to
do
say
Jack
that
Black.
he was on the whiteboard.
Yeah.
You want to allow it, Taylor?
I'll allow that.
Yeah.
What about Dwayne Johnson from Pain and Gain?
It's wasting so much time. No, that's supporting.
You know what I really am? Oh, no, actually, I guess I can't say that. I was gonna say maybe Channing Tatum and they're supporting for GI Joe. That would have been funny.
G.I.
Nope.
Joe.
What the fuck is
Definitely
that?
not.
Was that a movie that came out?
There's two G.I. Joe
In
live action movies. That
2013.
star
Oh,
Channing
God.
Tatum, The Rock, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I don't think I have anything else. I'm pretty
'Kay.
sure that's
Cool.
my list.
I think that's a pretty solid list.
Locks or cuts first?
Well, I'm gonna just read them out for the fans.
Yeah.
Get a real reminder. We have Adam Driver for Kylo Ren in The Last Jedi. We have Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man in Civil War. Joaquin Phoenix, Joker. Alex Wolff, Hereditary. Hugh Jackman as Logan. Matt Damon for The Martian. Andy Serkis for Apes. Did we decide on which one? Does it matter?
Rise.
Rise.
I'll write that after. Harry Potter. Sorry, I wrote everyone's name and I wrote Harry Potter instead of Daniel Radcliffe. But Harry Potter definitely hollows. Leo for both Inception and for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. Daniel Kaluuya, Get Out. James McAvoy, Split. Christian Bale, Batman Rises. Matthew McConaughey, not Interstellar. Yeah, that's right. I just scribbled his name there. Jesse Eisenberg in Social Network. Martin Freeman in The Hobbit. And Jack Black in Jumanji.
Did all three of you guys see Social Network?
I've seen it. It's just been like it came out in 2010. I probably watched it in
Did
2010.
you see it, Taylor?
No.
How did he get on there? I didn't
That's
back
what I'm
Jesse
wondering.
Eisenberg.
I don't remember backing it.
Yeah, I didn't back that. So I'm gonna say we're
I
gonna
think it
cross
was
it off.
Taylor.
I think
Yeah.
I think Taylor backed it.
Oh,
We're
right?
gonna
shit.
cross Jesse Eisenberg off.
Didn't you bring it up?
I was like,
did.
wait,
No,
I
I
was like, what do you
didn't
think? Should
bring
we
up
allow it? He's
Social
like,
Network.
Yeah,
I swear he threw
I
it
No,
up.
definitely
he
didn't
brought-
bring it
He
up.
brought it up for Zombieland.
Uh,
Yeah. Wow. Kirkland and Dylan trying to pull a fast one on us.
I just
here.
wanted it to be known that Jack Black was not the first one cut on
Yeah.
our list.
He's probably the last one on there.
Can we make him the second?
Oh
cut?
no!
What is this?
Jack Black's gone from the fray.
Yeah. Do you guys want to? Let's start with some locks. Is there any locks on
Andy
here?
Serkis,
Joaquin.
I think, is a lock.
Joaquin, number one.
I'll lock Joaquin.
I would also lock Hugh Jackman as a former Golden Geek winner.
I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys agree with that?
You know, who we didn't put on here was a former Golden Geek winner, Chris Hemsworth for Infinity War. Yeesh,
No,
didn't-
not for
didn't
me.
make it.
Forgettable.
No, just throwing it out there.
Um,
I would lock Joaquin and I would lock Hugh.
I would agree with both those. What do you guys think?
I would also lock Leo from Hollywood, but we're not there yet.
Wait, so one at a time, Kirklin. Joaquin.
We're doing
and Hugh
two.
Jackman.
We're in two
Are
right
you
now.
locking both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Kay.
Taylor, how do you feel about it? I just because I want to know.
Taylor doesn't want to lock Hugh.
No, you can lock him.
Well, Taylor, is there somebody you want to lock up
I would
there?
love to
He
see
did
Andy
say,
Serkis
yeah, you said
locked
Andy
in there.
Serkis.
Just
Wow.
fantastic performance.
Definitely
and
has to know
display
that.
as a
I gotta
mate.
wait on that one, but
I gotta wait
Really?
on that too. Yeah, just because it's not as fresh in my
What
mind.
about Leo? Once upon a time in Hollywood.
I
Jack Dalton?
am more in the Inception camp on Leo.
Wow.
I could see both. Honestly, that's how skilled he is.
Yeah.
I'm way more in the Hollywood camp than Inception.
Mm-hmm. Taylor, as
I'd have to vote
seen-
Inception because I haven't seen
Yeah,
Hollywood.
yeah. Fun Golden Geeks
Yeah.
drama. Okay, so
So
Leo
there's
will come
16
back
in
to.
total. We locked 2, so 16. Essentially, we cut 6, and that's a thing. So
McAvoy, Split.
To lock? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were
That's a
suggesting
lock.
a cut. I'm like,
You can cut 'em.
bastard. I would lock McAvoy, just the
I'll
pure
lock him.
acting.
I'd
he
lock
had to do
McAvoy, yeah.
there. Christian Bale. We'll wait on Christian Bale.
I have not seen Interstellar. That's the only one I haven't seen here, I
Oh.
believe. So where do you guys feel on that?
I'm on a wait and see.
I want to wait and see as well.
I think same thing with Damon and
Yeah.
Potter. I'm on a wait and see.
I did a big case for Martin Freeman, but I think we could cut him as well.
I'm down to cut him if
'Kay,
that's the case.
do it.
Everyone's going to call me biased, but there's 10, and I think he's a great character. I think he's a great actor. The only one right now that I'm a for sure lock on is Adam Driver as Kylo Ren in Last Jedi. That is my. The rest, I'm kind of all over the place, but that is my one lock right now.
Oh man, it's interesting. I'm not ready to do that yet.
I'm not ready to do that either. What about Alex Wolff, Hereditary?
I'm not ready to do that yet.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Travis playing his fucking
Oh,
games over there.
100%.
Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, the perfect casting.
I'm not ready to do that yet.
Oh,
I would
wow.
back that.
I would
think
back
it's
it,
I would
to be
back that
honest.
right now.
Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool.
Yeah,
Let's
I'd
do
lock
it.
that.
Taylor, you didn't mention where you were on Adam Driver. You left me hanging. You didn't say anything.
Personally,
You were never there.
if it was Adam Driver, Rise of Skywalker, I
Oh,
would take
fuck
that more
off.
because I like that performance more.
Yeah, I mean, if we were counting the trilogy, I'd be in there, but we got to pick one movie.
Yeah.
So
So Last Jedi,
Bastard.
I don't know.
it's tricky. It's tricky. Oh man, I'm looking at Robert Downey just to see how he's doing. Where do you guys think about Robert
That's
Downey?
scary.
I think he's definitely for sure should be in the top 10. But
No.
I think his performance in Civil War was fantastic.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not ready to go there.
Well, I mean, Inception's possibly my favorite movie of all time, other than Big Lebowski. So I would lock Leo for Inception.
I would lock Leo. He's still up there for potentially Hollywood.
I still want to see
Yeah.
Hollywood
I don't think
on
Hollywood's going to happen.
What do you guys think of
there. You
Inception?
don't think Hollywood's gonna happen?
I think it's unlikely as Taylor hasn't, and I got to see what gets in first.
I think this is like, other than the ones already locked, I feel like this is the one I feel strongest on.
Interesting.
Well, maybe you
Yeah.
can help me out later on.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll
well,
wait on
We'll make
that.
some deals. It's like when we play Monopoly.
100%.
All right, guys, sell me on Christian Bale and Batman Rises, the worst of the trilogy.
His body gets broken and he just fucking bounces back.
That's not a.
Are you sold?
Nope. Someone else. Keep going. Keep going. It's a good point, but I need more.
So we need 6 more.
I'd
I think
be willing to cut,
I think
honestly.
he gets. What did you say?
I'd be willing to cut, honestly.
Cut Bale?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm not gonna make a big.
Say
case
what
for him.
you're
If
gonna
we're
say.
already at 2, whatever. Well, just say him for now. If I gotta defend for him later, I will.
Okay.
I would cut. I'd cut Mr. Radcliffe next out of this situation. I
Harry
think he's
Potter?
good, but it's just the level of acting for
Would
everyone.
you guys cut him? I think
Oh
he's
man,
fantastic.
that one's so tricky because I haven't seen it in a long
Yeah.
time. Butter.
Travis, I will vote Adam Driver if you vote Harry Potter. Stays
to
in.
keep him.
Yeah.
You don't even have the votes for them to keep him, so that's
Yeah,
a
well,
bad
I feel like
deal.
Kirklin might jump in here. He's been eyeing up Mr. Potter.
Don't go into business with this guy.
Yeah.
I would be willing to cut Daniel Kaluuya.
Ooh, I'm not willing to do that. Another
We're
tricky
really
one.
I
we're
might
already
back
reaching
that.
a deadlock early.
I am willing to cut Interstellar. I think he a great performance and great scenes.
I can cut it. I haven't seen it.
but he does a
think you
lot of
can
just
cut it.
stoic
Well, you can
stuff.
vote.
So
I have a vote.
Taylor, where are you on Interstellar?
I would. I'm looking at space movies between Matt Damon. Where is Matt Damon? Oh, he's there. Okay.
It's on Mars.
I would keep Matt Damon and probably cut Matthew McConaughey. Let him drive off in his Lincoln.
Okay, McConaughey's gone.
Wow.
Happens. Okay.
Not.
Not unhappy. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left in play. We've already locked 4, so we gotta
Cut 4.
cut 4,
Oh, fudge.
save 6.
Who's everyone's? I said Driver. Who's everyone's current lock right now? Just to get some conversation going. Yours is Leo and
Jack
Hollywood,
Dalton.
Okay.
Mine's Leo and Inception.
Rick Dalton.
Rick.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Yours
his
is Leo
cousin.
Inception. Taylor, who's your lock?
Probably Andy Serkis.
So we have no common ground.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
Okay. Who's their lowest? Let's do that. Out of the people here,
Christian Bale, Batman Rises.
Daniel Radcliffe.
My second lowest would be probably Daniel
Dylan, I'll
Radcliffe.
give you my vote for Christian Bale if you vote to keep Harry Potter.
Wow, he really wants
Well,
Harry Potter.
You can. I mean, all he asks is what is your lowest. So if you
Yeah.
say Christian Bale's your lowest, then we already got 2.
I'd say my lowest is Andy Serkis right now.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's.
Would you
damn.
take out any Circus, Dylan?
I honestly could.
Hmm.
I honestly
Who's
could.
gonna?
But I mean, I'm looking for trades at this point. I'm not just gonna cut anyone willy nilly.
I'm in the Dylan camp the same way he was in Ann Armis. I am just looking to get Driver on the board there, as I think he is the best villain this decade. Once that happens, I'm happy, but I'm willing to make some deals here. If
Would you
anyone
cut
has it.
Christian Bale for Adam Driver?
Everyone's making deals.
Ooh.
That's a hard question for Travis Snell.
That was a gunshot to the heart.
So rigged.
Is this how the Oscars do it, Travis? They all
maybe.
make deals.
They
and
honestly
stuff?
do. They just throw darts at a board.
Okay, so Dylan offered to get rid of Christian Bale for Adam Driver. What are you two offering?
I'm offering to give you a vote for Adam Driver if you vote to keep Harry Potter, and I'll vote Christian Bale off for you, Dylan, if you vote to keep Harry Potter.
Oh my God, he has two.
I'll just cut Christian Bale. I said Andy Serkis my lowest, but I feel like Christian Bale is
So
probably
me
my
and you are
lowest.
against Christian Bale. You're doing some
If
deal.
you vote Harry Potter, I'll cut out Christian Bale.
I'm not gonna vote to lock Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
See,
I'm not gonna
don't
cut
make
him, but like, well, I might cut him, but I'm not cutting him.
Okay, is there any other?
I
Okay,
feel like Christian Bale needs to get cut. That's the vibe I'm getting.
I feel like he's stronger performance than Harry Potter in my opinion. Can we say?
And I would agree, and I would cut both of them.
Okay, but can
But
we?
I know Taylor's over here standing strong with
I
Potter.
feel like Kirklin is
It's Mr.
not,
Potter.
Kirklin's not leaking. Locking,
He's not leaking. That's good.
He's not locking Leo in Inception because he's worried he won't get in for Hollywood.
Yeah.
But I feel like Leo at Inception is a lock. I really do.
Yeah.
Do you not feel that, Taylor?
I feel like Leo both times is a lock.
What do
I'd
we
be
got?
down.
We got
Sorry.
four
As
As long as
locked
I get,
in.
as long as I
If
get
Wolf of
Hollywood.
Wall Street was here, I'd lock him for that too. He's that fucking good.
This
He
was
deserves
his
it.
decade,
We
man.
got
It's his decade, man.
1, 2, 3.
We have to get rid of 4.
We have to get rid of 4.
Rid of 4. Would you? Are you willing to get rid of Christian Bale?
Yes.
But then, what would you give me? Would you give me Adam Driver?
You don't have to give him
Yeah.
anything.
What?
But like, what am I gaining out of this? We still have to cut
You get
4.
rid of Christian
If, it,
Bale.
if, it, if you gave me Rick Dalton, I'd be willing to lock Adam Driver.
Woo-hoo.
I feel like if we want to get rid of 4, we could get rid of Christian, Daniel, Leo from Hollywood, and Robert Downey Jr.
whoa.
How'd you turn on Daniel Radcliffe so quick? He was he's
he's
your
staying.
lock.
He's staying
You
in
said
here.
if we want to get rid of 4. Oh, you meant Daniel Kaluuya.
Christian Bale, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I would cut Robert Downey as well. So that's a possible route. We haven't.
I would possibly do that too.
So
I
I'd
would
cut it, you
possibly do
cut it,
that.
you'd cut it?
I'd possibly
Yeah.
do that,
Should
yeah.
we cut? Sorry, Downey.
We're
but
cutting Downey.
See you next week.
Downey's gone. Okay.
See you next week.
Woo! We gotta
We'll see.
cut
We'll see
3
him
more.
this year in the Golden Geeks 2019.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll see him next year for Doolittle too. Just wait. Okay, so we gotta cut 3 more.
Okay.
Doing good, boys.
Let's talk about Matt Damon here for a second.
Let's talk about the.
Sell me
Danes
on
thing.
his performance in The Martian, because I've seen it. I didn't think it was that impactful.
So I think the main thing for Matt Damon in The Martian is the fact that Matt Damon is the Martian, right? Like that
Okay.
movie is just a solo man's adventure.
Yeah.
You're seeing him in the logs as he's aging over the course of like years, I think it is, months, whatever it is. And I think it's just the fact that it's pretty much like a solo performance, really. Like yes, there's some people down on home base that like get some communication here or there,
Mhm.
but really it's just like watching this guy doing the day-to-day stuff of just like making potatoes in his garage, but then like that shit explodes and he's has to do all the shit. He has to hop
So,
in the
like,
car and like drive around.
When that happens, is there like a good emotional scene? Because I can't remember that. Like when his crops just
I
get
think it's
shit
just
on.
like how broken down and deteriorated he is like by the end of that movie.
can you
Yet
see
he
it
still has like
physically?
this inkling of hope that he's like clinging on to.
and you can see that physically.
I mean,
for
it's a
me,
good,
it's just like I
it's a
can't
good
really remember it
performance.
that well.
okay.
I don't know. I'm not sold on it yet.
The thing is, you can't separate the Matt Damon from the Martian. You know,
I can easily.
how
I
Taylor,
can
where are you
separate
on The
Matt
Martian?
Damon and
Scenes
any
of
movie he's
Mars.
in.
I remember seeing The Martian theaters. It blew my mind. Actually, I think I own it.
Steel case.
And it's a fantastic movie. I really love Matt Damon's performance.
You want to move up, Taylor? You're not really in the camera.
It's oh no, it's very moving.
Okay.
I could,
But
cut
I'm willing to
Circus as well.
trade.
You could what? Cut?
I could cut the Cirque. The Cirky Daddy.
What about Alex Wolff? We haven't talked about him in a while. I thought he did an exceptional performance.
Yeah, to me,
in
he's a lock for the 10. It's a pretty wild performance.
It is a very wild
Pretty
performance.
intense, pretty scary, emotional.
Yeah, it's tough because a lot of these movies they're just like more fresh in my mind as opposed to like Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
I would just to get this moving, I would throw the lock to Leo in Hollywood. I'm already Inception, but I need a guarantee that Adam Driver and Last Jedi gets a lock.
If we got a lock on Leo in Hollywood, I would lock Adam Driver. If that's
I'm throwing that bone to
that's what
Dylan.
I'll
people
do
are
that
trying
if
to-
we agree to also cut Christian Bale in that maneuver.
I'm not ready to do that yet.
I would help and cut Christian Bale, but I want to see Harry Potter stay a little longer.
But
Harry
Harry Potter's
Potter
not even
thing.
touched in this debate. You just want him to stay a little bit longer. So technically, he
I'd
is
love
staying a
it
little
if
bit
he were to be
longer.
locked in, because I do love his performance in that movie.
Oh man.
Kirkland, give me the chance of.
I feel like this might be a cruel play, but I've lost 100 coin flips today, so I'm just in a fucking riled up mood. Kirkland, Travis, if we all agree to cut Harry Potter, that takes away Taylor's bargaining chips. We simplify the board and we move on all happy. Good? Is it good?
Yeah,
You lose that vote for
Yeah,
Adam
yeah,
Driver,
yeah.
though.
I still got it with Hollywood potentially.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
You screwed me over by saying Rise of Skywalker.
I'm so hyped.
Now we have a simpler board. We have 4 locks and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. So we have to cut 2 people. That makes it so much easier. It's not like just look at Christian Bale. He's easy, ripe for the picking. You know, just get rid of him. Why?
I'm
Why
going
keep
to
him?
vote to keep Christian Bale in here.
Yeah, you're just gonna go against me now. Yeah.
Are we doing that Leo Adam Driver deal?
I am. I'm in.
Well, that doesn't really help us at all.
Well, because I won't for sure lock Leo in Hollywood, and Taylor hasn't seen it, so I'm kind of your only chance if you want Leo in Hollywood in there.
All right, why don't we
And I'm
just
not revealing if I
vote
would or-
for what we want to cut? We could just
Hang
do our
on,
ticks.
let me make. I'm in the middle of
Yeah,
a deal
why don't we
here.
do that?
I'm in the middle of a deal here.
I think we
Taylor.
just vote who we want to cut.
All right.
I'm not cutting Adam Driver. He's not in my cut tier.
Okay.
We vote in our cuts. Just how many cuts are we doing?
2 cuts.
2 cuts.
Who goes first?
I'll start.
Ooh.
Mine were kind of easy, so I'll just vote.
One of
those
mine is on Christian Bale. I think I'm gonna do the other one on Daniel Kaluuya.
Oh. Taylor.
two. So I voted Andy Serkis and Christian Bale. Kirkland agreed with Christian Bale and added one to Daniel Kaluuya. Taylor gets 2 votes. Travis gets 2 votes.
Taylor.
I'm really thinking about this.
Go check out the Geek First podcast,
The
Endgame review,
GVP.
the Star Wars.
After this, we
Rise
have
Skywalker
top
review.
movies of the decade. Then we have worst and careers. Worst and career, both top 5s. I
The
think,
worst
so
careers.
The worst careers. Yeah.
That'd be a depressing
That would be so sad.
conversation.
People who died.
All dead Poor Big Bird actor.
Travis, what about you?
Taylor's about to speak.
Okay,
Taylor, go.
he's waiting for you.
I think I'm going
Just
to
get
do
in there, man.
Leo Inception and Alex Wolf.
You
Wow.
fucker.
Holy.
You dirty bitch.
Wow.
Okay.
I thought Leo was safe, honestly.
Should have made some deals, you know. I'll take one on Circus there.
2 votes on Cirque.
Yeah, and then
So now your question is, you could cut Bale, but I don't think you're gonna do that. So
No.
We
you're
do a
pretty much
th-
looking
a
for someone to make
three-man-
a tiebreaker.
We could do a 3-man coin
Alex Wolf
toss.
was looking pretty. No, I would throw it on Matt Damon. So we have a tie between Christian Bale and Dark Knight Rises.
So I
and
feel like it's
Circus.
easy. We
It's-
cut Andy Serkis and Christian Bale. We move on with our lives.
Yeah, I guess that's
Oh, I guess so, eh?
kind of the way it's playing out. So
This is the way.
yeah,
This is the way.
I don't know if you played that right, Taylor, but you threw your
I wouldn't
two
have put
votes on
money
2
on it.
random picks that no one was gonna
Any,
vote for to get
any
out.
objections to this? Like,
No, it's
any,
fine.
Okay.
Bale was in there for a while. I don't know what
Harry
that
Potter
move
was out, so I was like, oh, fuck it.
What was that move, Taylor? Throw it on Inception
was a power
and Alex
move.
Wolf.
Dylan pulled out the power move. Just
I-
get rid of Harry Potter.
I'm not throwing it down a fucking coin flips anymore. Okay, I hate the fucking coin flips. I'm happy with
that
this list.
fucking coin
Here
flip.
is our top the boys of the decade. We have Adam Driver as Kylo Ren in The Last Jedi. He is not the Last Jedi. Spoiler if you haven't seen that movie. Joaquin Phoenix as Joker in The Joker. We have Alex Wolff as the son in Hereditary. Hugh Jackman as Logan in the movie Logan. We have Matt Damon as the Martian in the movie The Martian. We have Leo for not 1 role but 2, but for Inception and for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because he's just so sick. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Daniel Kaluuya for Get Out, and James McAvoy for Split.
Good list. Good list. Very talented. What's next?
So we have best movies, career, or worst.
You guys gonna have to carry me through worst because I forgot that was a category.
I
so
say we
apologize
do
to fans.
worst and then best. So the
Sure.
question is, do we want to do a career before all that?
career, why not?
Let's do it right now.
Change up the pace.
This one should be quicker, I would think. So it
Yeah.
could be a nice little transition.
top 5 careers
I think the
that
two easy
we are
ones
following.
of this decade,
Or of the
we just
decade.
talked about of the decade,
'Kay.
not of all time. Would be Leo and Feige.
Yeah, those are locks.
Yeah, those are bona fide. Leo is arguably the actor of the decade. Feige is the man of the decade. Next president of the United States. What else do you guys got for careers of the decade?
Let's see
I had
here.
John Favreau.
Mm-hmm.
I really
That's a
liked
good one.
I really liked everything that he's been putting out there, as well as acting wise.
Jungle Book, Lion King,
Yeah.
The Mandalorian,
Yeah.
the MCU.
Yeah, he's been around the block.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. Yep. I will pitch for who am I going to pitch for? I have a list here. I'm going to make a pitch for Bradley Cooper. Obviously plays Rocket Raccoon, but he also Star is Born not only is an amazing performance for him, but he also directed the movie, which is pretty amazing. American Hustle, American Sniper, Silver Linings Playbook. Even like I don't think the first Hangover came out this decade, but I think 2 and 3. I don't even know if he's in the third one, but those aren't the prime Hangover ones. But I still think he's been in a lot of great movies
Mhm.
Yeah.
throughout this decade.
Well, Limitless.
And then he also
Limitless was this
transitioned
decade?
over. I don't think it was a TV show which
okay.
he was in, I guess. But overall, like he did a bunch of great acting performances, different kind of roles, but then also directed a movie that's pretty amazing. So
Yeah, I'd
That's
agree.
well. I'd agree.
cool.
I got 2 ladies I'd like to throw up. I'd like to throw up Emma Stone. If you just look at her career at the beginning of the decade to the end, kind of this comedic kind of rom-com actress, to all the way to Oscar winner La La Land, all these great performances. Amazing Spider-Man 2's in there, and then Margot Robbie as well. She's somebody that Wolf of Wall Street is just kind of like I won't say an easy role, but doesn't need too much. She is just the sex appeal, the kind of the seductress in that movie. But you look at Harley Quinn, you look at I, Tonya, you look at Bombshell, you look at all the stuff she's done.
Yeah.
She's producing Birds of Prey, so she's kind of making moves that way. Even Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, same as Wolf of Wall Street, more of a role where she just has to exude the character. But I think she's
Exude.
on the up climb, and well, not really up climb. She's there at the top.
I'm going to shout out my man, John Bernthal. He started the decade with Walking Dead. I think nailed it with Punisher, but also has like a bunch of fun, like smaller roles and all sorts of things like Baby Driver, Wolf of Wall Street, Wind River. Even he's in that movie for like 10 minutes, but he's really fun in that movie. And then, he's fucking repping it with the video games with Ghost Recon as well. So I like John Bernthal. I think he had a pretty solid decade.
Sure, we can put him up there.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if we'd want to throw on there, but Robert Downey.
I Robert Downey,
Yeah, you did? Okay.
He's the leader of the MCU,
Yeah, I just wasn't sure because he's just basically been in like one role for the last decade, I feel.
I think it's a
Throw-
big role, though,
Throwing
right?
yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
That's a solid pick. What do you guys think about Adam Driver? Because obviously he has 3
Yeah.
Kylo movies. He has Marriage Story, which is an amazing performance. Black Klansman, he's really fun in that. And then even Logan Lucky is a more comedic
Yeah.
role, but he's really fun in that as well.
Silence, you guys haven't seen. He was
Haven't
also
seen
great
that.
in Girls, so I'm obviously
Driver?
putting him in there.
Yeah, I was gonna throw him. I wasn't sure if it was just like too close to the end of the decade. Like, was he popping off at the beginning of the decade?
Last 5 years, but they were pretty strong.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point, to be sure. What do you guys think about Mads Mikkelsen? Obviously, Hannibal is huge. He appeared in Star Wars, he appeared in the MCU, and also Death Stranding recently, which is
Yeah.
a pretty amazing performance and is cool because it's a video game. So he's been in TV, big movies, and in video games in
he's
like big
amazing.
ways, I think. So I
Yeah.
think that's pretty cool. Also,
Ah,
hashtag Save Hannibal.
I
It's
love
hard.
him, but I don't know.
It's hard.
I still don't know if like 50 people on the street know who Mad Mikkelsen is, unfortunately. And I think I'm a big hater, not hater, but I'm a big disappointer of the role in Doctor Strange. And
Yeah.
I wish he was used more in Rogue One. So I could put him up there for sentimental value for us because he's a meme. But
Should I put it up there?
Kind of like a Jack Black thing. Just put him
Just
up there
put him
so
up there
he
so
makes
it's
the list. Hashtag. Let's go.
Hashtag Save Hannibal. Do you guys have any? I feel like I'm just kind of.
no, you kind of hit the ones I
just
had.
did, like,
Though
5,
I had
yeah.
the 2 females, Feige, Leo, and I had
2 Feige's
Driver
illegal.
as the like a maybe, and then Downey. So those were my. I honestly stuck to 5 with this one. I was like,
Yeah.
these are my 5, and they've been mentioned. Honestly, I know there's probably so many more
Yeah.
out there, but these are the ones that jumped to my head.
I got a couple more. So
I-
Mahershala Ali, but
Yeah,
I
go
think
ahead.
he's gonna take over 2020 with
I
that
had
Blade.
Brad Pitt. I wasn't fully like.
if Inglourious
like,
Bastards
feeling
was this
good.
decade, I would be
Yeah.
with you, but unfortunately, it's
Yeah.
not.
Well, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Ad Astra, great stuff going
I
on.
haven't seen Ad
so.
Astra yet.
I think he had a little bit of a. If Bastards was in there, it'd be easy for me, but it's
Okay.
not. So
Taylor, anybody on your list?
I would say one of my picks, Dwayne Johnson.
I was just gonna say, do we not put The Rock
No
in there?
kidding.
I
He
feel
should
like
be
he's
on there.
really come up pretty far.
Yeah.
He should be
Fast
on
and
there.
Furious, Jumanji.
I'm kind of
The
also
7 other
inclined to
movies that he
throw
releases yearly.
John Cena on there because I
No.
feel like no, really, I feel like he's come up
No.
pretty far.
He's coming up, but he's not up. I think maybe
Mm.
next decade, but not right now.
Keanu Reeves, I feel like he's had an interesting
kinda
decade,
has.
and now he's got good things on the horizon. Cyberpunk, Matrix, John Wick 4. His John Wick movies have popped
I think
off.
he's
Well,
too
I-
near the end of the decade.
Yeah.
Too near.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Like I mean, like just his stuff is really.
Well,
boom,
John
boom,
Wick
boom
1 was
together.
like 2014.
But that was pretty much it. I think next year is going to be huge, or next decade, because he still has another John Wick. He has Matrix and Bill and Ted 3, so he has potential to like run game for next decade. But I think
Yeah.
there's too much crammed in one, and he has Cyberpunk next year as well.
Well, he's got Toy Story as well.
He does have Duke Boom.
Does he?
Duke Boom. No, I
That's,
think
quite
that's a
the
pretty
pick.
solid list
Damn.
up there.
I have a couple more I'll shout out.
Mm.
This one I think is more of an honorable mention, but I wanted to show out Jordan Peele. I can't say I know too much of his comedy stuff
Yeah.
at the start of the decade, but the fact that he transitioned from that kind of like strictly comedy, like Key and Peele thing, into directing and like these big movies that are really popular, both Oscar wise and like making money. People are talking about him.
He's
So
in Toy Story.
is he?
Yeah.
Everyone's in Toy Story apparently. So I don't think he's gonna make it quite on there, but a good shout out. What do you guys think of Jennifer Lawrence? Right, because she started out with Hunger Games,
Yeah.
X-Men as well,
When
like
did
as
Hunger Games
Mystique.
drop?
20.
20.
I think
2012.
all three of them came out this decade.
First one was
So-
2012.
Or all there's
I
four of them,
believe.
right? There's like
I
one,
would
two,
I would
three, and then a
honestly vote
two-parter.
for her on there.
And then even Silver Linings Playbook, which is an amazing performance from her, and then American Hustle, kind of a smaller role in that movie. I think I haven't seen that one in a few years, but
Red Sparrow.
I think she's had a strong decade. Maybe dropped off in the last year or two is maybe the thing where you look at it a little strangely. But what do you guys think? Is she
I
on there?
agree 100%.
Yeah, I'd agree
I
100%.
think she's a lock, actually, now that we talk about it.
And then the other one I wanted to shout out here is Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill has 21 and 22 Jump Street, some of my favorite comedies this decade. Moneyball, Wolf of Wall Street was really good supporting in those movies. This is the end of just one of those classic comedies. He appeared, in Django very quickly, but still it's kind of funny. He's in the Scorsese and the Tarantino. It's pretty cool. And then even like transitioned into directing, and I don't know if any of you've seen Mid-90s yet, but it's a solid movie. I really liked it. So I think he had a pretty fucking strong decade.
Yeah, War Dogs.
And
good.
kind of multifaceted too. So, and then even that show, I haven't seen that yet. What's it called? The Netflix show?
Maniac.
Yeah. So, would you guys agree with Jonah Hill?
100%.
Sure, we can
I
put
feel like
him
he's
up
a
there.
lock, honestly. After all the things that you shouted out.
Mr. Hill. I think that's all the ones. I did write Tom Hardy here. He's got Inception, Mad Max, Dunkirk, Dark Knight Rises,
Yeah.
Venom, Revenant, Locke. I haven't seen Locke, but Connor told me to write that one in there. I don't think
Yeah.
he's quite on the caliber of the rest of these guys, so I wouldn't include him. But what do
No,
you
I
guys
think he's worth a mention, but I don't think we need to put him up there.
And then JJ, I think if JJ landed with a 6 Star Wars ending of that trilogy, I would have put him
Yeah.
on here, but unfortunately he didn't.
No.
And then how do you guys feel about just thought about this last night, like a Hans Zimmer? Like he had a lot of great soundtracks
yeah,
this decade,
true.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really good
This
when it comes to
decade, I
soundtrack
feel
stuff.
like he really hit his prime the decade past.
Really? Because I feel like Inception was like, that's when people knew who Hans Zimmer was.
I would disagree. I think
no,
it's the Dark
I
Knight.
knew him more like Dark Knight and
Yeah.
Pirates is when, especially Pirates is when it clicked in for me.
Pirates?
yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know he did Pirates.
Da-da-da.
Yeah,
Dun-dun,
and then again, a lot of his
dun-dun,
stuff I
dun-dun.
felt like was more heavy in like the
Okay,
decade past.
fair.
But
okay, that's cool. Those are kind of mine. So, and you guys have any more to add, or should we just
Mm-mm.
parse these out?
Just parse
I
these out.
said the 5.
Parse out.
Alrighty, so we got your Feige's, we got your Leos.
Yeah, I got.
I want to lock Leo.
Not Feige, eh?
I want to lock Leo first.
Oh, okay.
'cause
Feige and Leo are lock for me.
I would agree with that. What about you?
I would agree with Feige. I
What
think.
about you, Mr. Field?
Feige is a lock. Leo is a lock. Favreau is definitely for me a lock.
I'm not gonna go that far. I would.
That's a stretch.
I don't know how much agreement I got on here, but my other two locks honestly are The Rock and J-Lo, just for the sense of box
Yeah.
office and their
Mm.
star power that have been since the beginning of this decade to the end.
Yeah.
We even talked about like Leo is different because he's been in a lot of smaller things. He won an Oscar, but if you look at obviously Rock's not slinging Oscars around, but he from the beginning of the decade, Fast really kicked him up, and now he's been around. He's like one of the only last people that kind of promises at least some sort of box office success. And J-Law, she's done all. She's done X-Men. She's done huge financial successes. She's won Oscars. She's won multiple nominations. She's kind of can do it all.
Yep.
Those are the next two for me, and then the fifth slot I'm kind of all over. But for me, those are the two.
I wouldn't lock The Rock just because that's kind of fun to say, but I think it's just because when you look at it, like some of these people have some more like fun fun movie like Bradley Cooper. You know, you look at like a Rocket Raccoon. It's just more like a fun, simple role or something. I don't think The Rock has any like great performances. He's
Yeah, fair
fun
enough.
on screen, but I don't think he's proven that he's an amazing actor. I think
No.
he's just like a really fun, high energy guy that
Yeah.
everyone's a fan of, but
I-
not necessarily
yeah.
because he's like a high caliber actor. And for
I-
that reason, I would kind of cut him.
I
but-
see. Is it more of just like the success that he's gotten like over this decade? He's literally just pumping out movies like every fucking day. It seems like, and he's just like, what is he? The highest paid actor? In the
Yeah,
world?
I think like 2 years in a row.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
it's just insane. Like the amount of like work ethic that guy has. So
Yeah.
for me, I just feel like he's been popping off this decade.
Okay.
Once I realized we only have 5, I was a little hesitant to just start throwing out my locks. I really want to see Margot Robbie in there, honestly.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
How about we cut some people? I think we love Mads Mikkelsen, but I think we can all agree
Yeah.
he doesn't have the absolute strongest here.
Mhm.
We
Cut him
do
out.
not hashtag save Hannibal.
And then I think Kirkland made a good point about Adam Driver that it was more second half of the decade that he kind of rose to prominence.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So
agree.
I'd be on cut Driver.
I'd say the same with John Barenthal because
Yeah.
he's been in minor roles, but
I would agree.
nothing,
Yep.
nothing huge.
Yeah. I agree
Other
with
than
those two.
Punisher, really. Yes, cut those two. Are we all happy
Yeah.
on that? All right, so we need to lock 3 more. We have 8 people on the list here. I like the lock of J Law. I think she's great, Jennifer Lawrence.
Mhm.
I also think Jonah Hill is honestly in that tier. He's done a lot this decade in terms of transitioning to a more dramatic role while still having some amazing comedies and then also directing successfully. So
Yeah, I'm not as strong as you guys are. I think he is good, but I don't think he's on the caliber of a Rock or even Downey Jr., who is like the face of a franchise. It is just one role, but it is a big role. It's a role that he substantially got tons of money for and put that franchise forward. And when he's gone, everyone's like, what's going to happen next? I think even Emma Stone and Margot are higher than them too as far as just the variety of their roles, because he did become more dramatic, but there is still a good portion of the beginning of the decade where he's just still doing a lot of 21 Jump Street. Even Wolf of Wall Street he is good in, but it's just a more
he
dramatic.
is a more comedic character.
Yeah, he's dramatic, but still very much on the comedy side,
Yep.
right? So
That's fair.
maybe if he's the Penguin. No, I'm joking, but yeah. So I'm not as strong on the Jonah Hill bandwagon.
Okay.
Anyone else on my Margot? My Margot train?
the Margot.
Yeah.
I'm on the Margot. Did we not lock? We locked J Law, didn't we?
Do you guys want to lock J Law?
Yeah, I'm on a J Law
You feel
lock.
good about that?
Yes.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll be peer pressured.
I think you make great points about Robert Downey Jr. The fact that he's only done one character this decade is to me a sign that I want to cut him.
Yeah.
That's for me personally.
Yeah.
I'm not on there.
Hmm?
I'm not on that bandwagon
Okay.
yet.
I see that.
Taylor,
for
you said
sure.
very little. What do you think? Break it down for us.
I feel like Iron Man's not his only role he's done this decade, because to me he's done Sherlock Holmes, and I love that character
That's fair.
as well.
Yep.
So I don't know if I feel good about cutting him yet. I mean, I'm probably more inclined with you guys like the Margot Robbie kind of train, where her career has definitely jumped up this decade for sure. So I'm kind of inclined to give a vote her way.
I think I would go Emma Stone over Margot Robbie.
Mm.
Not to say that they
Mm.
both can't be on there.
I don't know. I think I'm still inclined to go Margot Robbie over Emma Stone.
Yeah. I would as well.
Yeah, I'm on that.
I haven't seen I, Tonya, so maybe
Yeah.
that brings it down a bit.
Mm.
Huh.
Yeah. I just feel like before Wolf of Wall Street, I never really heard of her, and like now I feel like she's one of the best actresses like in the world, and her career has just gone like expanded and better like ever since then. I don't know. It's tough. What about Bradley Cooper? I feel like we should get him off there.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
down for that. Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, sure. I'm.
Weigh in on the Emma Margot debate.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm just.
No rule saying we can't have both.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm more leaning towards, to be honest, is both instead of, because
Mm.
I'm definitely Margot over Emma, but then if I look at I would go The Rock, but if we're not going The Rock, I'd probably, and same thing with Downey, I'd have to know where you guys lie on those two, but then I'd go Emma over Jonah Hill and Jon Favreau. My order is Margot, and then it's like The Rock, Downey, Emma.
Yeah. My number one right now is Margot that I want to lock.
Okay. Where you feel?
I'd want to lock in Margot Robbie.
Let's do it.
Margot Robbie.
Margot.
Margonius. Okay, so we have to lock one more.
Ooh.
We have 5 people on the list. So should we just pick our preferred?
Yeah, I guess
What's
so,
everyone's preferred?
Out of the ones I left,
Yep.
I go The Rock.
I don't want to go next. Taylor, you go.
I mean, it's hard because I'm looking at this from a point of view of the sense like my preferred may not really be The Rock, but at the same time, his career, it speaks for itself. So I feel like my vote should go to The Rock. So
I'm pretty similar in that category where I feel like my personal pick wouldn't be The Rock, but just it's hard to ignore like the success that he's had this past decade.
I think I'm firmly
The Emma.
stuck between Emma and Jonah.
Yeah, right now I'm between Emma Stone, Jonah Hill, and The Rock. I feel like The Rock a little bit lesser,
Uh-huh.
but I'd be lying to myself if I didn't think
We
that he'd
could
be
we could drop a
deserved on there.
tiebreaker on one of these and go back to the fucking penny of shame that I've.
The penny
got
of
it ready.
shame.
What do you think? I'm
I-
down to
I
vote
feel-
for either one of these two.
I feel like I know, like I followed more of Jonah Hill this past decade than Emma Stone.
Okay.
I only really see like what has she been in? What has she been
La La
doing?
Land is the big one
Yeah.
for me. I think she's also great in Gangster Squad, a movie that I feel
Yeah,
like
I never
is
heard of it.
critically underappreciated.
crazy stupid love.
Easy A came out this decade, believe it or not. Zombieland 2, which
wow.
you recently saw, she
Yeah.
plays, Gwen Stacy this decade.
Right.
So
Yeah, I think I'd be leaning more towards Jonah Hill this
Okay.
past decade.
all right, let's go for the coin flip on Jonah Hill and The Rock.
Let's do
So
it.
what wins, The Rock or The Hill?
I think The Rock
Kirkland,
is
what is
heads.
Jonah Hill?
Which one? What?
Which one's Jonah Hill? You did last time, Taylor.
Let's do heads.
Heads is The Hill.
Heads is the hill. There you go.
Heads is The Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Sorry, Rock.
Okay.
Sorry,
Maybe next
Rocky.
decade.
All right, so the careers of the decade, the Geekverse careers of the decade go to Kevin Feige, the MCU Grandmaster, the Kingpin. He's got the deadly hat. We got Leonardo DiCaprio, just a stellar actor. Margot Robbonius, another great. And I mean, they'd appeared in 2 movies together, so that's just a sign. And then we got Jennifer Lawrence, just multifaceted as it comes. And then Jonathan Hillsworth, who, he's got it all as well.
Mhm.
Jonathan.
Let's do best movie because for worst and most anticipated, I might just have to bow out for a little bit to deal with something. So I want to do best because I can talk about that, and then you guys can keep going. I can tag back in once I'm ready to go.
'Kay.
If not, you can finish the cast without me.
All right, let's do the best movies of the decade.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off with Inception.
I agree with Inception.
Mm-hmm.
Inception.
I agree with Inception. It's on my list.
You guys got to take over when I'm writing, Let's see. I'm going to throw Blade Runner. I love Blade Runner. One of my favorite movies this decade.
Yeah, I'll back it.
Do we got triple on there? Do we got triple? Taylor's looking at me in shame.
I have no vote.
I don't know if
I'll-
I'd back a.
If you put Blade Runner on there, I'll put Deathly Hollows in there. How's that sound? Yeah.
Are you pulling my leg?
Do you
We
for
need,
sure-
we need a third vote for
Yeah,
that.
do you have
though.
a third vote for that?
Can you guarantee me?
I don't know. Kirkland, what do you think?
I can't guarantee a vote for Deathly Hallows.
No, I'm not voting for Deathly Hollows.
Wow.
Mm.
We're
Don't
seriously
want
not
to
gonna-
lie to the man.
Seriously not going to have Blade Runner on this list, guys? Are you nuts?
I
I'll-
voted yes.
Are you
I'll-
fucking nuts?
I'll vote for Blade Runner so it's
Yeah.
on there. Yeah.
that
about
means
to
he's gonna
attack you.
cut it.
Without having to make a deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Ex Machina. Do I have backing?
I agree, but we're in the troublesome of. It's
Not
just
a
us
game.
You
two
might have to
again.
make a deal for that one.
Oh, it's just the 2 of us, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Might make a deal later.
What about Baby Driver?
Ooh.
I'll back it.
That's an interesting pick. To me, it was a top 5 of that year. I think when we're coming down to decade, it's not going to stand up with them as
Okay.
much as I love that movie.
I agree.
And I think the fact that Kevin Spacey's in it, unfortunately, brings it down a bit. Cause
So it's
he's
a
fucking freak.
long, extended no from you.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, we've talked about it.
Sure.
That has to be on there.
Has to be on.
For the fans, I'm just gonna shout out. I know everyone here is gonna be a hater, but I'm shouting it out for the fucking fans. Rogue One.
No.
Yeah, there it is. I tried, all you Star Wars fans.
Yikes.
I'll shout out The Force Awakens.
Huh.
Only reason I say is the same thing as Harrison Ford. I feel like it would have got nominated. I feel like it would have won the year we did 2015. Also because 2015 is a weaker year, but that's the only Star Wars I got when we're talking about Star Wars.
I would back it.
I could back it.
I'll back it. 4 backs.
JJ.
Next on the list is going to be. Let's see. How about I guess La La Land is kind of kicked out. I'm going to delete that off my list of them here. Disaster Artist we're not doing. What do you guys think about two movies, Wreck-It Ralph and Ralph Breaks the Internet? Either one, both of them, neither of them. What do you guys think on those two? I'm kind of curious.
That's interesting. I feel like I like the second one more.
Okay.
So, I don't know. How did the yeah,
Is it top 10 level? One of my favorite like animated movies this decade, those two.
let's get some more feedback.
These guys are pretty grovelly.
They're not the first one. The second one, I'm wavering back and forth on. I'll give it a sure for now
To
Too
to
sure.
keep it,
To
to make it a contender.
which one?
2.
The second one?
Yeah,
Ralph
yeah,
Breaks
not
the
one,
Internet?
yeah.
Okay, I'd back that.
Okay.
I'm probably going to be a no on both. I didn't find them both too enjoyable.
I'll throw another Disney movie. What about Big Hero 6? Anyone like that movie?
I like that one actually.
That was.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'll vote it.
Did you like it?
I liked it, but I wouldn't vote for
Yeah.
best decade.
You think Ralph Breaks the Internet is better than it?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
He sure does. Hereditary, my man Hereditary.
Oh fuck yeah.
I'll back you up that.
Strong horror movie.
Oh fuck yeah. Let's get that in there.
Cool.
Just get it in there.
Just squeeze it in there. Squeeze it in between Ralph and Big Hero. Or not.
Sorry.
That's okay, man. Django. Were we counting that one?
Django. I'd put Django in there.
I would agree.
Let's do it.
Unchained, not the chained version.
A classic misconception. Those two.
Django.
Gone Girl. What do you guys think of Gone Girl?
Ooh.
I think it's a great thriller with great performance from.
Yeah, I
Rosamund.
could include.
I
it.
would support that.
I would support
it
that.
had me on edge.
It had me. Not gonna say it.
I only got 3. I only got 3 or 4 of these because we talked about them earlier. But I'm gonna throw out Spider-Verse for the overall
Oh
one.
fuck yeah.
Sure.
I didn't want to put it in top 10 movies as well as comic book movies.
Oh, see, I got that, and just throw them. I also have Logan and Joker. To be
Okay.
honest, those are the only 3 I have as far as
Yeah.
put them in there. Taylor, Logan, or Joker? Are you backing anyone for overall top 10?
I'll back Joker.
but not Logan. Yeah.
What do you think on Logan?
I'd vote for both.
Vote for both.
I dropped my vote for both. I would also throw out Get Out.
I would back you.
Yeah, I could back that.
I would throw up Bumblebee. It's a movie that got an A- on Cinema Score.
Wow.
Wow, he's using the cinema.
What a
score.
fucking fact to whip out of
Yeah.
this hour tonight.
Certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
It is. Good job.
Is anyone down with that? I haven't seen
Ah,
it, so-
no.
Okay. No.
Oh no.
I'll
How
say
about
yes.
this? I know. I imagine this one's not going to get voted for by any of you guys, but Kubo and the Two Strings. I love that movie.
Dude.
Like
saw it.
cinematography wise, like
Yes.
just the stop motion aspect of it, like one of the most creative movies of the decade.
I'd vote that.
From that perspective. So
I'd vote
story
that.
is nothing like that special, I guess, but it's just it's a visual appetite, a visual
I
dinner.
wish I've seen it so I could vote yes because I do want to see that.
Travis is a no on that one. I'm
I haven't
guessing.
seen it. Nope.
It's
You haven't
really
seen it?
Nope. Just
Oh
one of
my
the ones I
God.
missed.
Wow. Yeah. Everyone go check out Kubo.
Mhm.
It's fantastic.
Same thing.
It's
I
on
may
Netflix,
get
right?
shot down. I got the big love for it,
Oh,
but it's
sure.
Toy Story 3. Kirklin, I think, hates that movie.
I'll back
so.
you up on that.
I
That
haven't
made me
rewatched
cry.
it ever since I hated it.
I haven't seen it either. So
You haven't seen Toy Story 3?
I know I rewatched 1 and 2
Wow.
recently, actually on Disney Plus. They were fine.
The other one I'll throw out for my last one I have is Mad Max, but same thing. I don't know if that would get backed.
I would back
because
it. I'd back the Max.
Taylor's gonna be a B.
I haven't
I-
seen it.
Yeah, that's a tough
Tough.
thing. So
Well, it's up to me. Anyone got any trades?
We're not at that stage yet.
I'll actually support it because it is a good movie.
it's just visually stunning. Like we obviously performances we passed over, but many people love that movie. It's hell is one of the best movies of the decade. If you look at multiple lists, it's up there, and yeah, that's all the films I got.
Okay, so as I mentioned, I kind of mentioned this before we went live on air, but I kind of want to see a comedy on this list personally. My votes would be for 21 Jump Street or Horrible Bosses. I think those are kind of the best comedies of this decade.
Fuck yeah.
I love both those movies.
I recently
I was thinking about it. I feel like 21 Jump Street might be my most watched movie this decade just because it's such an easy movie to put on and
Yeah.
it's so enjoyable. So
I recently rewatched 21 Jump Street, and man, I was like howling laughing.
it's got.
And
so
I had
many
already
great
seen it
moments.
before. Like that's
Yeah.
just how quality it is. But I think I love both those, but I'd probably be leaning more towards 21 Jump Street. I think personally.
I wouldn't put any on the one,
No.
not even because of comedy, just because I'm not gonna go. I gotta have a comedy on here. I just think if I look at all these movies, I wouldn't put those anywhere near these.
Yeah.
That's me.
Where do you feel, Taylor?
Um,
The Field.
I'd probably back you on 21 Jump Street. I just remember it being. I haven't seen it for a while, but it was just
Yeah.
hilarious. And I saw it in theaters. So,
So are you a 21
Yeah.
Jump Streeter? Okay, we'll
That's
put
fine.
that one on there.
Yeah.
what about Jurassic World?
No.
It's hard, man. It's a hard one to vote for. It's not that great. I'm just kidding. I don't know, man.
The Force Awakens of Jurassic Park movies.
Oh, I guess so.
I don't think
Different is that you have characters you glommed on in Force Awakens, and I think things made a lot more sense. Or Jurassic World, I feel like the more you watch, the more that movie crumbles and whatnot. So
That's why you just watch it once.
that to me
Don't
is not the sign of a good
That was
movie.
my path.
Yeah,
What do you guys think of Arrival?
Arrival's a big one. Yeah,
I'd vote that. Yeah.
What do you guys think of Battle Los Angeles?
God,
I haven't seen
No.
I really like that
Aaron
movie.
Eckhart?
Actually, not
It's
gonna lie.
actually
Is
fantastic.
it
I
good?
really like
guilty
that.
pleasure.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely a guilty pleasure.
it. So I guess Wolf of Wall Street, Moneyball are not applicable. Is that kind of what was been decided, or
I guess not.
no answers? All right,
I wouldn't have put them in.
Okay.
No.
that's fine. Break my heart.
I had one comedy that I wanted to throw in there because this is one that is just a good one for the decade, I would think. Daddy's Home with Mark Wahlberg and Will
Daddy's
Ferrell.
Home,
I
no.
think it's absolutely
I would vote for the
hilarious.
other guys above that fucking movie.
If you put it out, I'll vote for other guys because that's a great one too. Their
haven't seen-
chemistry is
I
just
haven't
brilliant.
seen it, so I can't vote for
You
it.
haven't seen the other guys?
No, I haven't seen Daddy's Home.
Oh. Well, I mean, if you put up a nomination for the other guys, I would vote for that as well.
I'm not that confident, but I'm not like in love with the other guys. I think it's a fun comedy. But come on, Taylor. It's,
Come on.
what do you guys think of Birdman? I guess only Travis has seen it. Kind of sounds
Yeah.
like, so that's too bad. Martian. What do you guys think of Martian? Is that on here?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
Martian.
put it on.
Back it.
I know it's probably not going to get voted on there, but I'm going to shout out Godzilla King of the Monsters. Absolutely amazing movie
Yeah,
for the Zilla
really,
fans.
really good movie. I agree. Yeah, it's pretty good. Here's a throwback. What do you guys think of Prometheus?
No, I think
Mm.
it's too messy for me to get on
Too
the
messy?
best.
I haven't watched it in a while,
Yeah.
so no.
Alien
love for
Covenant though.
I would back that. I'd back Prometheus.
Prometheus. What do you think, Mr. Field?
Taylor would back it.
I mean, here's the thing.
Keep the hat on and tell me what you mean.
Here's the thing, guys.
I'm an alien guy. I love my aliens. But for me, if I was to, I probably wouldn't put a vote for Prometheus. If I was to put a vote for something, it'd be Independence Day too.
Oh wow.
See, I feel like this keeps coming up where it's like it's completely unrelated, but
Yeah, no sense.
I don't know.
wouldn't do that one.
why? How does that make sense? What does Prometheus and Independence Day have to do with each other?
Well, I said no. Like if I was to go with an alien movie, like my alien movie of the
Alright,
decade, I'd go
okay.
with Independence Day.
Alright.
I like Prometheus, but
Good to know, Taylor. Good to know.
Here's
Thanks.
a horror movie that I think I only saw once, and it was like in 2014, so it's been a while. But what do you guys think of Babadook? Do you guys like that movie?
I would put it
Never
on.
saw
Yeah.
it.
never saw it.
Wow.
Oh,
What about
heartbreak.
the Conjuring?
Oh, the original.
Oh man,
Isn't Tony
The
Collette
original?
in there?
What?
No,
Is there
no.
not two?
There is. Yeah, I guess. I would have said Conjuring
it's like one
too,
of
though,
those
if I was talking about Conjuring
convoluted,
too.
like, series.
Okay.
The
I
devil
I
would-
thought
made
Taylor
me
would
do
be
it.
all over
I'd
that.
put a vote for Conjuring.
I would put a vote for Conjuring.
I thought you'd be all over that, Taylor. You love the Annabelle universe and the Nun and all that.
I do.
That's where the other ones came from, right?
Yeah, they all. That's like the Iron Man of the.
I review
The
everyone.
Iron Man.
You do, yeah.
What do we got going on here? I think I had one MCU one on here, Civil War. That's probably still my favorite MCU movie.
I would still back it.
We could put it on the list. Do you guys want to see it on the list or?
Why not?
What's the deal with Civil War? I mean, come on.
How about Dunkirk? What do you guys think of Dunkirk? I still haven't seen the movie again, but I think Christopher Nolan's just such a strong filmmaker.
I would
that
back that as like a
You were a big fan of that one, right?
yeah,
Dunkirk.
like film like. That's why, just like the quality of the film and
Yeah.
like how it was made. I think it's
Taylor?
Field.
I'd back it. I really enjoyed how all the different scenes kind of lined up. You didn't know in which order things were going to unfold.
Kirklin. Yeah, there you go.
You done, Kirklin?
Just
You
about.
done yet, Kirkland? Okay, I think that's gonna be most of my list. Let me just quickly zip through my shit here. Anything missing, boys? Deathly Hollows. I would vote for it personally,
I'll put it up. Deathly Hallows.
but it doesn't sound like Kirkland or
Kirkland, you want
Travis
to?
have any sort of reaction to that.
Severus.
My favorite will forever be the Chamber of Secrets, and that did not come out this decade.
The Chamber of Secrets. What do you guys think of Shutter Island? That came out this decade, believe it or not.
Never seen it, believe it or not.
You haven't seen it?
I fell asleep during it. Believe it or not.
That's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
Show us the Silver Linings Playbook. It's a great movie. Wolf of Wall Street, also a great movie. What We Do in the Shadows. I love that movie. It's so
I
good.
would put that in, to be honest.
Have
Never
you-
seen
If
it.
we're trying to
You
get
guys
a
haven't seen
comedy,
it? Oh, for your
wow.
Taika, the Taika
You
boys, you guys should
bastards.
see it.
That is
Uh,
one of the best movies of the decade.
Don't Breathe
easily.
is another good horror movie
Yep.
that came
Don't
out.
Breathe. I don't know. Like
That was disturbing.
I didn't really enjoy that one actually.
That's fair. Shape of Water's pretty good. I don't think it'd be a top 10 for me. I like Black Klansman, Green Book, Stars Born, but I don't think those are getting in there.
What about Green Hornet?
Nope.
That's a good classic
Nope.
one.
Not gonna happen.
Peak of Seth
Green
Rogen's
Hornet.
The
performance.
Okay.
peak.
Coco. What do you guys think of Coco? Have you
What a
seen
great
it?
movie.
Coco. Yeah, I would put that in there.
Coco? All right, throw Coco in there.
Yep.
And this one, I don't even know how I feel about this one. I'm still conflicted on this movie. I got to rewatch it, but Midsummer, it's tricky because these two guys haven't seen it, but
Yeah, I wouldn't. For
I think
the
it could be
decade.
there, honestly, when I rewatch it, but I'll put Coco on there.
Coco.
Any other picks, boys?
No.
I wish you guys have seen Your Name, but nobody has.
Your
so
Name?
Yeah.
Is the name of the movie?
It's an anime movie.
Mm.
It's one of the single greatest movies of the
Nerd. No. Just kidding, Kurt.
decade. Like,
You geek.
how can I
How
take
many
this
is
guy
there?
out?
21.
21.
So we got to
Biggest
cut
category.
essentially half of these.
Yep.
Let's start with some locks, maybe. To me,
Inception.
Once Upon a Time in
Inception is
Hollywood.
the easiest lock I've ever
Yeah.
seen in my life.
I'd say Once
It's my
Upon a Time in
favorite movie
Hollywood
this
is.
Oh, we're back to this versus.
I'd also lock Hollywood, I think. Oh, that's so hard to say.
Actually, I'd say my number one is Spider-Verse.
Really? Okay.
I am on that band. I'm not on.
But-
that's not my number one. But I'm on the bandwagon to lock it.
Well, we got 2 votes on Inception, 2 on Spider-Verse.
I'd be a lot
What do you guys
more
think?
inclined to vote for Spider-Verse like Instalock if we didn't do the movies or comic book movies.
That was for the demographic, though. You know, I'm still thinking for the decade.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. How do you feel about Inception, Mr. Field? Is it lock-worthy?
I would lock it.
You'd lock it? We have
Yeah.
3 locks.
Yeah, I didn't really like
locked.
say that right away, but
Taylor is locked. It's locked.
I'm going to write them over here.
Inception.
I think next on that list for me would be Arrival.
Oh yeah,
That's one for me.
Yeah, I could back that
I'd vote
booty
that.
up.
I'd back it.
Back that booty up.
Back the lock.
Well, you got
You
3
get no
votes.
votes.
You get 3 votes.
All
so
right,
it
Taylor,
doesn't
you start
matter.
the conversation next. What one's a lock for you in this? In the 10 of the
Lock for me.
decade? Yeah,
Django is just fucking chained.
sure, it's up there. I would lock it.
He was at the start of the movie.
I'd lock it.
I'd vote for it,
I'd lock
even
it.
though it's not my favorite Tarantini.
Tarantini.
Yeah.
I would also lock Hollywood. I don't know if we're there yet. Maybe we'll wait a little bit since Taylor.
How
hasn't
about
seen it.
Joker? Joker's a good
What about
lockable.
I
Hereditary?
would lock it.
Oh man, I gotta think about that one some more. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kirkland. I hate to do this to you. I'd like to kick Big Hero 6. I like it, but I don't think it's quite on the tier with the rest of these.
I would take out Ralph at
I'll
the same time.
Take out Big
I'm
Hero
fine
6.
with
I take them both out.
I'll take
I'm
'em
fine
both.
with it. Okay, clear out the board a little bit. And in that same
Boom.
vein, oh man, I liked Dunkirk.
Yank it.
I still have only seen it once, so maybe that's tricky. But I think I might kick Dunkirk out.
Then Kirkland.
Yeah, I didn't vote for it in, so I'm down to
Kick out Dunkirk.
sink that ship.
Simplify our
Done do
board.
it.
Don't do it.
Done do it.
Oh,
Done it.
you sound like a soundboard there. Done do it.
Oh, what about Gone Girl? Everybody love that movie.
I would lock that one in.
It's not a lock, but it's on the higher echelon for me.
'Kay. So not an instant lock yet. What about Get Out? That was a perfect movie.
Perfect
I
movie.
don't think that's a
Wow. Threw the P word out. Perfect movie.
Yeah, that one's tricky because remember I did not like that movie when I first saw it, and I've liked it more every time since. Not that I'd say it's a perfect movie. I think it's a really really solid movie. Like I can't lock it. That's just such a big ass.
Who's is anyone locking it at this point other than me?
Which one?
Get Out.
It's higher echelon like Gone Girl for me, so I'm possibly
Not
there.
an insta lock yet.
I'm almost there.
We'll revisit.
Almost
we'll
lock.
revisit. What about Logan? Everybody love that movie by Taylor.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I absolutely love that movie. So is that 3 locks?
Oh man, I can't lock it yet. This is a hard list, man. We got so
Ooh.
much strong stuff on here. Speaking of
Interesting.
not strong stuff, I would cut Force Awakens. I think it's a solid movie, but I think that's just about it. I think it's just a solid movie.
I don't know if I would cut
I
It's
it.
don't
not even
cut
your
that
favorite
yet.
Star Wars movie this decade.
It's
But he could still like it
Yeah.
better than these movies on the
yeah,
list.
that's
and that's where I am, because
exactly
there's a
it.
lot
I
of.
know. I was trying to play dirty.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
You
'Cause,
caught me
yeah.
red-handed.
Because how many we have now? We got 3, so we need 7 more.
Hereditary.
Hereditary. Yeah, it's not insta lock for me either.
It's not an instant lock for me either.
Travis, what's your insta locks right
Tricky.
now?
I'm pretty solidified, but like obviously it sounds biased, but like those 3 comic book movies, it's kind of like the Avengers earlier. But I just have more. Coco. Yeah, the rest of these are good. You guys are on the 21 Jump Street. You guys can talk about that. I'm on the Insta kick out because I just don't even think it's. I just think the filmmaking compared to these ones, I don't get there. My Insta lock would be Mad Max, but I think that's gonna get eliminated because not enough people have seen it. So I've come to terms that that's gonna get killed. So if you guys want to kill that one right now, you can.
That was quite a mouthful.
Yeah.
I think 21 Jump Street's a really well done movie. It's really funny. It's got great characters in it. I think it's a different kind of comedy too, because it takes on those fourth wall elements in an interesting way, like commenting on the fact that it is a comedy and it is a remake, and how how many movies are just cheap remakes these days, and it kind of incorporates that into the humor of the movie as well. So I think it's really good. I obviously do have that for some reason. I just really want to see one comedy on this list, just because I think it's an important genre that maybe doesn't get enough love. I think my one lockety is Blade Runner. I'd lock that one in a heartbeat, but I know that's one. It's gonna be really tricky to get that one on here.
Yeah.
Taylor Kirkland, any locks?
I have a couple locks I could throw out right
Sure.
now. My hard locks would be Hollywood, Spider-Verse, Logan right now. Those are my dead set locks.
I could lock Hollywood,
Okay. What about you, Travis?
so we need to wait. we need
I'm
Travis
not on
to lock
board
that
yet. It's that thing where there's too much on the board yet for me to be locking.
Okay.
Maybe we should cut some stuff.
Yeah, I think get rid of Mad Max.
I
Yeah.
guess these two haven't seen it, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
And so
Yeah.
yeah, I can cut it. That's fine. I would also cut Civil War because yes, it is my favorite MCU movie, but I think these 3 do something a little more special in terms of comic book movie. So I'd cut Civil War from that perspective, I guess.
I'd agree, and plus the other 3 are a bit more standalone. Logan,
I just
you
think
have the history,
yeah, like
but
these 2, Logan and Joker, you just get like some next level performances, like
Yeah,
amazing
yeah.
performances of the decade. And then Spider-Verse is just so unique, having that comic book style and taking like a kind of a weird wonky storyline and doing it really well, and also focusing on a non-Peter Parker and actually making that. Well, I guess Peter Parker's in there quite a bit,
Yeah.
but still, I think it's quite a strong movie. So I'd cut Civil War. Is the point of my conversation.
What about you, Taylor?
I cut it. My
Yeah, I can
lock,
agree.
7 lock picks right now.
7. He's
Yeah,
gonna lay
that's
us.
heavy,
He's gonna
man.
lay out the big.
So
cock.
Force Awakens, Hereditary, Spider-Verse, Logan, Joker, Martian, and Conjuring.
Wow, he
you say
locked
Logan?
Logan. Look at that.
So are we locking Logan then? We're locking in Logan in?
Um,
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing here too. I'm writing down my 7 to
I
see
need
what's
a
going on.
minute here.
1,
I think we
2,
could cut
3,
Coco.
4, 5.
Visually, one of the best movies. I think story-wise, it's nothing to write home about.
Okay.
Also might be taken away because of the fact that I watched on an airplane, so I didn't get the full screen
Yeah.
scenario. But I still think it was a great movie. What do you guys think on Coco?
It's on the bubble for me, but I still have it higher than Martian. I got it higher than Hereditary. I got it higher than 21. I got it higher than Conjuring, and I think it's gonna tie and Get Out for me. So it's more the middle tier, but I still like it more than a lot on the board.
All right. Yeah.
I'm down to
Um,
lock once to get some movement going on.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lock some Hollywood. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it.
Thank you, sir. So I'm looking at this. I have 2 kind of guaranteed locks for me. That would be Blade Runner and Gone Girl.
All right, Gone Girl.
I think those are 2 very strong, unique movies. And in terms of cutting, I think at this point I could cut Conjuring. I kind of made my peace against Coco. I'm not offended if 21 Jump Street gets cut.
Yeah.
I'd like it, but I can understand why people don't consider it up there, just because it is a comedy and that's not seen as good as other stuff for some reason.
I see. That's where I disagree. Like something like they didn't see what we do in the shadows. I think there's comedies. Just for me, I just think they do some things good in there, but I don't think it reaches the heights of a best of the year, sure, best of the decade.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess I think it's like my most rewatched movie.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's like it's just a very joyful experience.
I don't think Conjuring
That's
should
like
get
my
cut.
Ragnarok of the decade.
I don't think Conjuring should get cut. I feel like that just really set the bar for.
Can you give me a quick reminder of Conjuring? Because I know I've seen it, but it's been a few years.
It's where
That's the one with Darth Maul out the window, right?
No, that's
it's
Insidious.
Insidious.
So the Conjuring is
Okay,
when
see,
that
I get
family
so
they go to
confused.
like that old like farmhouse or whatever, and then like Ed and Lorraine
Ed
Warren,
Moses is in there.
Ed Moses, the two the two demonologists basically or whatever come into the house and they perform an exorcism because there's like a demonic witch that possesses the mom and like pulls the kid underneath the baseboards of the movie. Like it gets
wow,
real
you just
freaky.
jumped right to the ending. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just not. It's not like I think I'm confusing it with Insidious, and that's a bad thing. I don't know.
In Kirkland, you
I'm
haven't
just
seen
a little
Conjuring?
foggy on it.
I have seen it.
Unfortunately.
Okay, where are you lying on it?
I think it's one of the best horror movies I've seen of this
Mhm.
decade. But it's not the most memorable film. Maybe that's just. When did that come out? Like early in the decade?
I think 2013ish,
Okay,
something
so
like that.
Probably,
2012?
yeah.
The early half.
Yeah, I'm in
Um,
the. I know it might not make it. I'm in the camp that I think it's the best horror film of this decade, but obviously there's lots of stuff on there.
What do you think about Hereditary and Conjuring though? Because those are like the two horror movies on here.
Yeah, if I had to pick, it's Conjuring. I think
Okay.
The Conjuring is just, a bit more enjoyable. I think Hereditary, I've always said there's some fat you could trim off that movie, some stuff you don't
Okay.
need. It has the acting over it, has the visuals, but visuals are pretty on par. They do some great stuff in Conjuring. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
Conjuring's more like straight ahead horror, whereas
Yeah, yeah.
Heredity's more unsettling.
Yeah.
and makes
It's like a
you,
slow burn.
And I'm
makes
not-
you feel fucked up.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying they both have to go. I'm just saying when you ask me that question of
yeah.
either or.
I'm just
yeah.
trying to get a gauge here.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So
Kirkland, where do you feel on
we need
Force
to cut half of
Awakens?
these. That's crazy.
Wow.
I
It's
know.
so hard.
Mhm.
I was kind of hoping to get to Force Awakens later
Okay.
because I really love that movie and like the just the impact that movie had on like bringing back Star Wars for the first time in like decades.
Mhm.
But I don't know, when you compare it to some of these films on here, it's tough.
Travis,
I
where
don't
are
know if
you-
I can see it on
Travis, where are you on Blade Runner?
I think it's more in the maybe like 7 to 10ish, but I'm wanting to lock it, but I just get scared of what is locked and what isn't locked. But I'm more on the side of locking it. And Taylor, did you say that was in one of your 7 Blade Runner or no?
It's for me right now. It's not a lock. It was not in my 7.
Okay, so we don't even have the numbers.
Sketchy.
Okay.
Well, he hasn't seen it, right?
Who?
I've seen Blade Runner.
Yeah, you
I'm the
reviewed
one
it
that
with us.
hasn't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think you gave it a 10, Taylor.
Holy shit.
So what about Martian? We haven't really talked about that one.
I really like that movie. I could see it getting cut.
Yeah.
Same thing as Hereditary versus Conjuring. If I'm doing space movie versus space movie, Blade Runner. Blade Runner is not exactly space, but it's that type of sci-fi, high concept. I go that route more. Like I
Okay.
said, I don't think they don't both need to go, but if I'm just creating conversation. What
Yeah.
about Get Out? You guys haven't. We talk about horror movies. Don't really talk about Get Out. I think I
I-
love it for the uniqueness of it and the style and everything like
Yeah.
that. Some great performances.
I absolutely love that movie and I want it to get locked because there's so many layers to it as well. Like I watched a solid YouTube video just breaking down like the hidden meanings that are in it and like just the little stuff that Jordan Peele threw into that movie, like attention to detail. I just think it's just a masterpiece. So
Mhm.
I want that on there. It's a really unique take on horror movies too.
This is getting really tricky. This is so hard. We still have to cut 60. That's
Okay,
fucked.
so let's do
Holy shit.
everybody. Let's do this conversation. Everyone say what their number one lock is right now. I would go for myself. I would say I'd say Joker. Logan's kind of close to it, but I'd say Joker's my number one. What is your guys' number one lock?
My number one right now is Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. Okay, Taylor, number one lock.
Force Awakens.
Dylan.
Blade Runner.
Okay, number one cut for everybody. Mine's 21.
I'd back that at this
I
point.
would go. Oh fuck me! This is so hard. If you're also voting 21, then let's just get rid of it
Okay.
for simplicity's sake. What's your guys' new number one cut?
I think Martian.
Mine's between these two.
Or
Actually, I think I'd cut Martian.
Yeah,
I think
I'd
it's
say
one cut.
Martian.
I can back you on Martian.
Let's get rid of Martian. Okay, we cleared out 2, boys. We did it. We're doing it.
Taylor, you go next. What's your cut?
don't say it.
Well, I haven't
Don't
seen
say
I
it.
haven't seen Coco, so I can't say anything on there.
Okay, so cut Coco.
I'd probably I'm looking at this right now. Like, I like Get Out more than Gone Girl. I'm kind of looking at them as kind of like a similar
Really?
kind of tone, and
Really?
yeah, I'd probably cut
Oh,
Gone
shit.
Girl.
I don't know if I'm on that bandwagon. I love Coco though.
I love Coco
I
as
love all
well.
Coco's
these
a great
movies
movie.
now.
I do
My
too,
weakest is Hereditary. That's mine. If I have to pick a gun to my head.
I could see it.
Yeah,
I
Hereditary.
could see it.
Dylan, what do you like more, Hereditary or Gone Girl?
Gone Girl, easily.
Okay.
Gone Girl's my number 2 on the list.
Woo, number 2.
What about you?
Voted for Gone Girl.
Okay.
Let's get rid of Hereditary. Simplify our board.
Look at us go. We are
1,
flying.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to cut 3 more movies.
'Kay.
Or lock 6 movies.
I think it's easier.
This
to
is
cut 'cause
where-
then we can do the voting at the end.
This is where it gets to the point that we have to have a Force Awakens staying on there. I think, I don't know, with the other stuff on there,
It's tricky. It's
I could see it
Taylor's
getting
number one.
cut. It is Taylor's number 1, so I don't want to do you dirty like that.
He's been done dirty before.
What do you
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like, Kirkland, on
Radcliffe.
Coco?
I really fucking love that movie.
Yeah,
It's really good.
Visually, like
Visually, it's
possibly the
amazing.
Best
Yeah.
visual movie this year. This decade.
Are we breaking up any of those guys? They've been sitting together pretty.
Yeah,
Comfortably.
I don't know. Yes, they're all very different comic book movies. I don't know if we need all 3 of them. By the same token, we already have 2 like Tarantino movies, so it's like, what does that even mean? You know, we have like 3 fucking Leo movies, so it's like, I don't know. Okay, so we all picked our number 1. I'm gonna just maybe we could do some marks. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's gonna help.
Mark on Spider-Verse, Mark on Blade Runner, Force Awakens, and
Is that gonna help us though? Should we try to make some cuts, or should we try to solidify our picks?
oh gosh. Okay.
Movies of the decade. Okay, I
It's
got
so
a gun to
hard.
my head. If I cannot pick one of these, what would it be?
I would be down. So I'll just. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go for it.
No, go, because I don't want to say Get Out, but that's where my head's pointing. I'm going rewatchability, right? What do I want to rewatch more? What I'm more interested in? Get Out does have that, but I think I have something very different. I don't know. That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, man.
Because for me, the 3 that are circling right now, I'm trying to figure out between Gone Girl, Conjuring, Get Out. Like, they're kind of horror thrillerish. I'm trying to figure out like what I like the most there. Conjuring's like this really mainstream, but then Gone Girl's really cerebral, but then Get Out the thinker. So it's like it's hard to get rid of one because they're all doing something different. It's not like they're all 3 slashers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's why I was gonna get rid of Get Out, but then I don't know. And same thing for the comic book ones. I've said those were kind of stuck for me. And then Force Awakens is tough because I love that movie. Blade Runner, I love that movie. And then Coco's so colorful.
We're simple.
Should we do something if we're this stuck? Like everyone do like an order? Like that's my 1, that's my 2, and then try and find like an average or something?
Gosh. Okay.
Well,
What if you can
we
pick?
could do this based on cuts.
What if you can pick 2 that you'd keep?
Pick 2. Okay.
You
Joker
keep 2?
Logan.
Okay, so Travis's Joker Logan. I would be Spider-Verse, and fuck man.
Not easy, is it now?
Logan's so good. It's between Logan or Get Out right now. I'd say Get Out.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Awakens, Conjuring.
Oh no!
No.
And then we got Blade Runner. And
You
then
give me too much power.
Okay, so
I mean, yeah, like this.
okay,
So
so
I feel
no.
Coco
Coco's
though,
out.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry.
Okay,
I hate
nice.
that. Yeah,
We
we
did
got
it.
one down.
That's quite the process.
Do we do that again? Well, I guess because no one voted for Coco, right?
Pick 3 that
No
you'll
one
keep.
Pick
for
3.
Coco.
Yeah, everyone picks
Yeah.
3. Do that and see what has the least votes. Just break it down.
Add a third one. in
Yeah,
there.
so I'm
Okay.
gonna vote Spider-Verse, Get Out, and Logan.
I thought we were just adding one more point.
That's what he means.
Oh, I guess.
Oh,
that.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
voted those 2. Before.
I would go Spider-Verse next.
Taylor Field of Fields.
Remember, you can't vote for.
You
you
look a
voted
little
already.
nervous.
As he's about to throw another one on Force Awakens.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Force
do.
Awakens. So this is like your third. What's your third best in this?
Joker.
Okay. Wow, or just this happening again?
So I'm scared. I'm scared right now. I'm seeing these comic book boys, and they all got their double votes, and I'm just scared. I think I'm not going to vote for Conjuring. I'll tell you that much. I'm not going to vote for Force Awakens.
'Kay.
So it's kind of between those 4 up there now. Holy shit. I think I'm not gonna vote for Get Out because it was a movie that has had to age on me, and I really didn't like it the first time I saw it, and I have to take that into account here, for whatever reason. So the question is, what comic book movie do I vote for? And I think I'm gonna throw a bone to Logan.
Bone to Logan. So do we lock Logan now? Because that is
Yeah,
3.
let's lock Logan.
Logan's locked. Logan Locky. Got it.
Yeah.
So we have
Slow
5.
down.
We still need to
You wanna erase-
we still
erase
need
that
to
Logan
take
there?
out some. So we got Spider-Verse, Joker 2, and then we got the rest of them all with 1 vote.
So now what?
Well, what were the votes? Who voted for Logan? I guess that's not totally.
I did.
You did, and Travis did, right?
And then you
And then
just
you
did
did.
now,
I
right?
did as well.
Mhm.
So, well, how many do we have left? We have to do
We need
5
5.
more, and there's 7 movies left. So we have to cut 2. Can we cut Conjuring?
I don't know
Is
if I
that
want to cut it because
No?
it's, compared to like Gone Girl, Get Out, and Conjuring for me, Conjuring is the one that I could watch again and again and again. I feel like it holds its own as being just terrifying. And the fact that Hereditary is gone now, like that was Hereditary and Conjuring were 2 I was rooting for, but now I'm pretty much just rooting for Conjuring.
Well, you still got Force Awakens. Don't play the sob story over there.
Yeah.
I will throw a vote to eliminate The Conjuring. That's where I
I'll
am
vote.
now.
I'll eliminate Conjuring.
Let's flip a coin, Kirkland. Keep it.
Because what would you?
Wanna
So
flip that
we said
coin.
Conjuring. What out of this list? What would you get rid of
Yeah.
right now, Taylor? And then
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl.
Can we
Kirkland.
start from scratch here?
Yeah. Maybe erase all these. So we have 2 for Conjuring, 1 for Gone Girl, and Kirkland is deciding.
Wait. So your vote is Conjuring, Travis?
Yeah.
Your vote is.
Gone Girl.
And this is to be eliminated.
To be eliminated. Yeah. Be cut.
I actually think my primary vote is Force Awakens.
To be eliminated.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
'Kay.
do that.
I'm gonna double down on Force Awakens then.
So we just remove it.
Yeah.
Just erase it.
Wow, Taylor, look what happened there.
See you later, Force Awakens. So
I don't
now
know
I would've
how
took that
I don't know
back. I
how
wouldn't
that
have-
happened. What just happened?
'Cause, yeah, I would have rather Gone Girl than Force Awakens then.
Okay. Well.
Than to flip it, to be honest. We've done that before. I wouldn't. We erased pretty
Dylan
quickly
tricked
there.
you.
We erased pretty quickly there.
I told you from the beginning, my 2 to get rid of were Conjuring. and
But
Force
we were just
Awakens.
doing 1 vote, and then you did say you were going Conjuring at one point. That's why I backed you because you were
Well,
talking.
you said I'd cut it, and I said yeah, I'd cut it too, but then I'd cut that one more.
I would still flip to Gone Girl and flip between Gone Girl and Force
Flip a
Awakens.
coin.
I'm not flipping a coin for fucking.
Get
Force
the
Awakens.
loony
I
out.
am, yeah, because I'm not. I'm not ready to leave Force Awakens
Okay.
yet.
So Gone Girl's out.
Well, no, it's if it's tied with if you 2 are Force Awakens and me and Taylor are Gone Girl, it's a tie.
Oh gosh.
Kirkland, what is Gone Girl? Heads or tails?
God. Heads.
It's Gone Girl. So there you go.
She's removed.
What's happening?
No, she stays.
Okay.
Yeah, she's.
I'm so confused.
Scroll
What's
up.
So who's
happening?
staying?
Gone Girl's staying. Force Awakens is gone. Force Awakens lost the flip. So there you go. Gone Girl's in the. Well, Gone Girl's not in, but it's not cut.
So we're pretty damn close. We just have to cut 1 more movie.
Really?
So erase his pluses and we'll start again. Everyone vote for your cut.
Now I'd vote to get rid of Conjuring. Taylor or Kirkland hasn't said who he's voting for yet.
I said Conjuring.
Oh, you did? Okay, then
that's a
sorry,
me
Who's your
too.
vote, Taylor?
It doesn't fucking matter anymore.
It doesn't, but I want to know who it was.
It'd still be Gone Girl.
Yeah.
There you go.
I lost Star Wars and Conjuring.
I know, I'm sorry.
Kaput.
I tried to fight Stars, but
All
hey,
right.
we had a lot of coin flips go our way. It just wasn't that one. Star Wars still does not
That
have
was quite the
movie
battle. That was
nominated.
quite the battle. Movies of the decade. Your Golden Geek movies of the decade nominees. Number 1. Oh, these are not ordered, but Inception, Arrival, Django Unchained, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Logan, Spider-Verse, Joker, Get Out, Gone Girl, and Blade Runner. Runner of the Blades.
Okay.
Happy to see that guy in there.
Yeah.
You guys doing
I'm
worst
happy.
of or anticipate? You can write that. I'll be back in a bit. If not, finish
Sure.
without me.
We're going to do some worst movies of the decade.
Ooh. Let's
We'll
do
just do 5 for these. Do you want to
Yeah.
erase some stuff? Oh man, this has been a long session.
It's been very
This
long.
might be our longest
very
cast of all
long.
time.
I think I would agree. Especially if you can consider like the video game decade
Yeah.
and game part 1 and 2. Or I guess
What do you guys got?
Worst movies? I have The Circle. I have Slenderman, Go check out our Slenderman review. That was fun. Me and Travis did.
Have you seen Slenderman?
I have not. I would agree with The Circle. The only movie I have that I can think
Sorry,
of
did
that
you
I
ever
hate.
did you see The Circle?
I did.
How bad was it?
Not good. It was it was really bad.
So you thought it was okay?
Well, I don't think it was good.
It's quite
Okay.
bad.
The only other movie I can think of that I hated was probably Jigsaw, just because the experience.
I would vote Jigsaw.
Just
Um,
for the experience,
Yeah.
not the film.
guy next to me just ruined the whole experience for me. I don't have any other hated movies though.
I have.
Mr. Positive.
I don't know. Probably controversial. Is Justice League considered like the worst movie of the decade?
I'd
I feel like that's a little extreme, but yeah, I'll throw it on there. I had it on my list. Let's see. Where are these terrible?
I got some for you here.
I had The Last Airbender
I haven't
as
seen
well.
it.
That's
Is
the
that
live
this
action.
decade?
I could be wrong, but I thought so.
Maybe double
No
check that.
way that's this decade.
Okay, let's check.
Taylor is strongly against it being part of this decade. Green Lantern.
Oh yeah, that's
Green
a good
Lantern,
one.
throw it
That's
in
a good
there.
one. Even my mom hated that movie, and like, my mom's usually like, "Oh, I like all these movies," but yeah, 2010, The Last Airbender.
No shit.
Yeah,
Is that in there?
put
Yeah,
that in there.
throw it in there.
That was fucking terrible. 5% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
You can't make that shit
was
up. That's a
not-
single digit.
It was a terrible adaptation.
Quite bad. Rampage, Warcraft, Assassin's Creed, 3 video game movies. What do you guys think?
Get the Rampage in there.
I think Rampage.
Probably Death Note should be on there, eh?
Death Note was
I
horrible.
forgot about Death Note.
Fucking
completely.
horrible movie.
I never saw it, but I wanted to throw it out
Death
there.
Note, Rampage.
Death Note Rampage, yeah. I had Ghost in a Shell too. That one was fucking terrible. All these anime adaptations.
I think Ghost in the Shell at least had some good visual stuff to it. So
Okay.
I wouldn't quite vote that one. What do you guys
Okay.
think of Warcraft or Assassin's Creed?
I haven't seen either of those. I haven't seen either of those, but I heard they're
You haven't
terrible.
seen Assassin's Creed?
No.
Keep it that way.
Should I?
Keep it that way.
I was gonna say I thought you were gonna say you can borrow my steel case.
Hobbit 2 and Hobbit 3. What do you guys think?
Oh,
Are they
never seen.
worthy
Never
of
seen Hobbit.
worst?
They've got a lot of moments that I enjoyed.
They do have
so
good moments,
I
right?
don't know if I could put them in
Yeah,
there.
okay. Kong Skull Island. I don't think it's quite
No.
on this level.
No, I liked it.
My most disappointing movie of all time, Incredibles 2. But is it really the worst movie of the decade? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Is that up here? Is it that bad? Or
Yeah, I'd back you up on that.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. It was a little bit of a letdown.
What else I got? I have Justice League. I wrote Thor: Dark World, but like it's not that bad, I guess. BVS. What do you guys think about BVS?
I wouldn't.
I
think
wouldn't.
I enjoyed
That's
it.
Ad Astra.
No, you won't get that from me.
That's hilarious.
Fantastic Beasts, the second one. The first one is a fine movie. The second one I think is just a disaster.
Abysmal.
The script is fucking garbage.
Never seen it.
It was bad, but I won't put it on there. I like the second
Okay.
one more than the first.
I haven't seen Skyscraper. Have you guys seen Skyscraper?
I fell asleep during that.
I had the circle on here. I spelt it wrong, thankfully. Zoolander 2, Anchorman 2. What do you guys think of those? Are they worse?
Anchorman 2 came out this decade?
It did, yeah.
Oh my god, that was
either of
horrible.
them.
Not quite that level. Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that was bad. That was really, really bad.
Yeah.
Pirates 5, most recent Pirates movie.
I like Pirates.
I
Five.
thought
I thought it was
didn't
okay.
hate it at the time.
I didn't
so
hate
we'll
it.
leave
No.
Have you guys seen Lone Ranger? Like that movie?
The
I was
Lone
making some of this
Ranger.
list with Connor, and he shouted that one
Oh,
out.
I love The Lone Ranger. That was a
Yikes.
good movie.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
And here's two more that I don't know where Taylor's gonna land on these, but two Adam Sandler Netflix originals, Ridiculous 6, and then which I might consider the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life, The Do-Over. Have you guys seen these?
I can't remember The Do-Over, but I watched it. Ridiculous 6.
The Do-Over
That
is like that.
fucking great.
It's like a spy movie, I guess, with Adam Sandler and David
Oh,
Spade.
Right.
Terrible movie.
I don't think I hated it when I watched
Oh,
it,
I
but
need
I mean,
Travis in the room.
I wouldn't be opposed to you putting it up there.
Put it
Ridiculous 6, I don't think I can agree with because I was laughing a lot at that. With Taylor Lautner and all them.
I liked Sandy Wexler, but not these other fucking ones. So that was kind of my shout outs of worst movies.
Yeah, we went through my list.
Okay. So we're gonna have 5 nominees here. The ones we have on the board are The Circle, Jigsaw, Justice League, Green Lantern, Last Airbender, Death Note, Rampage, Warcraft, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, Fantastic Four, and The Do-Over. Where do we start? Do we knock them off, or do we? Because how many do we have in total? We have 5,
I haven't. Yeah, I was gonna say
11. So
I haven't seen Death Note. I feel like the consensus is pretty.
it's a bad movie. It's very
very bad.
forgettable, so it's hard for me to remember. But it's quite bad. It's quite bad.
It is quite bad.
Last Airbender.
I
is
I feel like
quite
we all
bad.
really kind of hate the circle. Should we just put
Yeah,
the circle
Let's
in there?
circle in there.
I would be happy if it's.
I just remember the circle so vividly because like Kirklin, like you'll definitely shit on the movie here or there, but you're usually generally a positive guy,
Yeah.
not like Taylor positive, like dropping tens on all these
Yeah.
movies, but like when it came to the circle, you're like, man, this is just the worst movie I've ever seen. So I think the circle is up there.
That was Tom Hanks, wasn't it?
It was.
Oh,
It
Jesus
was.
Christ.
John Boyega was in there too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The whole crew.
It was even
Yeah, Karen Gillan was
yeah,
in it.
Karen Gillan was in
She
there.
was actually, I'd say, the best part, but even her character doesn't
Yeah.
make much sense. So
No.
I'd say Fantastic Four should go in there too. I think it was such a letdown.
That's
of a
fantastic.
movie. Yeah.
yeah, that movie's a mess too because you can even see like because they did do so many reshoots, like
And the time jump.
the late that fucking time jump. But like the girl who plays Sue Storm, like different scenes, she has like different wigs on and stuff.
Oh
and it's, like,
no.
noticeably bad. So
Mhm.
I would say that one's like worthy.
That could go on there,
Yeah.
yeah. That's really bad. What about Last Airbender? Has everyone seen that?
It was definitely a letdown. Like the anime is so good, and that
Oh,
show
yeah,
just
that's
it had a couple moments where I liked, but it was just like they ruined it.
It's
you know?
abysmal.
I don't think Justice League is bad. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Never mind. I was going to try and make a case to not have it cut, but it might not. It might be on there. Rampage, the most forgettable movie of all time. What do you guys think? On
Never seen it. I might have seen it actually. Just
Taylor?
for
You're not feeling it.
I
I don't think Scary Stories is as bad as the other stuff on here.
yeah.
Is it good? No.
I would. I don't know. I'd put Rampage over Scary Stories. I mean, Scary
about-
Stories
Yeah. Okay.
didn't really have. It wasn't good. Warcraft wasn't even that good either. It was so. Blah.
Yeah. Warcraft's a big mess. These are all just shit movies, huh?
Assassin's Creed didn't make the list, eh?
Thank fuck.
Well, Taylor's not going to vote for Assassin's Creed. He doesn't want to see that.
Yeah, that's
That
right.
in the worst category. Where are we all feeling on this? Come on, we need to make some decisions.
Yeah.
I'd be fine
feel-
allowing Last Airbender if you really feel that
Yeah.
strongly about it.
I'd very much-
I'd feel. I would. Well, compare Last Airbender to. You know, you got your Green Lantern and Jigsaw. Like Jigsaw was just such a letdown. I think there was a lot
Yeah.
of hype surrounding that, and it was just such a
Yeah.
abysmal turnout.
We did a whole retro for that. and it was
Yeah,
just an
and-
awful movie.
And it was all for nothing now. So
I guess my number one pick is Do Over.
'Kay.
I'll
poss-
back you up on
Possibly the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
it. I'll trust.
I'll
what
take you
say.
up on that.
Should we allow
Yeah,
it?
Put
I
it
know,
on.
I know Travis also shares that sentiment with me.
yeah,
So
that's
possibly
perfect.
the worst movie ever.
So that's 2 votes plus Taylor. I haven't seen it, but I agree with you guys. What about Jigsaw?
I'd make a case for Jigsaw. That should go up. It was just the dead. I speak for the dead. You know, that just sums up everything.
I speak for the fucking dead. Yeah, that one could go up there. Green Lantern's bad, but I don't think it's quite on this tier. Maybe. What do you guys think of Green Lantern?
I don't think it's. I mean, I could watch it again every like 7 to 10 years.
7 to 10 years.
That's more frequently than I would
Yeah.
watch fucking Scary Stories to tell on my ass. Oh man, these are all such bad movies.
Rampage, Warcraft, and Scary Stories are all 3 that I think are bad. I would watch like. Well, even that Death Note is terrible. I wouldn't want to watch that. That was a
This is,
struggle. to
Which
get through.
movie's so bad that you wouldn't rewatch no matter what?
I wouldn't Jigsaw. At this point, I would not watch
What about you?
Jigsaw again.
I don't want to watch any of these movies.
Oh,
ever.
Slenderman wasn't even on there.
You're the only one who's seen it.
Oh, I
If
guess.
Travis is in the room, things would change.
If I had to pick 2 movies
Fuck.
that I would not ever watch again, it'd be Death Note and Jigsaw. The other ones I could do with watching again.
Let's do this. You vote for the 2 you want to see on the list. Worst movies. Vote for your 2.
Jigsaw and Death Note.
It's tough because I haven't seen Death Note, but I know how bad it is. I haven't seen majority of these movies. I'd do Last Airbender. And can I vote for things I haven't seen?
Yeah,
Like
you can
Death
do whatever you
Note?
want.
I was just gonna throw out Death Note. I've seen the anime and I don't want to see the live action.
So I get a couple votes here. Where do I want to throw my votes? I'm not going to put on Scary Stories or Warcraft. I would want to put one on Rampage, and I'm going to put one on Rampage. And then I'm not going to vote for Justice League either. I'm going to erase these other ones just to simplify.
Okay.
So where's my second vote going? I could straight up end the list right here, or I
You
could just
could-
triple
you
down
could.
on Death Note. Death Note's pretty fucking bad. Let's be real.
Triple down on Death Note.
I'm gonna triple
Just do it.
triple kill.
The hat trick on Death Note. So
Perfection.
now we revote.
Okay, so we have one more pick. It's between Jigsaw, Last Airbender, and Rampage. Everyone gets one vote. Where's your vote going?
I'll vote for the one movie I've seen, which is The Last Airbender.
I'm gonna do my one vote on Jigsaw.
And you're gonna do Rampage.
No.
Your Rampage is fucking garbage.
But it makes sense if we get one more vote.
And you have seen Jigsaw, right?
We all get one more vote. Where's your next vote going? I haven't seen Last Airbender. Mine's going to Jigsaw.
Mine would go to Rampage.
Oh God, guys. Okay, last.
So now it's down to Kirkland. You got to pick between Jigsaw and Rampage because you already voted Last Airbender.
Well, you've seen Jigsaw,
I have. It's bad. It's very bad. Rampage also very bad.
and Rampage worse.
Rampage is the most forgettable movie
I'm gonna-
of my life.
I'm just gonna throw Jigsaw on there.
It's a big disappointment, but also it's like, it's just bad. I don't know.
I'm gonna say Jigsaw because I
Yeah.
hate Saw.
There we go.
I hate the Saw franchise. So
Look at that.
Our top 5 worst movies of the decade nominees are The Circle, Fantastic Four, The Do-Over, Death Note, and Jigsaw. That is quite the list of fucking garbage fire.
Travis will get a kick out of that when he
Oh, yeah.
sees.
He'll be happy with it, I think.
you'll be surprised Slenderman's not on there, but he should have been here.
I'm just writing these down so we have them for the future. Do-Over. Okay, so we got one more category, and then we're fucking going home, boys. It's a long one. Death Note. And Jigsaw. Yeah. One more category.
What is our last category?
Most anticipated
All right.
of just like, I guess, announced movies or 2020. I guess just announced. This is kind of the same as Golden Geeks for 2019, is it not? It's kind of the same thing.
You wrote it on the calendar, most anticipated. So I thought, yeah, it's
Did I write that for Golden Geeks though, or for the
on the 2020 calendar. So that was for Golden Geeks.
That's for
I'm
Golden
pretty
Geeks.
sure.
I don't think we actually need to do this for this because there's like movies don't get really announced all like that early in advance.
Yeah.
So everything we know. Well, I
Okay.
guess that's not totally true because we have all these MCU things that are kind of announced. What do you guys feel?
I don't know. I feel like it's
Should
been
we
more
just-
of a Golden Geeks kind of thing.
Should we just leave that for the 2019 Golden Geeks?
Yeah. I think so.
Because the thing is, like, it's pretty much just like all those MCU shows for me, and then like Tenet.
Yeah.
That's pretty much like my like Birds of Prey. I'm excited for, but I'd still like I don't know. I'd put all the MCU stuff above it, I guess.
Leave the fans to wait for something. Give them
Yeah, it's
something
been a
to-
long enough cast. I think we're pretty happy with that. All right, cool. I think we can send it out on those worst ones. So those are our lists. We did it. We did
What a wild
top
ride.
10 movies, top 10 the boys' performances, the ladies, the supporting careers, worst. Yeah, that was quite the day of casts.
I feel like a
Mhm.
24-hour stream in here.
It really, really, really does. Let's fucking go home. Taylor, where can they find us?
Ladies and gentlemen, you can find us with your internet connection in the search bar, Geek for Space Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, Podbay, iTunes. We're everywhere. Make sure you like and
Shouts to
subscribe.
Podbay.
Shouts to Podbay. Like and subscribe
Yeah.
to us on iTunes. We're trying to
iTunes
get
reviews,
250?
Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts. Yeah, we're trying to get 250 reviews, I
Yeah.
think, so
Then
that
we
we can
can-
certify on
Then we
Rotten
can be your
Tomatoes
Rotten
or something.
Tomatoes aficionados.
Yeah, so that's super big, and make sure you just stay tuned because we have a lot of stuff going
Yeah.
around. We got the bloopers that'll be dropping soon.
That'll
here,
probably be out
and-
by the time this is out. So
Yeah, I'm
check that
assuming
out.
this is dropping before the new year starts, right?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I guess so.
Okay, well, yeah. 2020, ladies and gentlemen.
2020.
Just heard it from Travis.
Travis the man himself. Definitely check out our Patreon, right? Because 2020 we're having some fun retros on there, as well as just a lot of good content in general. We have some other fun ones planned, like one movie, a trivia thing that we're gonna be doing, so that's gonna be fun. But holy shit, this has been a long day for a man with a cold of my
Yes.
stature.
You
Thank
did
you
3
for-
podcasts today.
It was 3
Thank you for
podcasts.
trooping and rating.
Thank you guys. Thank you to the fans for what
Yes.
has been. I mean, we've been around for half the decade essentially. Geekverse wise, we intend to be here for the entire next one. Thank you for tuning in. We love you so very much, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Catch you on the flip flop.
Peace. Bye bye.
Holy microphone, guys. I'm going to see Jumanji.
You're gonna fucking love it. Did you see the other one?
In 30 minutes.
You see the other one?
Yeah.
This one? one is
I saw it in
so
theaters, and then
good.
we recently rewatched it because it was on Netflix, I think. Man, I fucking love that movie. Like, I was laughing just as hard the first time around.
This one did such a good job. Like Kevin Hart and The Rock are just absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
The character roles. Danny DeVito is fucking amazing.
He's in it?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's so good.
Yeah, that's it. Whew. Thanks for,
Good job, Dylan.
yeah, good job, Dylan.
Big shout outs to you.